10 for Dadcast. If he's good on time.
I think that the next stretch goal
Yes.
should be $30,000 if it can happen, and that is Jeff Green slaps Gary.
I'm all in for that.
I think all the three
I
of
think that
us,
is a
the
great
three
idea.
principals, being slapped
Hello. Let's get in here. I'm going to get your mic.
for OCTOBERKAST would be quite fitting.
What we got lined up now?
The gifts come immediately.
It's like you got a gift already?
Immediately. I love it. You guys are great.
I think he could have put a bit more into that. To be quite honest with you, I think you got off easy.
I agree.
Just let this go right into the mic. Ah.
Oh, it actually looks good on the.
I roll with it.
Oh, you look so unhappy about it though. That's what makes it great.
Thanks, Gary.
Oh, he actually. You know what? I think he actually did give you a good slap. From my angle, it didn't look like he put that much into it, but
Does the follow through is the most important part.
that's one of the better ones. Okay, that deserves its place in the slap pantheon.
It was no phantom. All right, guys, we are rolling into hour 21. 3 hours left. We're
Looky what we got here.
7/8 done. Holy moly.
You guys know each other?
Jeff Green.
I don't know. If you guys look over here and say, "Hey Jeff," it's going to be an issue.
What? Just say, "Hey Jeff G." It'll be okay.
All right. Or we could have speak in unison the entire
The entire
3 hours.
3 hours.
Do you want to get a bag of
Like,
Doritos?
yeah.
Because that's the punishment for that kind of behavior, both of you. I don't think either of your mics are on. So, Norm, can you hit the two lights that are not lit up closest to your right?
Has that Count Chocula box been cracked yet?
No, we can bust it
No.
open though. We got milk and everything.
So
Virgin Chocula.
we still have a couple challenges left. I propose it is only fitting since Will took the slap at 10,000 and I took the slap at 20. That if we somehow make it to 30, that Gary, you take a slap at 30.
I don't think I should be slapped under any circumstances.
I think
For
that is a great idea.
$10,000 more of charity.
Yeah, but I think we'll get there anyway. I don't think we need
Isn't
that kind
slapping a Brit more? Doesn't that
of. I
more
imagine
mean
it's a
something?
much
Oh,
more.
yeah.
I imagine it's much more
it's
satisfying
official.
and valuable.
No, I was thinking it's more like
It's official. It's
like a
carries
duel.
carries a
Yes.
higher price.
yes.
Pistols at dawn kind of thing.
It is a binding agreement.
Right.
I mean, I feel like you should be able to charge a higher price than just slap an American slapping an American.
Or be prepared to follow through.
Or be willing to take a backhand.
My worry is that the people that are left that would be up to do the slapping, I feel like they would all really like.
Yeah, wait till
they would all
Vinny gets in and
I feel like
have him-
either of you, Vinny or Darren, would all really go for it, and I'd probably get a bigger slap than anyone has so far.
Are these mine? I don't know.
I'm telling you, all
That's what makes
all
it
the
worth that
all
much
the
more.
slaps have been good, but everyone has taken a shade off it just out of concern that you don't want to go too far. I don't know if that would be the case with me.
No one's fully just gone for it.
No one's gone 100%. Everyone's taken 10-20%
I've been
off.
waiting to do this for years. That kind of thing.
It's about time.
I'm not getting slapped.
Okay. Well,
Darren says he's going to do a habanero pepper though.
although your challenge for putting $500 is only on me and Will, right?
Wait, what?
Donating.
Yeah,
500.
only you and Will doing
Look at that.
hot peppers.
I got prioritized over you, Jeff. If it was true alphabetical,
Yeah,
Gerstmann would come first.
That's totally okay.
Age before beauty. Maybe.
I don't know which is the most satisfying. I don't know which is the most satisfying slap. They're all
pretty good so far.
good.
It's all about the sound.
You just
I
need
really
to
think the
lean
next
into
year's,
this.
I
and-
really
yeah,
think the next year's
year.
Oktoberkast should just be a non-stop slap festival.
fight?
Yeah, just count down to slap.
Slaptoberkast.
Every $1,000, somebody gets slapped.
I mean, look,
and then you guys can't look at the totals. Just someone walks in and just hauls off when you're not even expecting it.
Well, is it all us?
I
Why don't we get
guarantee-
to slap our guests?
if you ask
Fair enough.
if
That's
you
fair-
ask
hey.
any of our audience members, if you took a poll and what are the three most satisfying your high points, it's going to be
Gary
Veronica
getting slapped by
slapping Will.
Jeff.
No, I'm not going to get slapped.
You have to get slapped.
What do we
Why?
do? Stereo
Because we've been
slaps
slapped.
by
I
both
would
of us.
Slap 'em
I have to
Yeah.
agree
either
to it.
side.
No, they can stealth slap you.
They could be like, "Hey, what's over there?"
I'm not going to take a stealth slap.
Okay. Well, I think we've slapped enough. We were getting a little slap happy over here. So far, though, I've been slapped. Norm's been slapped. Both by people with more than 1 million Twitter followers. How many Twitter followers do you guys have? Are you close to 1 million? Can we like add you up together and do 2 slaps to get 1 million?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, sure.
Adam has
can
more,
you do
more
15,
than 1 million as well, right?
15
Yeah, okay.
slaps?
I have 77,000.
So that's
so I'm
14.
10 of
like,
those.
that's like 1 million.
Your
10,
followers
12
will
of
go up
those.
now.
13 slaps. You're good.
Yeah, 13
Yeah.
slaps.
I have half.
It's
of
an
what
honor
you
to be slapped by someone who has more than 1 million Twitter followers.
I feel like I got some followers.
They're the only valid
today.
That's
slaps.
a little perverse.
It's like, the rule is you just have to take it.
But I'm
Like, you got-
I'm verified, so it would be a verified
Anyone with-
slap.
in
What the fuck?
in our
What
new,
the fuck?
What?
Do you have some sort of CBS mojo? Are you advertising? What? How do you get verified? What is the secret?
you got verified?
Twitter came
Join
to me.
the club.
Twitter came to me a while ago and said, "Hey, if you want to be verified, fill out this form." And at first, I thought it was fake because I was like, "This is how
on.
my
That is
passwords get
that
stolen."
is legit.
Did it come from a like special email? Because I filter all my Twitter mail.
It did come from some specific email address that was like, "Do you want to be verified?"
You don't
And-
have to pay, right?
No,
It's
I did
one
not.
of
No,
those,
no,
like,
it wasn't.
If you want to be in our
I,
club.
my understanding is that is now the fast track, and why so many more accounts are verified now is because like people participating in Twitter's like business model. Like I get emails once a week now that are like Twitter for business. Like you should promote your stupid shit on Twitter. It's like that's I'm already doing that. But my understanding is that the fast track to verification is to be a part of a business that is advertising.
I think in our new social media society, the hierarchy should be if you have over 1 million followers and or are verified, you should be able to slap anyone you want.
That's just
And
'cause
and
you're
they have
verified.
and they have no legal
I
recourse.
totally
and you are
agree.
protected from slaps.
Yeah.
And I should get free,
It's like
free
being,
gas.
It's like being a made man.
Yes.
Yeah, if I get free gas.
We've been made by Twitter.
Exactly.
So do you have to tweet something
Knighted.
to get the free gas?
No, I think that's just the honor of being verified is
Like you
companies
were
should want to bestow that upon the chosen.
And the fact that they make it such an opaque process is
Yeah.
all part. It makes you want it more.
Right.
It
But
makes
that-
you crave it. That's
yeah.
what really gets under Will's
Yeah, the
nose.
worst part is Gary's like, "Hey, I got verified. I can't tell you how."
I literally, I can, but
You're not going to.
No, I'm not
That's
going
just
to.
as
Yeah.
bad.
I'd be unverified if I would have.
Did you ask
It's
for
like
it?
being thrown out of the magic circle. If
Of
you reveal
course, he
tricks.
asked for
He
it.
asked for it.
No, I didn't. You can't. No, you don't ask for it. They do come to you.
yeah.
Is it the
They come
mistake
to you.
People work
asking
for
about
you.
it?
What's
You
that?
had people work for
It's
you.
like Fight Club.
They come to you and then they recommend you follow the verified account on Twitter after you've been verified, but not before.
Can you
So-
then unfollow, or will you lose your status?
I don't know. You
don't
can
know.
you can lose your if you change certain parts of your Twitter
Right.
profile, you can lose it.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what?
I think it's the account name itself.
Yeah, it's not because it's not because
Like the
they don't want.
handle.
It's,
Yeah.
it's just an automatic thing where it would detach, and then obviously getting it back would be a real pain. So you don't want to change it.
So like you wouldn't go back to G Witta at this point. You're
No.
Gary Witta for life.
Yeah, I wanted Twitter, but
Right.
some dick with one tweet from like 5 years ago has it, and there's nothing you can do. You should be able, you should be able to lodge a complaint.
This
Yeah,
guy,
as a verified user,
need-
I would like a cooler name.
Yeah. This guy's been squatting on the name that I want. I'm taking it.
This guy named Checkmark Verified Real Mary D is following me and says that he can give me secrets about getting verified on
Really?
Twitter. I feel like I'm gonna give him my
I
password.
think of all
Does
people,
the,
you should definitely get verified.
Why would
Is
I?
the
I know what would be funnier than me
You
getting
should
verified.
definitely get
But
verified.
But
Is
I
the
think it
actor
should be.
Will Smith verified on his?
He's not on it. Twitter.
He's not on Twitter.
He's not on Twitter.
No, it's a
No.
disaster
His
for
son
me.
is.
Yeah.
It is a disaster. I get so many. I just mute anybody that sends something to JD
It should
Smith.
be like a nomination process, like within the Illuminati. So you're gonna need 10 people to vouch for
This
you.
white smoke comes out of the
But
twin
10
spires
verified
here,
people to
and
vouch,
then
and your fate is now intertwined with
So
theirs.
you're saying the verifieds all go into a room. They don't speak. After 3 hours, they write a name down on a piece of paper. If enough of the names match, that person becomes verified. Because
and,
that's
and
how
then
they choose a post.
if
Yeah.
you violate
Yeah.
the bylaws,
Yeah.
then the 10 people who vouch for you, they're all kicked out.
Oh,
too.
They're out too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Nobody's
Do you
ever
think
going to
that
vote
this
for
is
me.
I don't know that I like this
Is
anymore.
this process more opaque than clout?
Clout is pretty opaque as well.
Yeah.
But Clout does have real perks. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it does turn, if you want to really go down that rabbit hole.
Well,
it-
perks. I mean, they sent me a Windows phone. I don't
They
know
sent
that
me
I'd
a
call that.
Windows
a
phone.
I
perk.
don't know if that's
Yeah.
a perk.
So like what I did with Clout is I like went and checked the boxes that said send me a Windows phone,
Yeah.
and then immediately had made them delete my account.
Nice.
And then the phone
It's a
showed up,
win-win.
and I went, ha ha! And now I'm not on your stupid service anymore. Clout's the worst.
There is, but I think there are certain like airport lounges you can get into if your clout is. It's not even a perk. It's just like if you can.
I think
if
it's
your clout's above a certain number.
That's
can just get in
because the airline paid clout
Yeah.
to do that, to
Right.
get people into their lounges.
Influencers, and so these lounges
So-
are so nice, like
Yeah.
on Twitter. Like,
Yeah.
so I think the cooler thing there is to totally opt out of it. It's like I'm above that clout shit, man.
I just
Also
my-
verified. So
The company makes a lot of money by selling data just to other like
Yeah.
Clout.
B2B stuff. Yeah,
Does clout still matter, or is it over?
not to.
I
not
think
to
it's
users.
over. I remember I got one internal document that was like,
People,
just the social media clout of all the people on staff, and it was like they had it was
had
like
a
number of Twitter
spreadsheet?
followers. They had a spreadsheet, and one of the columns was clout, and mine was just empty. And I'm like, that's right, you fuckers.
I went to dinner and it was one of those things where you're at a long table and it's like family members. So there's some people that are like distant cousins or are like a cousin's cousin. So you don't really know them, but they're kind of not related, but kind of with you.
Right.
And I was at one end of the table. At the other end of the table were a shitload of people I'd never met before. And they were having this conversation. And eventually somebody asked me what I thought about clout.
I need to go put money.
And I said, clout is some fucking bullshit. Here's what it does. It just makes everybody behave in a way that is not conducive to being fun and interesting on Twitter.
Yep.
Because you're just trying to increase your clout, except for Ryan Davis, because he always just wanted to have ridiculous clout and awesome things.
Yeah, Ryan used to give me clout for like the
Dick
most
pills.
irrelevant
Yeah, that
shit.
was
That
the
was
only.
the-
Yeah,
that
we-
was-
we,
that was
we
the fun
got
of clout.
We got into that pretty
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
for a while.
That was the metagame of
Yeah.
I gotta put money in the meter.
But
Go-
now
go
enjoy
that's
doing
what
that.
LinkedIn is for. Now you just go endorse
You can,
people
you can
in.
endorse people on
Yeah,
LinkedIn?
yeah. There are. You know, whenever you go
Yeah, you
view
can.
someone's LinkedIn profile, it's like, is this person good at journalism or storytelling?
Right.
What about
And then you just
smoking
write-
crack?
Yeah, then you just write in. You know,
That sounds like a
other-
whole-
Actually,
new
it doesn't
metagame.
even. It just prompts you with the things, right?
Yeah.
Go
yeah.
Like,
see.
so Jeff Gerstmann is
proficient in.
and all you have to do is
Podcasting
click the
and
button.
bullshit.
Sure, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing tonight.
Oh yeah.
Sleeping.
Yeah.
Then tomorrow, LinkedIn profile stuff.
This is the most anyone's talked about LinkedIn in years.
People
They're
talk
so
about
thrilled
LinkedIn
right now.
all
Yeah.
the fucking time. They always are making mistakes. They introduced an email service that lets you add their awesome layer on top of your Gmail. All you have to do is give them your email username and password. What could
Yeah.
possibly go wrong with that?
Yeah, there was a company-wide email that went out to all of CBS that was like, "Hey, don't install that new LinkedIn thing."
Yeah, don't do that. It's dumb. It's bad.
Yeah,
It'll fuck you. Not in
Well,
a
wait a
fun
minute,
way. No, not good. Fuck you. I don't remember what we were talking about a minute ago.
We're talking
Cloud.
about.
Oh,
Ver- Twitter verification.
Yeah, so
Twitter
so it
verification.
turns out that the guy I'm distantly related to at the other
Oh,
end
right,
of the
yes.
table is like the number 3 guy
Oh,
at
shit.
Clout. He looks like he's like 16 years old.
Yeah,
I've
that
never
sounds
met him
about right.
before.
Right.
And it ended up he rode a bicycle to a restaurant in fucking the dog patch.
Yeah.
So then he was like, "Hey, can you give me a ride back?" I was like, "Yeah, chuck your bicycle in the back of my fucking car." And so then we had a long, heartfelt conversation about why I think Cloud is fucking lame.
Was he sad? that
He
you-
was sad. He was like, "Well, we think we've made a valuable service that can add value to marketers and users alike. We've given a lot of users cool free shit and blah blah blah." And I was just like, "Okay, when you put it in the way of like giving normal people cool shit for being awesome, that sounds okay." Except I still think that because of the opaqueness of their algorithm and the fact that it's all kind of bullshit, it still makes people do things on Twitter they may not otherwise do.
Yeah, and I think that's one of those things that like we're probably pretty sensitive to as
Well, we're real.
journalists and
No.
such. I think there's
But we're real people.
word.
I mean, you're a real person. Nobody's realer than Gary Whitta.
True.
That was a great moment. I'm sorry. Jeff,
Jeff
when
Green,
Yeah.
the realist. You could change. You
Damn.
could change your Twitter handle to the realist,
the realist
Jeff Green.
Jeff Green.
Yeah, we didn't have any. I didn't get Doritos for you.
More
this year,
real
I'm
than
sorry.
that. I if I thought ahead, I would have worn a Dorito shirt
I think the Mountain Dew is still in the fridge, though.
from last year.
Probably.
Ooh.
It's probably better now.
It's,
Yeah,
it's
like
aged.
wine.
Yeah, it ages
Yeah,
a little bit.
If I put a little yeast in there, we get Mountain Dew wine.
Tastes slightly like dirt, like all good soda does after you let
Yep.
it sit. Yeah.
Really, that's the thing that happens.
Yeah, I got a hold of a case of bad Diet Pepsi that my mom had been sitting on for a while.
Like
So,
literally
World's Fair
sitting on
Diet
it?
Pepsi.
Oh yeah. No, it was because she,
you took her sofa, man.
they run a business and they have
Okay.
a Pepsi machine there, and then it just
Nobody
wasn't
wants
selling.
those Taylor
so-
Swift cans.
Yeah, so she was like, "Do you want all this?" I'm like, "Absolutely." crack into one is like it literally like tasted
know it
like
could go
someone had
bad.
poured it out onto the ground,
Was
and
it
then I
still
was licking
carbonated?
it up. It was still carbonated, but yeah, it just kind of had this dirt taste to it.
I'm gonna ask a serious question.
Okay.
Isn't that just what Diet Pepsi tastes like?
Absolutely
though?
not.
Oh, there's a good flavor in there.
Oh
Somewhere.
yeah.
All I get is dirt and really, really sweet.
See,
really
see,
sweet.
I can't drink real soda anymore because it is too sweet.
Well, Diet Pepsi is crazy sweet.
I disagree.
I feel as though in my mouth, the Diet Pepsi feels very strong.
Stronger than Diet Coke.
Stronger than
Diet Coke.
Stronger than regular Coke.
Stronger than regular Coke.
Your
Your
mouth is weird.
You guys weren't kidding when you said real talk. I mean,
Yeah.
this
This is
is
serious.
this is as real as it gets.
I quit soda, actually, if you want to
It's
talk
a
about
good
real.
That's
move.
probably smart.
I'm
Yeah.
That's
about-
a smart way to
I'm
go. You
about
shouldn't
8
even be
months.
drinking the diet shit.
Nice job.
8 months off soda.
Wow.
Good for you.
And I had, 2-3 Diet Cokes a day.
I've done
Not
that
a lot, but
I've done that off and on. It's hard to stick with because eventually you reach the point where like making a cup of coffee is a real pain in the ass right now.
yep.
So I got to a point where I had stopped drinking energy drinks and soda and all this other stuff, and like I was about 3 months in on it or something like that, and I got to this point where I realized I am a miserable asshole, and I'm a better person when
Yeah.
I'm occasionally drinking an energy drink.
Well, so the thing
So I
Rockstar, this podcast is brought to you by the kids, the
Yeah,
doctors.
make sure that
electric-
logo is facing out.
I need to stop.
And
I need to
Rockstar.
stop doing this because I would actually take an endorsement deal from these guys. So I need to stop doing it
That
for
is
free.
a big fucking
That
tub
is
of
huge.
energy drink.
Yeah, but it's also it's 10 calories per serving, and
Nice.
so it's not like a Red Bull. It's not like
Is
some
that
sugar mess.
is that still? as
Yeah,
opposed-
it is not carbonated. It is maybe lightly
Because
carbonated.
as much as I hate to admit it, because I really shouldn't be drinking this shit either. I got the Monster version of that, Monster Rehab.
Yeah.
I found myself drinking that occasionally in the morning.
These
It
are
gives you a
not
little
good
jolt.
names.
What- yeah,
for
No, it's not
products.
good.
What does
Recovery,
this stuff, what does
rehab.
it taste like?
This is a lemonade flavor.
Okay, the yellow. with
yeah,
the signal.
they do an
Okay.
orange and a grape.
There was a guy that
as
found
well.
there was a guy that found a whole dead mouse in a can of
come
Monster
on.
Energy drink,
Really?
and that
That's
still
just-
didn't stop me.
That's just
Like,
strange brew.
nothing-
That's just Bob and Doug McKenzie trying to
That
get free
happens all
energy
the
drinks.
fucking time, man.
That's
That happens all the time. Sometimes it's a finger,
Going to the
sometimes it's a
Elsinore
mouse,
brewery with it.
Sometimes it's a raccoon.
Yeah.
You can get anything a can
Well,
that
that
big.
woman, remember that woman that found a finger in Wendy's chili?
Right.
That turned out to be bogus.
yeah,
she
that
put
was
the
bogus.
finger in there.
yeah.
I don't want
Right.
to freak you out, Jeff, but there's a spider on your mic stand. It's a itsy bitsy spider, but there's no water spout anywhere that I can see.
You did succeed in freezing
Are
them
you,
out.
are you maybe seeing this spider?
It's right there.
Right,
That's
this could
the
just
spider,
be-
right?
how
On the-
many
on the-
hours
on
have
the
you guys been on?
opposite end. 20 something? 20?
Oh, not mine. Okay,
mine.
I'm
no,
okay.
No, it's not Jeff Green.
I'm like, you're pointing
It's
past
on-
my mic
it's on-
stand. This doesn't make sense.
It's on the mic clip. It's on the clip. Adam Savage. There it is. See,
Oh, it was
it's
on mine.
hanging. I
Okay,
told you.
all right.
It's a fucking spider right there.
That
is
is
a
you.
spider.
Okay, you all right?
Story checks out.
All right, I will vouch for that.
That's a
That
spider right
exists.
there. It's
That's
itsy
really
bitsy.
happening. That is not coming out of your mind.
There's no water spout because that's where the itsy bitsy spider normally comes from.
You could tell Will's a dad now.
I've learned all sorts of new music. You know what I haven't heard yet? That Arcade Fire album. I know every fucking kid song ever made now.
Wait, I thought, is that out yet? The
Came out
Arcade Fire?
yesterday.
It leaked, so they leaked it.
Oh, they released it yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Happy making.
Is it good?
I haven't listened to it
Oh,
yet.
you haven't listened to it yet.
Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout.
Oh yeah, I know all those as well.
I'm
Down
disrobing.
came the
Is that
rain
the single off the
and
Arcade
washed
Fire
the
album?
spider out.
Are they covering
The
that?
Itsy
Is it?
bitsy spider went up the water spout.
You haven't done Wheels on the Bus yet, have you?
Wheels on the Bus is for emergency use only.
Okay.
The big club banger in our house right now is you've got to wiggle your woggles away,
Oh,
Wow,
By
that
the
sounds kind of
Woggles.
dirty.
Yeah.
or is it the Wiggles?
we do a lot
Is
of
that
Beastie
that, like,
Boys in the house.
hipster band for kids?
I don't know if they're
Wiggles?
hip. I don't know if they're a hipster band, but
No,
they're a
they're-
band for kids.
That's
like folk.
No, the hipster one is the Brad Pitt thing.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt has a kids band.
No.
That's
it's
a
the
good
one he
name for a
likes
band.
with the
That
That
guy
Brad
in
Pitt
the
thing.
horn.
Yeah.
I saw those guys. Bass
Yeah.
player, kind of a dick.
The bass players always bass players.
Yeah.
Jeff Green,
Yeah,
how's it going with you?
it's going really well. Right before I walked in the building,
Okay.
I was parking my bike,
Needles?
and I found there were needles from me, but I found this
Oh, what is that? Kiss CD
fucking
on the
sweet.
right on the street.
Oh, are there drugs inside?
What did
No,
that
there's
say to you?
nothing. It's actually empty.
That's probably pretty good.
So that sort of
That's
sucks.
best case.
If you were to believe in omens, what would that say to you?
I don't.
What is someone up there telling you?
to listen to my Kiss record.
Yeah.
When I get home.
Kiss is awesome.
To
Kiss
listen to
records?
Love Gun.
The best golf shot I ever hit in my life, I hit with a Kiss branded golf ball.
Really?
There you go.
Whenever I
Face
when it-
tournament
well,
legal?
So here's what.
Was the
Are they
logo on it or was
juiced?
it a face?
So here's what, because Kiss will put their name, as you know, they'll put the name
Yeah.
on, and Gene Simmons will license anything, as long as the check is good,
Yeah.
it
Sure.
does not matter.
Right.
He's the master businessman, and they Kiss golf balls.
I don't know if that level of unexclusivity is a master businessman move or just crass commercialism.
Anyway,
Feminine
at-
hygiene products,
Yeah.
anything.
Anyway, at the golf course, they
That is
sell.
the love.
the
They call it
Kiss-
the love.
the
gun.
love
The
gun.
Kiss reusable
I don't know where
douche.
this came. I don't know
Love
where this
gun.
came from. If it was part of like a Kiss corporate golfing event, or someone liked Kiss enough that they bought Kiss golf balls.
Yeah.
But at the golf course, at the pro shop, they sell what they call fish food, which is basically the balls that they've dragged out of the lake that have been lost in the water, and then they resell them to the next guy.
Okay.
So I bought a bunch of balls. Sometimes it's like a Titleist T1. It's like a good ball, and
Yeah.
other times it's just junk. But whatever, you can hit them.
Is it Gene Simmons' face on
It
the
was
ball?
all four of them going
Really?
Wait, on one golf
they
ball?
do. Yeah, it was like in a logo around.
Okay.
It was pretty small, but you could
Perfect
make
for, like,
out
a
the
slow
four of
motion
them.
shot.
It'd be nice if they each had their own ball.
Yeah, you think that
Yeah.
it may,
You
it
know?
may, it
Yeah.
may, it
You
You
may,
remember when they
so.
released the 4 solo albums? Were you guys alive then when they each got their own?
well,
they
you
each
may,
got their
it may
own
well be
record?
that when you got the whole sleeve
Yeah.
of the balls, that each one had their own thing.
Uh-huh.
But I got
And everyone,
the,
the Peter Chris balls go the furthest. Everyone knows.
Right.
I only had the one that had all four of them. Maybe that's the master ball.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
This is what happened to rock and roll. You know, it's
Yeah,
sort of sad.
What kind of fucking rock and roll? Does Mick Jagger have a line of golf balls? Fuck no.
But he might have a perfume line. or
So
something.
Yeah.
here's the thing: anytime I have to hit over water, if I'm playing with a decent ball, I'll pick it up and drop fish food. I'll drop a range ball. It's probably going to go in the lake and I'll never see it. I'm going to lose a
Sure.
good ball. So I had to shoot over this massive lake. There's no way I'm getting over it. Green on the other side. So I picked up the good ball that I had and I dropped the Kiss ball because I thought, who needs it? And I hit it, and it hit the lake, and it skimmed twice across the water, skipped like a stone twice, hit the green, landed 10 feet from the cup. And I still have that ball today because I kept it and I thought that's the best shot I ever hit, and I hit it with a Kiss golf
Kiss
ball.
is magic.
You wanted
I
the
felt
best.
like,
You got
I felt
the
like there
best.
was a bit of Gene Simmons magic.
Maybe this came to me for a reason. You know?
should
That's
take
what
up
I'm
golf.
saying. You gotta read those tea leaves.
Don't question. I didn't question what happened with the golf ball. I don't think you should question what's happening with this.
My
CD
next
wallet.
job could be in this somehow.
You could be Kiss.
Maybe.
Maybe you could manage Gene Simmons.
You know,
I don't think that's a good
Have
move,
you seen
though.
all these guys like now out of makeup? They look like 4 like old Jewish
I
guys.
saw Gene
well, they
Simmons
are.
in
Yeah.
Runaway 20-something years ago, and that was scary enough. Remember
Right.
he was the bad guy that had those robot spiders?
Wait, really?
Yeah, that's Gene Simmons
Yeah.
going up against Tom Selleck.
That makes sense.
That was a good movie. Remember he had that
Yeah.
gun that could shoot bullets around walls?
Right.
Around corners?
It was like
that-
Wanted before Wanted was
Yeah.
Wanted.
Wanted was so.
He had like these
not
little guided
bad,
missile
awesome,
bullets and those
good.
scary spider robots.
We had
And
a
he's
spider
scarier
here.
without. I think they had to put the makeup on as a band because they were like, we got to do something because this is fucking
This is
scary.
getting
This
well,
is
they
too
needed
scary.
a
Too
shtick.
much.
Yeah, they needed a thing.
Yeah.
Rate it in a little.
I was trying to remember if they were ever actually like, you know,
Cool.
scary. Well, no, but like scary to parents. Like these guys, you know, look like devil guys.
I
Or
gotta
were they
think
always a
There-
cartoon?
Yeah, there were. I think there was a period where
where parents might have said,
All
"Why
of
does
their
my
Well, it's
kid
like, oh,
listening
this
to?"
stands for kids in Satan's
Right.
service, and they're ruining. Like there was that
Yeah.
whole.
There
that,
was.
that existed, didn't it?
So this was
Also-
like the early insane.
Well, I
clown
mean,
posse.
you know,
Yes,
they're,
exactly.
I mean, they're lashing
the
their
spider's
tongues
on
at
me
you. I
now.
mean, it is kind of a bit satanic. One guy's dressed up like a cat.
yeah, but
I
that's
mean-
not
Yeah.
scary.
The cat's the
Not
fucking
now.
scariest of
He's-
all.
Now
was
that
the
everyone
cute
loves
guy.
cats and the world's gone soft, no,
Right.
nothing's scary.
Here's the thing about Kiss. If your 8-year-old comes home and is like, Daddy, I want a Kiss album, all of their songs are about fucking. All of them.
rock and roll
all of
all
ev-
night.
all of
No, not
every
all of them.
song is about fucking.
Most of it is implied.
The
Kiss
wheels
is
on the
overt.
bus go round and round. Will
Yeah.
I don't understand the mechanics of that. Is this a machine thing, or are we talking about like some weird Japanese business?
it is the weirdest business.
Is it like a dragon on the top of the bus?
Now, you are
With
the dragon in a lot of
GIF and
ways.
some, like,
You're kind of
tail
yes. It is.
humping,
There's
like,
peanut butter
My
involved. There's a
elbow
whole
is the
thing.
tail
Yeah.
and the hipple region.
I'm not going to fall for no
This is-
banana, no tailpipe.
This is going for weird places.
Speaking
Okay,
of,
Axel.
Speaking of silly Japanese business, the last time you were here,
Yeah.
We talked a lot about. I think you were.
The raid.
You wanted to go on that raid to that mythical
I do.
Japanese.
I still do.
Did it not happen?
It has not happened. I am, let's say, holding out until the company I work for will pay for it.
You can crowdfund it.
I can't crowdfund things while I'm part of a major corporation. Who would give to that?
Yeah, that sucks.
So yeah, you know, I'm still we're talking about a lot of stuff about the future of the site and what sort of things we're going to be able to do. So that's definitely been a driving force in that.
So the
Like-
raid is not off the table.
No, absolutely not. I mean, you know, at some point I will just go on the raid myself and fuck it
Yeah,
because I want to go to Japan
you
and,
can't give
and
up
all
on
that
that
other
dream.
stuff. So, but now it's you know, like talking to people who I didn't go to Tokyo Game Show this year either. And it sounds like
Isn't TGS a completely legitimate way to get there and then go off to the side and
totally,
do it?
absolutely, yeah. But there was just enough other stuff happening around that
Okay.
time that it didn't, you know.
There's new
didn't make
consoles
sense.
coming out this year, I heard.
Yeah.
Is that a thing
that's,
still?
Yeah, that's still happening. I think
Weird.
they have not canceled all of the games yet.
Are
so-
you finding that your traffic is in an upswing? Is this a period where people are engaging more they want more information?
Yes, I think you know everyone had record E3s this year.
Yeah,
you know,
'cause it was all the
GameSpot, Kotaku,
announcements.
like everyone
Yeah.
was out there saying like this is our biggest E3
It
ever.
was our
so,
biggest E3 ever.
yeah, so you know it's definitely
We blew it out.
We blew it out big
3
time.
videos.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
that's-
3 videos.
I think we had 6. So
That's twice as good as us.
Yeah,
Nice
exactly.
job,
So-
guys.
Google Glass.
Yeah.
right, yes, no, that's
4 video. I forgot the Google
Okay,
Glass
yeah.
video.
There you go.
So, like, there was clearly a lot of excitement around the consoles and people wanting to know more information. But I mean, what you guys have all done this, but for the folks at home, like, the cycle happens such that, like, as the console generation drags on, the ad money starts to dry up a little bit.
Yeah,
the
sure.
excitement is gone a little bit. And, you know, you get in this cycle of, like, this is the point where editors get laid off in the console cycle, and then then the money comes back and everyone hires up again because they didn't learn any lessons. I don't think that money thing's happen anymore because the fundamentals of the internet have changed a lot.
Every time, right when you get to the point where the editors get laid off, the business guys are like, "Oh fuck, man, who would have thought that year 7 of the console
Yeah, the
cycle,
longest console generation.
this
We
is
got completely blindsided
Who
by this one.
knew that nobody buys games in year 7? We thought year 5 they didn't buy games last time, but we figured 6 and 7 would be totally
it's
better.
almost as if very few of the business types stick around that business long enough to see a
they're
full
all
cycle.
selling dog food 3 years later.
Yeah, so
And 3 years before too.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Let's talk about. Just take a quick breather here from insider games industry business.
Sure.
To talk about why we're here, Joey flashed up that informative graphic to remind you guys that we're here for OCTOBERKAST. This is our 24th annual charity marathon podcast 2013 edition. I think we've only done 3 of them, but it's for 24 hours, so I mixed up the numbers there, but we're cool. This year we are raising money for 3 different charities: Doctors Without Borders, the Electronic Frontiers Foundation, and Child's Play. Child's Play gets toys for kids in hospitals, children's hospitals around the world. Sick kids can't share toys because they have compromised immune systems and they might get even sicker. So, like, they give 3DSs and Vitas and stuff like that to kids who are having the worst times of their lives.
and those are sick toys.
And they are sick toys for sick kids.
Yeah.
That's a
I
good
like
motto
that.
for
That's a
Child's
good
Play.
motto.
We'll send that over to them. In addition to Child's Play, this year we are supporting Doctors Without Borders. They do the same thing, but with war-torn areas and doctors instead of sick kids and toys.
Sick medicine.
So sick doctors, sick medicine.
Oh, it's BORDER, not BOAR. I
Doctors-
like doctors
no.
with
The
know,
doctors
with
don't need to
tenants.
take
Yeah,
tenants,
no one
usually.
lives with me. I'm a
No. And then finally, we have the Electronic Frontier Foundation. It's not an Organ Trail related charity, Jeff. This
is
Yeah, we're
bullshit.
both-
I'm
yeah, fuck
representing
this.
the wrong charities.
I love it when I say Jeff and look at a point that's not at either of you.
Smooth.
Neither
I like
of you
it.
know how to react, and
Yeah.
it's just
I
a
know,
contest
it's
to see who's going to respond
Right.
first.
Jeff, have you thought at all or prepared any kind of party piece for this year? I know you've always legendarily had something special for us.
We got to tell them how to donate, Gary. That's what we're here for.
I thought we'd kind of.
No, I got one more. We only have a limited number of opportunities, but we'll get back to this. This is a good question.
Okay.
Tested.com/kids, tested.com/doctors, tested.com/electrons. Child's Play, Doctors Without Borders.
All
Electronic
3
Frontier
charities have
Foundation.
done quite well, I think.
We raised a bunch of money for all 3 charities.
Are they about even, or is there a...
They were until we did the Lego thing, and then Child's Play got kind of reamed on
Doctors
that
Without
one.
Borders, I think, is
Yeah.
Ahead.
Doctors Without Borders has seen a couple of pretty big donations.
The Lego challenge kind of threw it off because we assigned charities to Will and Norm that people could sponsor them and give them extra
and
bricks.
one that we thought would go to everybody, but that didn't work out because nobody wanted
that
both
didn't,
people
yeah,
to
nobody
win.
wanted to put their money towards neutrality. They all wanted to support either Will or Norm.
Smart.
Hey.
Back a winner.
By the way, I don't think if I'd have noticed this at the time, this might have tipped the balance. And I'm sorry I didn't see it, but this looks very much like a penis, and I think that given that was Will's stated aim,
My whole building
and he
looks like a penis.
failed,
Look at this.
and you pulled it off without
right
even
here.
trying.
That is go see a doctor if you got junk that looks like that. Go see somebody.
It's stylized. Great. It's not literal.
Abstract.
I think Jeff's description of a house that a douche would live in is still the most
pretty much fits it.
apt.
Patricio Alvarez in the Doctors Without Borders comments says, "Hey Adam, slap the shit out of Norm. Mission accomplished." Marty Atkins, who I went to high school with, says, "Hey, you guys are doing a great job." And Thomas Burt is saying that he loves the cast. Keep it up, guys. We get comments from around the world. We're at $6,100 on Child's Play, $8,349 on Doctors Without Borders, and $6,500 on the EFF.
So what's the total?
I don't know. It's like 20 grand ish.
It's a little over 20.
We hit 20
Yeah.
half an hour ago, right? Because that's when. Adam
Yeah, if we get to
slaps
30, somebody's gonna slap Gary.
Norm. I don't think anyone's gonna
I'm
make it to 30
optimistic.
in the last 2.5 hours.
Hey, don't ever count out the November miracle.
21,000.
Callum Ferguson says 24 hours is the best tech podcast on the net. Who's doing that? If donating keeps this happening, then hell yeah, I'm in. Thanks for the hours of entertainment. And Jonathan Louis reiterates the message of the podcast. Love you guys. Keep it up for the doctors,
I would
kids,
agree.
and electrons.
I would agree that in the last 24 hours, there have definitely been some hours of entertainment.
Yes.
Here
Minutes even.
or just
Notice
around.
he didn't quantify how many hours of
Some
entertainment
is
he
the
was
right
talking to.
number.
There would definitely have been
Right.
some. There has been more than 1 hour.
At
of
least he said
entertainment.
hours.
Hours, yeah, multiple hours.
Right?
There
He
was
didn't say
a-
minutes.
There was a period about 4 o'clock this morning when Norm was playing Euro Truck Simulator
Oh.
and seriously looked like he was going to have a nervous breakdown.
I'd at least
The-
throw
I
Just
up.
felt
like a
like-
real European trucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Norm was parked to the side of the road in the middle of the day with the windscreen wipers going, with no rain, just leant over the steering wheel.
Crying.
Just
The white line
just
fever got him.
They couldn't
Just
see the
softly-
tears because I was wearing the
just
Oculus
softly
Rift.
weeping, yeah. And that was the ultimate tragedy. We couldn't see the tears.
And the windshield wipers did not.
That's awesome.
The windshield wipers would not. It was raining on the inside of the truck cab. That was the real tragedy.
Yeah.
And the windscreen wipers couldn't do anything about it. It was sad. Oculus Rift was fun. We played Oculus Rift horror games. We got a couple of good scares.
So are you guys all into this? Do you
Rift?
all want one?
I want when the resolution's better. Like, I'll spend my own
You've
money
tried
on
it,
it when
right?
it's HD.
I tried it here a year ago.
Yeah.
And it was
Are you
an
not
earlier
a
version.
convert?
Not yet. I'm willing to be, though. I'm not,
You're into it. You're
I'm
optimistic.
into the idea.
I think we're all into the idea.
Yeah, I
Here-
think it's just one of those things like, improved resolution and then,
I think,
whatever
I
they
think
can do
the
about
HD
latency.
kit might be the one that does the
The nausea
difference.
I
stuff, we
believe it.
really felt that today.
It's kind of like,
Oh, yeah.
enough.
That's,
There's already a significant number of porn applications in the dev center.
yeah.
We almost.
all right, I need to dig my
But
rift back out then.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
The porn industry is always the
Yeah,
first to
that's
adopt
right.
new
Drive
technology
anything.
because they know it can be monetized immediately.
Exactly.
Whether they were the first into DVD, the first into 3D,
Google Glass.
Google Glass, you name it.
Yeah, it's all
Very
there's nothing-
forward-thinking
nothing but porn.
industry.
Well, the web itself.
It's the
Yeah.
porn's had tough times though. The internet has not been kind to porn because they
Oh,
went
yeah,
from
yeah.
being an industry where people had to pay good real money for quality product to
I don't know
You-
if you know
if-
how much money porn sites make.
I understand that porn sites make a lot of money, but it's gone from being
It's not like it used to be.
a high profit, high margin industry to like scraping the bottom. Maybe scraping the bottom's not the right words here, but it's low margin, massive volume. They're huge sites. It's a tough business unless you're in the subscription
Totally.
game.
It's
Also,
a huge,
as an
it's
actor,
huge traffic and bandwidth
I can tell you on the
cost.
acting side, it's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the male performers in straight porn are among the least
Oh, yeah.
well paid and least well treated.
Uh-huh.
So, is there something you want to tell us, Jeff?
Well, you said straight.
Oh, okay.
So.
Okay, just making sure.
Got it. Yeah.
It's good. I'm glad it's working out for you.
Sorry, honey. I think my wife was watching this year.
Why, that's a mistake.
I know. I should have given her the wrong URL.
Skull bong? Are we going to talk about the skull bong again? You put that in your
Tasted.com. I don't
will,
know.
right? So, okay.
What did you do last year? Wasn't it something to do with clips?
Here?
Here?
Oh,
I
no,
don't think-
pencils.
Oh, I did the
pencils.
pencils in
My
my
God.
various orifices.
Yes. It was
He
a,
did it a
I
lot.
did do
We're not
that.
doing that again.
he
Don't give him my
created
good
a hideous
pencil.
pencil mask out of
There's
his
a
face.
picture on the internet. We can get that.
I have two show and tell things.
Oh, you have show and tell?
Oh, you do?
Other than the kiss thing.
Yeah, that was good
You
though.
brought a kiss.
Yeah.
Is
You
that a
guys, by the way, you wouldn't give out your Wi-Fi password over the air here.
Fuck no, but I can tweet
Okay,
it at
whatever.
you.
and
Nah,
you
it's
really
cool.
did just find that in the street and pick it up.
Seriously, I parked my bike and it was just sitting there, right on a windowsill.
Opportunity like that doesn't come along every day.
And it's in good condition.
Yeah.
Go light, Jeff.
Well, you know, again, that Kiss merchandise.
Yep.
They only deal with the top vendors.
Well, this is a Kiss. It's an official Kiss product.
Does it have like
Right.
a holographic seal in there?
It's not some bootleg.
Yes, the official Kiss seal of quality.
Right.
Except maybe it's not, because Kiss in this here is lower cased.
Oh no.
I
They
don't
would
know if
never
that's.
do that.
Oh, you think it might be a knockoff?
No.
Oh,
This is
wow.
bullshit now.
It's a grey import.
Why
I think it's
don't
worth
throw
way
your trash
more.
in my
Okay.
studio.
I'm bummed out now.
I feel like Kiss is one of those things. If you don't hit at the right age, you're never going to really appreciate.
I never really appreciated
Neither did I. I was the wrong-
I had a
It's like
friend who
a
was a-
fascinating business thing.
It's like
in the-
Rush.
Well, I was
Yeah.
I was there at
I
the
like the music a
time,
little bit more.
and I actually wasn't in there, but one of my best friends was, and he was actually in the official Kiss army. You know,
Really?
He
Like,
sent away
signed up?
for it.
He got
like,
drafted, huh?
The hat, yeah, the patch.
You have to go to
whatever.
Nam?
Tried moving to Canada.
Yeah.
Turned away the border.
They're probably better than the French army. Let's put it that way.
So what's the other show and tell thing?
Oh, right. Okay. Well, there are two little things. One is some people have seen this before, and Jeff, you might have been at this event. Actually, Gary, you might have too. Do you remember the X-Files game?
Oh, wow.
Who's I can't see the
I was
picture.
I
Can
was
we
not
do it
at
here?
that
we
event.
got
but
a
yes.
close up over here on me.
There's a close-up camera.
Well, there's a couple things I want to
So-
point out.
so
in
this
that
is
picture.
you.
Wow.
Wow.
Right. That's
With
me
Gillian
in
Anderson.
a younger thing. But what I want to point out there, if you look in the
You wearing a baseball shirt?
in the lower, yeah.
Did you play pro ball?
Oh yeah, sure I did. Yeah.
Who's the
Before
woman
my
on the-
career
who's
on
the
the
woman on the
Boston
right?
Celtics. That's Charlotte Panther. She used to work.
Oh,
at,
you used to work for CGW.
CGW.
Okay.
That's right. Another Brit, in fact. But the reason I wanted to show this photo was that you could see if you look on around my
Can
waist.
we get in
there,
closer?
if you get in close to my waist, you can see Gillian Anderson's hand actually on my body there.
Yeah, she's
Well,
actually
She's
she's
not a
actually
cardboard cutout.
actually touching
This
you.
is not hover hand.
Is
I
this
mean,
before they invented the hover
Yeah,
hand?
this is pre-hover hand.
So, unless I photoshopped
If you
that
tilt
hand
it
right
just
there, which I
right-
might have.
Which who would do that? Only a monster.
Also, I need to Photoshop out Charlotte there. No offense to her.
Who?
Because then this could be like my former girlfriend.
now-
Well, Gillian Anderson's hand's gonna look really
In
weird.
all-
Maybe you
in-
got
in
maybe
all
you're
fairness-
into like a weird.
She doesn't look excited to be there.
In all fairness, Gillian doesn't look thrilled about it.
Everyone looks.
Well, you're right. You know why? Is because this was about the 40th photo she took in this exact spot with sweaty game journalists.
Oh, she's like, had
so is
enough
this
by
for
this
the?
point.
Is this for the? I'm tired of holding.
yeah,
Sorry.
this is for the X-Files game that came out at
that
the time.
like
Yeah.
that kind of clicky game,
It
right?
was one
it
of
was
those
like an adventure
CD-ROM.
game.
Yeah.
She doesn't really want to be there at all.
She doesn't. In
FMV
fact,
kinda-
what was awesome about this event was that all the journalists got shuffled into a room, and then she came in, and there were like 10, 15 of us around the table.
Was this
And-
kind of like at the height of the X-Files
Yeah,
fame?
it was. So
Okay.
it was a big deal
Oh,
that she
boy.
showed up.
Yeah.
But she showed in like surrounded by handlers,
Right.
and she sat down, and we were all so terrified that no one said one word, and she had to calm us down. It was just so pathetic. She was like, it's fine. You can ask me questions.
That didn't look
Wow.
like your first rodeo, though. You looked like you were a grizzled veteran at that point. You had been around
Oh, you
some
could
sort
tell
of
I- you
celebrity.
could tell I'm
covered
pretty into
wrestling
it.
games and stuff like that, right?
Actually, I'm actually grabbing her ass right here. You can.
That's-
you
that's-
can't
You
see
can tell
It's
by the
good.
look on
That's
her
why I
face
got that
that
smirk on
she's
my
very.
face.
Do you
Yeah.
still have that
Oh.
baseball?
That's why she
Well
looks a
then.
little alarmed.
Do you still have that
Yeah.
baseball jersey?
I do
Is it
believe.
like a frame somewhere at home now?
It's actually just a UC Berkeley jersey.
Okay.
So you're really waving. You rolled in strong to meet Gillian Anderson.
Look, I'm educated. I thought maybe my college degree
Hey,
would.
it's
I played baseball for Berkeley.
I would just
I was on the intramural team.
to a school you may have heard of.
The other bit of show and tell is actually it's an aid. It's
A what?
it's a conversation aid.
Okay.
That I was thinking it might be good at this point in
You-
the in the cast here. I
Okay.
figured you guys might be tired.
Oh, was it like
Oh
things,
no,
to,
we're
things
good.
to talk about?
Rock and roll.
Right. It's a conversation
Woo.
guide
Here, man.
from EA that I got over email.
Oh no.
What? Is this a corporate thing?
Can
Yeah.
I read this?
Yeah, you can read it.
Conversation. What is
Well,
this?
see, in case we need
I'm not gonna-
conversations.
oh, boy.
They
It
have
says
suggestions
right
for
there,
what you can
conversation
talk about.
guide.
But who is this specifically for?
Oh, this is for EA employees like
When-
myself.
when dealing
I'm
with the-
wearing the property of EA shirt, so it's clear.
when dealing with the press, or
No. It's actually for family and friends, or if you're on a podcast.
just generally how to
Yeah.
have a conversation like a human being.
Hey guys,
with
this
points, about Madden 25.
Guys, there's a brief.
Oh, so it's how to indoctrinate your friends and family
Right.
Into the
the
fold.
It gives
Madden.
you pointers.
I'm gonna. I have.
Is this kind of like how to throw a Windows 7 launch party
Oh,
in
this
your,
is
in
much
your
better.
home?
It's actually better because it's
Much
really
better.
just like incorporating it into your daily conversation.
It says, "What is a conversation guide?"
Right.
It's a simple tool provided to help you join in the conversation. This conversation guide arms you with the latest news, key facts, and other resources / links about the Madden NFL franchise. We want to make sure you're up to speed when you're having everyday conversations online and or offline with friends, family, colleagues, customers, partners, etc.
So it's
about the
talking
game
points.
you help make and bring to
Right,
market.
and how to bring them up.
So
in
we're
the
friends and- we're
everyday-
friends?
Give us some
Well,
talking
so like an
points.
example might be if I'm talking to like an old aunt of mine, say,
Right.
and she tells me that my uncle has just contracted Alzheimer's.
Right.
I
Yeah.
could say, wow, that's like Madden 25.
Where they forgot how to make a good football game.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say that because I work
Sorry,
for.
no.
Where they-
I would say,
Where
tell
they-
my uncle, don't forget
Yeah.
that there's
The
only
Madden
tackle
25's
animations
coming out.
Yeah.
Right.
Or you
right.
could say it's just like EA, where they forgot they made the exact same game last
See,
year.
Hey,
again,
guys.
I can't say that.
No,
I have to put
that's
the
too
proper
obvious.
Come on,
spin
man.
on
You're
it.
discounting the power of the Infinity Engine.
I think what you meant to say is we're keeping core mechanics and examples the same to minimize player confusion.
Right. This
Right,
game
so
would be
you-
perfect for
Right.
Uncle
Right.
Walter.
So he wouldn't get
Right.
confused.
He
Right.
may be a little soft, but if he played Madden 96 on
Right.
Genesis, he's probably okay.
And then I say, $59.95 at GameStop.
Hey guys,
that would
did
be
you-
that would be kind of like the over-aggressive EA PR guy who, like, no matter how inappropriate the
It's a Saturday
segue,
Night
always
skit.
finds a way, like at funerals or whatever, just always finds a way to get it back to Madden in
Well,
one
if you use
convenient
these
step.
conversation guides, that would be a good way to rise up the corporate
Yeah.
ladder.
Hey Jeff, did you know
Yeah.
that new features introduced in Madden NFL 25 include Player Sense, which enables players to scan the field, anticipate situations before they happen, and maneuver based on instinct for the first time ever.
Yep, I knew
Well,
that.
I don't know how that's gonna
I can't read this
solve
anymore.
my
I'm gonna get you
cancer
fired.
issue, but
See how sorry, I almost hit you there. You see how important and crucial this could be when your conversation is at a lull. If you're at a dinner party, say,
Yeah.
you get one of those
Give it a
awkward
little-
silences.
just give it a little
Hey guys,
Okay.
what does Madden think about the controversy with head injuries in the NFL?
Exactly.
Well, no,
he
but
says, boom.
I'm going to keep this around
Shakalaka.
over the next couple hours in case
Just in
I can
case.
bring one of these things
Is
up.
there a flow
yeah.
chart in there?
No flowcharts.
No flow chart.
okay, so if there's a lull in the conversation, Jeff, you're going to jump in.
I'm going to jump in with a factoid about
Factoid about Madden.
Do you get all of these for all EA games or
These
just
just
Madden?
showed up. This was the first one.
Is it a
and,
new
and there's a
initiative?
new one with a Sims expansion. I think we also got.
Oh, is that the one where they go into the future? I just saw.
I
That
think
being
so. I am
advertised.
not up on my conversation points on that one. I'm failing as an EA employee here today.
You just being intense,
really-
intense study just on the Madden conversation. Points.
Right, I'm still right. I'm focusing.
It's only
on
like
this.
one page, man.
This feels like the new version of the PopCap elevators.
Well, that's the thing. I was trying to find something like that.
Something in that vein.
And this was pretty much that. I
Right.
mean, around the office it kind of was. We
So
were
you're-
all
so
thrilled.
you're
We have something to
encouraged.
talk about.
Yeah.
now.
So
Finally.
you're
It gets
boring
encouraged
around
just
PopCap.
in your daily life outside of the job, just to try and bring the conversation
Sure,
around to Madden
espresso,
if you can.
baristas, whoever.
So-
Yeah.
You know.
when
This is a very nice coffee. You know what else is nice? Player Sense. It's really revolutionizing the way that we think about football.
I heard that the characters make up to 50 in-game decisions a second
This is
about
working brilliantly.
avoiding contact and interacting with other players on the field.
Wow.
I should totally get a raise for doing this.
This is
'Cause it's working.
Look at this, it's viral
I mean, if I wasn't
marketing.
leaving, I'd get a raise probably.
Well, it's like, I just watched you get hit by a car, but have you realized that, like, the way you fell after getting hit by that car is very much like a
These are
wide
gonna
receiver
take off.
getting
Yeah,
hit. and
it looked like a cornerback
basically
taking a
just
big hit
getting
on a wide
completely
receiver.
crumpled in the
ass
field.
over tea kettle.
The power of the
Probably
Infinity
some
Engine
permanent
is.
spinal
Did you know that
damage.
they actually literally? I mean, they're moving away from it, but they called it the engine that they use to do like their physics or whatever. It is the Infinity Engine. You know, the same one that BioWare. I mean, it's not the same one, but the same name
Yeah.
that BioWare used
is it just
for all
one
its
name?
classic RPGs. They just brought back the term Infinity Engine. The producer
Hey, you
of
know-
that game,
you know
when I
what sounds
asked
cool?
him if it like if BioWare got a cut of that money or
That's
that
not,
you know.
that wasn't funny.
Or if you know how many character classes there are in Madden this year, they didn't like it.
Did the
didn't
doctor
think
sound
that
They
was
off?
didn't have good answers to those questions. They didn't have fun.
Were they annoyed you were asking?
Yes.
Or uncomfortable?
Yeah, it was like when I was talking to the football guys about role-playing games. It was very much like
don't
talking
know
to
what that
football
is.
guys about
Right,
role-playing
right.
games.
I want to point out you're wearing a football shirt right now, which I've never seen before. It's a video game football shirt.
Yeah, it's
Back from when video
little-
game
little
football
little
was
tech,
about
little Tecmo Bowl
video games,
Yeah,
not football.
yeah.
What was it?
Back
Simulations.
back when games were small enough that one person could enjoy every single genre. Like everything
Yeah.
hadn't gone down the road so far that
kinda
it would
had
just
to.
cut people out. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's my problem with video game football is that it used to be a whole lot of fun, even though I hate football.
It's
And
flight
now,
sims
now
too.
it's like football. Yeah,
You used to like flight sims because they were one of the things you could play.
I could play F-15 Strike Eagle all day
Yeah.
long, bomb targets.
F-19?
And, yeah, it's.
M1A1 Tank Platoon. That was a great game.
I played a ton of submarine sims.
Oh yeah, Wolfpack.
yeah.
Why are those all dead? What happened?
They all got too complicated for the layman
Yeah.
to enjoy.
Yeah.
And so now football and all that stuff I think is all pretty similar, that you have to understand really what you're doing
Right.
to get any real enjoyment out of
They
it.
get so far up their own asses that nobody can play them.
Yeah.
There used to be a difference between those hardcore sims and then the arcade games.
Yeah, and then when you had arcades, you had stuff like NBA Jam that would
Right.
offset
Well, that's why I always
basketball games
gravitate.
as those were
I
getting
always
more complicated.
gravitated towards things like NFL Blitz, and in particular,
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
one. Remember NHL Hits? That was
Oh, yeah.
that was my favorite
Hits is
hockey
awesome.
game ever. On the original Xbox is what I played it on. It was great. Wasn't it just like
It was
2-on-2?
like 1 year, right?
It was like maybe 3-on-3, but
3-on-3 with
Yeah.
a goalie, I think maybe.
Yeah.
And it was just, and every hit was like right through the glass, like it was so
Yeah.
over the top. It was so much fun, and it was just easy to pick up and play. I pick up Madden, and like I just have no fucking idea what I'm doing. It's become so overly.
Does it
complicated.
annoy you also that it's football as a Brit? That we call it football?
No, in fact, I learned. It's interesting how like interactivity can help in learning. I used to watch because they used to show American football in the UK. Channel 4 shows it for a long time, and I would watch it and I would not. I just wouldn't. And they would do tutorials and try to explain to British audiences how it worked, the basic rules, and it just never sunk in. And then I played TV sports football from
Yeah.
Cinemaware, and playing it was what made it click. And then and from that moment on, I understood the rules.
I learned the rules of hockey that way.
That's just, I learned the rules
Yeah.
of hockey by playing NHL like on the Genesis,
Yeah.
basically.
Last time I was in London, I watched cricket on TV.
Yeah.
Oh.
I
And-
still don't get credit.
So it's the worst. So I had a bunch of time to kill, so I watched basically a full day of cricket or whatever.
yeah.
Wicket,
and
a
just
match.
yeah,
Cricket
or
can
whatever.
go on for
Yeah,
days
it could
and
go on
days.
for days.
Yeah.
This was
This was a
an
one day?
afternoon
Yeah.
basically. But I got on Wikipedia and read all the rules while it was being played. And
Right.
by the end of that, I understood how cricket
Really?
worked.
It's amazing.
And was it interesting?
It
once you
was
understood
at that point. It was
Okay.
interesting,
Yeah.
and then all that information left my head
Oh, shit.
like 3 days
So you
later.
can't
and
explain it now.
it's like there's a wicket. You burn the.
Stump.
Is the
Stump
guy
hit,
throwing
stump
the
gets
ball
thrown.
and the guy hitting the ball on the same team?
No.
No,
Okay.
it's not. Look, it's not terribly different from baseball, except instead of running around a diamond, you
Yeah.
run back and forth between 2 points.
Yeah.
And instead
There
of
are,
trying
there are
to
other
strike,
there are other differences, but that's basically.
and instead
it.
of trying to strike the guy out, they want to knock the wicket down. The bails off the
You can
wicket.
still be out by being caught.
Strip
Okay.
off the bobby.
But you have a little fort behind you, the wicket, the stumps, like the 3 sticks with the pegs.
Yeah.
That if that gets knocked over, you're out.
So it's like Warlords.
Kind of,
yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
See, I put it in terms that like you all
Right.
find exciting. You'll know how to pitch to the right audience. There are different ways to be out, but other than that, it's you score runs and people try to catch and get the ball back to the base before you can.
So what's
get
the deal with it
safely
going
there.
on for days though?
Well,
Is it
it's
just
so
not-
in international in Test cricket, which doesn't have a
like
they have either 1-day matches, which have to be there's a certain number of what they call overs, which is 6
Yeah.
balls, and a one-day match is typically 40 overs.
Will's yawning
that-
already.
I
and
got
that-
2 hours, man.
And
I'm
that
doing
can
good.
be played in about the same duration as a baseball match.
Okay.
Baseball
Game.
game. Sorry, I'm thinking cricket match, baseball game.
Yeah.
But then they have test matches where they can go on for days because it's unlimited overs and you keep going until everyone's out.
What about
all 11
do-overs?
batsmen
I see.
are out. And that can, obviously, that can take a while.
I sat down in the Caribbean one time at a bar that they had a place that overlooked a cricket pitch, right? Pitch is what you call it?
Yeah.
And there were people playing cricket out there, and I just sat and drank beer, and it made sense. And I drank beer, and like dude sat down next to me, we talked about it, they explained,
Yeah.
and it was great. It was fantastic. It was a magical experience for everyone
I would
involved.
imagine it has the same sort of mellow spectator vibe that baseball does.
Yeah,
right?
you can basically just sit there and sit in the sun and drink beer and not really pay attention because
Right.
the pace of the game is very slow.
Sure.
And a lot
Like
of the time,
baseball.
nothing's really going on. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
very languid pace.
Baseball games tend to be, you get like 2 or 3 great moments, and the rest of it is
Cricket's not
Yeah,
unlike
it's just
that.
kind of like you're passive, just kind of like sitting in front of a TV,
Right.
watching,
Filling out your stat
Yeah,
book.
yeah.
filling out the stats, right?
or just keeping track of your drinking stats.
Yeah.
or both. Right.
I had
I'm on
8
1.
beers.
I'm on 2. I'm on 3.
By the way, there is now a fully playable version of Space Rocks online.
saw that.
Someone built the board, the tokens, the pieces,
Amazing.
the rules. They put it.
SpaceRocks.tk.
They've put it all online.
TX.
SpaceRocks.tk.
Truly crowdsourced.
And Space Rocks Game, the Twitter account now has nearly 500 followers.
You know what that means? You got 100 people that'll put money in your Kickstarter right now.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
You're ready to go.
I want to do it properly, but
Hey,
when it's ready to be backed,
Or they've completely stolen it from you, and now it's no longer yours.
I just got your text. I see that you're walking out of the door right now.
Yes, that's right. That was
That
when
came
I was.
through in a timely manner.
Yeah, that's
Thanks, Apple.
Yeah, iMessage getting it done.
Don't get me started on Apple here today.
Oh, are you going to talk shit about
Fucking
them
hell.
too? Aren't they a
Well,
valued
iOS
partner?
7 just. Oh shit, you're right. They probably are.
Yeah.
What I wanted to say about Apple was just they're just the greatest.
wait, what?
Straight from the heart. Keeping it real, Jeff Green.
He's just reminding me that we're a
You're
partner. We're a
like-
big partner with PopCap,
Hey.
and Apple is one of the greatest companies on earth. I highly recommend you upgrade to iOS 7.
Is it not good for you?
Don't believe anything anyone said about complaints about the slowness of it or the fact that it's crashing my
If
iPhone.
it's slow,
I mean,
it's 'cause
people's
your
iPhones
shit's
all
old.
the time.
You need to get newer shit. That's the way
It's
it
a
works.
4S.
That's old.
Yeah, it's 2 generations.
consider
old.
that
That's like
old
a
now?
million years old.
This is bullshit. This should not. This is what's wrong.
It works every 2
Let
years.
me tell you, goddamn
we go.
kids. This
Here
is
we
what's
go.
wrong
Pull up
with
your
society
pants, hoist
today.
them up.
Now listen here, you fucking kids. Oh, can we do that on the show?
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Fuck
a
kids?
fuck fest.
All right.
Don't fuck kids, but you can
Yeah.
curse all you want.
2 years should not be. That should not be built-in obsolescence. We used to have the same TV in our house for like 10 fucking years.
It's not-
Why should I have to get a new? This thing is like a high-powered computer, right? Like this should
Well,
not.
yeah, it was 2 years ago. Now it's a slow ass
Why?
computer.
Why?
Because the high powered is faster.
Why do I need faster than
Because
this?
Because
Progress.
the animations
Because-
in the background are so
because
Yeah,
it's
slick.
parallax,
This
man.
is the most amazing machine ever.
Yes.
Do you know why it's slow? It doesn't have chamfers. Does your phone have chamfers?
No.
They're those little sharp edges that chip off and make your phone look shitty after like 3 weeks. That's why your phone's slow. With no chamfers.
It's slow
I'd,
because they built a new iOS
Yeah.
that is making me upgrade.
No, they
That's
don't-
why it's
they don't
slow.
make you
built
upgrade.
It, they built it so that it wouldn't run on my slower phone.
That's probably true.
That's why I have to
would
upgrade
believe that.
because they are making me upgrade.
Well,
Yes.
you,
I
you-
don't
you-
actually
you-
need it.
You could have not upgraded to iOS 7.
I could have, except then you've got the psychological thing of like I'm behind now.
So
But you're behind
seven-
already with a
You're not
2-year-old
buying a
phone.
703 has an option, like
Don't
a
get-
newer
don't get
option in it
logical
to
on me,
reduce
Gary.
animation. I haven't messed with it.
I think that they did a really passive aggressive thing with that. I will get the high speed camera out and test it, but I think that the animation time, even though they took the fancy moving animations away
Yeah.
when you flip that on, I bet the time for the transition is exactly the same.
I like the fade in way more.
Fade in is much easier on the eyes. It took a big adjustment.
It was
It's a big
actually just
adjustment
this
for me.
last update, the 03 update, that killed my
Oh,
phone.
the 03
Really?
stopped mine
Okay.
from crashing
Yes.
all the
Huh.
time, so it's a big improvement for me.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't crashed since I put 03 on. So the 5S purchasable now if you need a phone.
See, the thing
Oh,
is,
is,
like,
is it really? You can actually go find one?
No. I
now,
mean,
or-
it's worth. You should buy it now. You shouldn't have bought it.
is that
It
the
was-
cheap one?
No, that's the expensive
That's the
one.
expensive one.
They're all expensive ones.
Yeah, I mean, here's
Yeah.
the thing: you're always buying a data plan with it. The data plan is expensive as shit. The extra $100, it's an incremental cost on top of the data plan.
Do you know AT&T convinced me to give up my unlimited data.
Why are you with them anymore? What's the point?
How did they convince you?
They came to his house with a lead pipe. It's
They
called
did.
the convincer.
They convinced me. Yeah, no, because my wife and kid are on the same plan, and it actually turned out we were spending more money having a hybrid thing there,
Yeah.
where they were paying by the month and I had the unlimited.
My wife and I pay like $20 a month less on Verizon for 8 gigs unlimited, which is 3 times what we ever use.
Right. Well, she also showed me how much I was using every month, and it wasn't even close to like the minimum thing. So I didn't need unlimited.
I walked away from
I still
unlimited data
have
on
unlimited.
AT&T.
I still have unlimited,
Yeah,
but
you're
it's
grandfathered in.
On AT&T?
AT&T has
Same
been so shitty. So that's so I've been using Mixler.
Yeah, Mixler's great, except for we fucked it up for this stream. So
No, you made it better.
it's just real slow and creepy, right?
You made it better.
We're talking.
I don't know how you did that, but it's terrific.
I think it's expecting
Shapeshifter.
44. We're
Oh,
giving
you're
it
48?
42
Oh.
or 48. One or
Okay.
the other.
Yeah,
It's either
yeah,
faster.
yeah.
I don't know. It's math.
That's great. I'm gonna definitely try
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
duplicate that.
I
'cause
had
that's a-
unlimited data on AT&T as well, and I walked away because there's no point having it if the service is
And
shit.
so
Right,
it
unlimited
seems
shitty
like
service.
AT&T
Yeah.
blocks Mixler from you can't
really?
you can't broadcast on
Streaming-
AT&T.
yeah, I can see that.
So I have a Verizon iPad, and
So you
I
set
use,
up the Wi-Fi hotspot in the car?
no, I'm actually just using the data on. I'm just running the Mixler
Okay.
app on an iPad.
I
In the car, which
Have you
is
gotten
very
warnings
convenient.
about your unlimited? Like you hit 5 gigs? And
No,
then it's borrowing you?
I haven't because I just haven't been using it. Like I should probably get off it. I think next time I upgrade, I probably will move to Verizon and get off unlimited because it's just I haven't got the warnings, and it's less useful.
So here's the thing about Verizon. At this point, enough people have Verizon at shit like PAX and E3 and CES.
It's no
you're
longer
still
the
fucked.
yeah.
You maybe could
Sprint,
switch to
man.
Sprint or T-Mobile and
No,
get some
I'm
magic
okay.
there. The nice thing about Verizon is when you're driving someplace and you move from cell to cell,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't drop like a third of the time. So if you're on the phone, it doesn't have to keep reconnecting because it'll
Yeah.
hand off and then disconnect the old one instead of just being like, "Hey guys," then. So AT&T does it one way. AT&T walks up and it's like, "Oh shit, I'm almost out of range. Drop that one. Let's get another cell real quick." And if it doesn't make that transition in like 50 milliseconds,
Yeah.
boom,
It's
it
done.
drops.
Yep.
Verizon keeps the old one, picks up the new one, and then drops the old one. But you can't send data while you're on the phone.
Right.
Which sucks. No text while you're on the phone.
Yeah, I think I just it's been the last year or two coming that it's just I just don't care about phones and OSs and all this other stuff anymore. They're all the same. Like for what I
Yeah,
use a phone for at this point, which is basically just Twitter and a couple of other basic things.
if it's
Like if
got-
I wasn't occasionally using Mixler, if I wasn't occasionally using like one of these heavier apps, and if I didn't occasionally care about games,
Yeah.
like I'd probably have a Windows phone. at this
Tweetbot.
point.
Tweetbot's pretty good.
Is it?
That's like the main reason I'm on iOS. But gentlemen, it is the 10 o'clock hour. That means we are 22 hours
Oh, my
into this
goodness.
Oktoberkast. I can't even believe that that's a real number. We have 2 more people on the Bring It Home crew outside. If you would you guys can we get through the late night talk show thing and get you guys to
Sure, we
scooch
can
down a couple?
slide down
Yeah.
one. Or
Yeah.
two.
Yeah.
Are we sliding down
You
two?
only
Are we
have one to
two,
slide
and
down,
I'm
but
going to be
Jeff,
sitting
we
on the
need to
floor.
get Jeff down to where we need Jeff Green
Yeah.
in the seat to the right.
All right.
And Jeff
Coffee.
Gerstmann in Jeff Green's seat.
Okay.
Norm's gonna get coffee. Joey in the control room, who just to be clear, Joey has kept this whole thing together. He had a small team of experts for the evening shift.
Joey's the unsung
He
hero
took
of this whole operation.
he took a power nap this morning, and now he's in Bring It Home mode. We're gonna get Darren Gladstone and Vinny Caravella, who are both in the green room, which is actually gray here. Wait, one more. We got Norm. Can you bring that fourth chair over? We have 4 mics here. We need to pack 4 people in here, so we're gonna squeeze everybody in. Maybe scooch mics over. We'll make this. This is gonna be great.
Are we probably just trying to get everyone on
We're
at
gonna
once?
get. It's the big family finish. We got 2 hours left.
Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Great. Leave me here all by myself. That's perfect.
Well, it's gotta get done.
Here, we can scooch more. Okay, so that's a headphone. There's I think that headphone goes with you, Jeff. It might be too short. I don't know. We won't put anybody on Skype. Oh, you're good.
It's fine.
Oh fuck! I forgot to give people magnets. We have magnets. One of our users made magnets out of copper etched pipe. I'm gonna turn you on, Jeff.
Yeah, you are.
There you are.
Here I am.
I hear. I got the full Gerst. Have you played Stanley Parable yet?
I have.
It is a really neat game.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It is not at all what I was expecting, and it's wonderful.
Yeah,
Pull up a chair.
It's just a great little piece of interactive fiction, and just kind of.
It just keeps going.
It does.
There's a lot of game there.
Yeah.
Stanley Parable.
Oh my God.
Pull
Oh my
it-
God.
we got a seat for you.
Here, donuts for the under the table.
Well, I'm gonna pat.
These
Oh,
are-
these
these
are
are-
Johnny Donuts.
These are awesome.
Oh, these are holy shit. These are
Those are
artsy
huge.
fartsy
Those are
donuts.
huge
Okay,
donuts.
so-
They're scary.
They're bigger than Jesus.
They're basically head size, and these things. Okay, so these things are called Bismarcks, and they have
Come on,
like.
man. You brought like 3/4.
Well, I brought a whole thing, and they
Oh.
magically disappeared in the green
oh, that's
room.
good. That's good.
I don't want to pull.
I don't
It's
wanna
probably
eat
better for you.
I'm just gonna take a chunk off of this pink one.
Hey Jeff, how was that one you had earlier?
It was
Devastating.
I'm expecting you to start twitching soon.
Yeah, it was a world ender.
all right. I think I'm okay.
I got.
I really don't need this in front of me.
No, I won't do it
Totally
to you.
Nope,
Norm, take them. We don't have any space over here.
Nope.
We can't double stack donuts. I'm not putting the donuts on the floor. Gary will want a donut.
That is a crazy
She's
picture.
touching me. Look, you can see. That's why I brought him. No hover hand.
That almost looks like an abduction photo, though.
See on my waist there. That's Julian Anderson's hand.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Yep. Haven't washed that spot yet.
That's not your own hand. Keep back around like one of these. Just like.
I,
I don't know if we have any extra balls. You take these two.
Are you eating Count Chocula in there? Because that sounds like it'll be real crunchy. It's the kind of shit I'm likely to yell at you about. Just to be clear.
All right. End it with anger.
Mike fucking discipline is the only thing that matters on a podcast. Not crunching, not popping cokes,
Mike discipline.
not rubbing your fucking beard up on here like a hobo. I just did that.
well, I just had some pizza. I don't know if pizza and Count Chocula. There you go.
Pizza.
Maybe for dessert.
Well, I'll leave the ball out.
All right. Are the other flavors
That's
still
good
around?
breathing. We like that. That creeps it up real good.
Frankenberry? Blueberry?
Too far. That was just dial it back 20%. That's okay.
I'm gonna save that for
That
later.
sounds like you just squeezed something out. I don't know which orifice, but it's not.
I actually heard that outside. All of them.
That's scary. I'm gonna finish something with going out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Mike discipline.
Yo, Mike discipline.
Yo, here. Check.
Mike discipline up in here.
Shit, Vinny's off. I turned Vinny off. I'm sorry, Vinny.
No, it's a good move.
That Mike discipline check. That
we
that
need
bit was
peppers. Hot
gold.
peppers in the last
We
2
have
hours.
we have peppers. Darren says he's going to have one. I don't know if anyone else.
50
wants
grams.
to go
Are
for
they
it.
hot peppers?
They're habanero peppers.
It was
They're
either that
Sure.
or it was
same
either,
one that I
it
did
was
on
either a
the
pepper or a
hot
slap.
pepper
I'll do it.
Yay!
Vinny
and Darren.
Darren.
What,
No,
hold
there's
on.
any other
What's the
takers.
goal? We got to set a goal.
Amusement.
No.
25,000.
I think we're already at 25,000.
Oh,
I would like to count.
eat a pepper? I don't know. Say my name backwards.
No. We
Mixoplick?
got to make them work.
There you
My
go.
fingers are so.
Oh shit.
It would be nice to get to
Kiplis
30
stem,
grand.
sorry.
What did I say? I need a pepper at 50 grand. I don't think we're gonna make it to 50 grand.
Well, then you don't need a hot pepper.
I feel good about my choices.
Say when.
That is already the loudest thing that we've had on the show all night.
breakfast.
Are the Count Chocula of 2013 the same as the Count
Fuck
Chocula?
no.
I wouldn't
No.
know.
Is it all like bullshit
I don't think
ingredients?
I don't
now?
think they put asbestos in them anymore.
We're
Wow, well, that's
almost
fucking
22
hard
grand.
Come on.
So let's say 30 grand. We got 2 hours, 8 grand and change.
I mean, these are just regular habaneros.
That's not going to happen.
Yeah,
Okay.
same one I did on hot pepper. You saw that video,
30.
right?
Sure.
We gotta fight for the push. We gotta fight for the push.
Nothing.
Well, so you don't want to just give away the habanero eating for free? Is what you're
30,000
No.
is our goal.
All right.
30,000
Well,
is the
we have
goal.
people who are willing to do it.
I'm gonna be a dick about it because it's worth. This is gonna be good. You know, when else do we get to watch? How many people are eating the habaneros? Vinny,
Yeah.
Darren,
So far, two.
Gary.
I'm not.
Gary's not
I
doing it.
have
Norm?
nothing left to
We're
prove.
not doing it.
No, I said Norm.
Just leave
I
some.
think Norm
Okay,
should do it.
important question. I have some milk on backup in case I.
That's
Yeah,
what.
we'll
That's,
say- well,
that's
yeah,
actually the
whipped
main
cream,
reason
too.
milk
We
is
have
here.
milk and whipped cream.
Okay.
You know the whipped cream secret with food, right? Okay, so first off, introductions. Directly by
Do we have-
Darren Gladstone.
Is there any chance we can get the video of Alexis doing the hot pepper? earlier?
I don't know if we have that capacity still. Like we're running on fumes in here,
Oh
Gary.
man, this is good stuff.
So does it taste like your childhood, or I'm sorry?
This
I'm
is
sorry.
It's just gonna be a free for all from this
Pretty
point
much.
on. We do the introductions,
what's going down there?
and then I'm just gonna be like, I'm just stepping back. Fucking crunch all you want, Gary. That's cool.
I'm gonna. I feel like I've earned the right.
I just turned you off. Darren Gladstone, directly on my right. 14-month father,
Yeah.
15-month
13,
father, 13, somewhere in there.
We're there.
Directly to your right, Vinny Caravella.
Hi.
Jeff Gerstmann and Jeff Green returning
Hello.
for the
Hello.
22nd hour of OCTOBERKAST.
Hello.
Oh, I'm told I'm being watched by my wife right now.
So don't say, well, you're good.
What can I say? I don't know.
You can't. She's not gonna. She's good. She knows what she's gotten into. How's it going, Jack? Guys?
Good.
Good.
Were you
really
out in
good.
the green room?
Yeah.
I know you were. You've been here for a little while, Darren.
Yeah, I beat traffic. It was here early. I
Okay.
was just here early. Had to get my donuts fixed before the line.
We appreciate it, man. Donuts are always wonderful. Vinny, you came over from the East Bay.
I did.
Did you ride the train?
No, I walked. It was really long.
It was a long way.
It's really long, but
You
I had
can
a lot
walk
of time.
halfway now.
A lot of time to think.
That's right.
Oh, that's
You
right.
can walk halfway.
You
Yeah.
walk halfway.
It's only
you walk to
halfway
Treasure
swim.
Island.
That was the problem. I walked halfway, and then I decided I couldn't
You're
walk
fucked
anymore,
there.
and then walked back the other way.
It's so sticky.
Yeah, I took the train.
Okay.
Yeah, good-
And then you
good
walked.
small
But you
talk.
walked
Oh,
down
good talk.
77th Street. I was going to ask you.
The weather's beautiful, man.
Did you see any feces on the way here?
Oh, you have such a charming little corner of San Francisco over
yeah.
here.
Okay, let's go on the because you're the only person that I think has walked here so far.
Or
Everybody else has
survived the
driven.
walk here.
No. Well, maybe that's not to
By the way,
Patrick.
don't forget to put in $175 for the Count Chocula box if we sign it.
Oh, okay.
Add that one to the
Okay.
contract.
Was Robbie supposed to sign it too?
No, it's
Okay.
just-
Okay.
What's up with Count Chocolate's teeth?
He's not a,
The rest
he's
have
a
rotted
non-threatening
away.
Is he like a
kind
meth
of-
head?
These are the last two teeth he has. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So imagine eating too much fucking Count
Yeah.
Chocula.
Like-
this is
They're not even sharp either.
But isn't
Turn it
that,
back
that's
on.
cannibalistic though?
They're
Isn't
actually
it? I mean,
dentures.
They're not sharp either. He can't bite into
he's
a neck
holding
with
it up
those.
like he might eat it, but do you really think Count Chocula eats Count
No.
Chocula?
Yeah, of course.
I think
course
he's
he does. More
I think he's
narcissistic
holding
than-
him up.
Yeah,
and
he's like, hey, check this out. I'm a blueberry man, but
I think he's trying to
Are
count
they
them all.
ghosts in the
Yeah.
chocolate? Is that what the flavor? Is that what the shape is?
It's supposed to be bats, though, right?
The little marshmallow
Vampires?
Halloween shapes.
But the grain is a ghost shape, right?
It looks like
I
a
don't
Pac-Man
know. I'm
ghost.
not.
Yeah, it looks like a
Don't you
Pac-Man
think
ghost.
the Dracula cereal should have been red?
yeah.
I think
But
that's a good call.
Is he really a vampire at this point? He just looks like a sad old
He's,
like
he's a
man.
chocolate vampire.
Okay,
He has chocolate
the
in his
fucking
blood.
ringing on the side of the bell. I turn you back on, and you abuse the privilege. You're back off. Eat the cereal. We'll bring you back on in a minute or two. Yeah.
I do like his sideburns, so yeah. So
Poop? Did you see Poop?
don't.
We
think
like
so.
to play a game down here we call human or dog.
Yeah,
Frequently, most of the time, human.
you should go to better bars.
No, it's just on the
Just on the
streets.
street.
Okay.
Have you guys played a IKEA or Death Metal yet?
Yeah.
Death Metal Band?
Yeah, that's a great game.
That was a good one.
We also have have the needle watch.
Oh, okay.
Do you see any hypodermics, used or unused?
I try to keep my eyes just straight ahead.
No. It's important to always watch where you're stepping
No,
here.
I don't
Don't
want-
look down. I mean, don't look. Don't make eye contact. Always be looking like 4 steps ahead, so you can shuffle step and avoid the poo without looking like you're avoiding the poo.
You know, that children's game. The ground is lava.
Yeah.
Ground is shit. That's all it is.
So has there actually been human shit in front of your office?
Oh, not in front of the office, but on the 7th Street corridor is a big, like under the freeway. It's a very popular bathroom area. Also, I didn't know this, but the BART escalators
Oh, yeah,
are the
sure.
most popular bathroom in the city.
That made the news.
I read about that.
Right, they had to go in
Escalator?
there and clean it all out because the elevators were sticking from the human shit.
Yeah, every time
Escalators or
the BART-
elevators?
Escalators.
True story.
Escalators.
Every time the escalators are being serviced at BART, which if you ride BART regularly,
Yep.
is
Yeah.
pretty much every third day.
Yeah.
That is because people go down there when BART is closed at night. They shit into the escalators
And then watch it go down?
I assume that somebody sits on the steps.
Yeah. As it's moving.
Use it. No, because it turns off at night, so it's
Right.
not moving. So it's a standing target.
There's no moving target.
So you
That's
have a
That's fun.
seat.
That's fun.
You know, you have a
seat.
seat. You can get the edge of your ass on the seat on the
Yep.
on the step, and then you can dump onto the step below.
Yep.
And then when the escalator turns on in the morning, it carries your crime away.
Doesn't San
Well, it doesn't
Francisco
really
have
come
those
away, it carries
public
it to the
bathrooms?
You have to pay for those.
Aren't those
Those are
public
paid
bathrooms?
toilets.
You have to pay.
You have to pay?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why
How
would you
much
pay
do
to
those
shit when you have a
cost?
BART escalator?
It's like
Exactly.
public parking. You
Why
have to
would
pay
you
for
pay
public
to
parking.
shit in that thing? That thing looks like the grossest thing in the world anyway. How
Have
much
you ever been inside?
Right.
They're supposed to be
No.
very clean.
It's like the future
Really?
on a kill. It's like the future on a kill booths, basically.
Yeah, but you have to pay, so nobody goes in there. I'm not going to pay. I'll just go to the Four Seasons.
for
Could
It's
you
very
go in
nice.
there? Could you go in there and
the
have
trick
sex?
for
I'll just
bathrooms,
find an
and it was like
escalator.
that Seinfeld Curb Your Enthusiasm. Have you seen the Curb Your Enthusiasm where they had the Seinfeld reunion?
No.
Yeah.
And in the future, George makes a ton of money with the iPhone app that tells you where the
That
cleanest
is a
bathroom
good app.
is.
Right.
I would
Brilliant
buy
app.
that app.
That is a good app.
And the cleanest bathroom in any public place, always the nice hotel.
Yeah, it's
True.
The Four Seasons in Union Square. If you're ever in Union Square,
Yeah.
you need to go to the bathroom. There are doors. It's like a little room with a toilet in there.
Yeah.
Each one's individual. There's a fan in each one.
It's just the lobby.
There's reading material. They have like triple quilted Charmin in there.
But I
It
think
is
they also have the
primo.
attendant.
You're
Don't
really
they?
you're giving away trade secrets here. You realize?
I'm willing. This is a good one. The trick is you have to either be wearing like a jacket and a tie.
Yep.
Or
You
a
mean
pair
just to
of
get in?
really really ratty jeans and some beat up old sneakers and a hoodie. So they think you have money. Either way, it works.
Right.
And don't have a lanyard on from like
No
whatever
convention.
Do they have
lanyards.
an attendant in there?
No, very rarely.
I hate it
during
when
events.
they have the
I
attendant.
hate the attendant.
It's worth $1 to pay the attendant. I believe it's supporting the jobs market.
If you pay them, do they leave the bathroom and like
No,
they give you
no, they
peace?
give you- they give you-
Give him like $10. Be like,
Well, they don't
you're
want-
gonna want to
It's
leave
a
for a little
full-
while,
full
friend.
height door.
They don't walk into the stall with you.
Well, they will if you ask.
Oh,
They're there.
okay.
It's full
That's an
service.
extra
It's
$50.
a Four
Depends on your
Seasons.
tip. That's right.
Yeah. I need a new fold.
What if you
please.
just stood there? What
I got
if
a wide
what
stance.
if you wore the suit and just stood by the sink with your arms?
Oh my
think-
God, that's an excellent idea.
You think
Yeah.
freelance bathroom attendant?
Yeah.
Would you
Just
show up with like
fantastic.
some sort of cologne and
Yeah.
like a
I'm
pack
so
of
doing
gum
it.
or
bar of
something?
soap from one of the rooms
Yeah.
and just stand there?
I, you know what? I have nothing to do right now with my time. I should just go around to different hotels and restaurants.
This
in a
is-
suit
yeah.
and stand in the men's room.
I
You
think
need,
like
to
an
hide, you need to
attendant.
hide a camera. Well, maybe that's
Hide a
illegal at
camera.
that point. But,
Oh.
but like maybe film you
Right.
doing
You need a
this.
bathroom with an entry room.
I could
'Cause
see
then
how
you can
many,
put a
how
camera
much
in
money
there.
I
Right.
make.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta go to Costco, buy some gum beforehand. Just like
Yeah.
Right.
Or you can live stream it.
Mouthwash
Oh.
and Dixie cups.
And
Right.
if you play it right, if you saw a guy there, would you ever go tell the manager of the front desk or something like, hey, there's
No,
a dude
why
there?
are
No,
they gonna
I
know
would.
that?
I would
Just
think,
assume.
wow, this is a classy joint. This,
See, I would
this
love-
dive bar has a bathroom.
I would love to do it in like the airport bathroom where I just
Right.
hit the blower for people and just stand next to them in like a black T-shirt and just with my hand out. With
Right, right. Look expectantly.
Extortion. Just,
I'm gonna go
come
tell
on.
you.
I've been doing a little traveling lately, and they
Yeah.
replaced all the blowers with the stupid Dyson.
Dyson
thing.
ones.
Wait,
Oh,
the
I
what?
like the air blade.
Well, they say like put your hands in here, and then 12 seconds later they'll be dry, and they're fucking lying.
Yeah.
They're never dry.
Wait, you have
I
to
go-
stick your
wait,
hands
wait.
in a machine?
It's
You know,
like I
even-
stick my hands in the machine and then draw them out
It's,
slowly.
you gotta close the finger holes and you gotta cup the air and you push them in and then you bring it out.
You have to do this.
Oh fuck no!
Yeah,
I would
no, I
never.
push
go
it back
back. Look,
in,
I did 24
and then you
seconds
pull-
easy, not the 12 they were suggesting, and I still had to go get a paper towel
They're
afterwards.
still better than every other bullshit motion-activated hand
no, no,
dryer.
no. You know the bad thing
Yeah.
about those things is if you look down into like why is there a
It's just gonna go back to human shit
because there's
again.
just a trough.
You just put
where
your
all
ass
the
over that,
drips collect.
and then
And it just
as
shoots
it's
out.
happening,
Oh
the,
my
the
God.
blower goes
That
on,
would
and you're
be
like,
an amazing experience.
to pee into a Dyson hand
No,
blower.
to poop into the Dyson
Destroy that bathroom forever.
peeing into it.
you
Maybe
thought
you
shitting
had
into
to
a
blast
urinal
it
was
up
a
in your
good
face.
time. Let me tell you about
Dave Snyder's Oktoberfest conversation.
Oh, you've gone through this already?
Yeah,
Pooping
Yeah,
into a
peeing
Dyson
into
blower?
the shared
Yeah.
trough, like the shared
Oh,
hand
yeah.
washing.
Peeing into the hand washer
Yep.
station
Yeah.
by accident. It's not good. People that's frowned upon.
Yeah.
Wait, he peed?
No,
He peed?
no,
He saw
no.
people.
In this
No, that was
backwards
me that saw
country,
people
maybe.
Oh,
at
yeah.
Berkeley. I think the if you peed into the Dyson Airblade,
Yes.
that would be the equivalent of peeing. You know how you sometimes you're hiking someplace, you get to a big cliff, and you're like, man, I could pee. Peeing off the cliff, always a bad idea.
Yep.
Check the wind first.
Because
Check the wind.
It doesn't matter. If there's a cliff, the wind is always coming up the face. And if it comes up the face, it comes up the face.
Gotcha. Comes up the face.
Yeah.
Got it.
I've seen that movie.
You don't want that.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
what
not
are you peeing?
pee.
Okay, all right. I thought you were talking about
At
something
this
else.
point, hey, do we have any of those Kit Kats left?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we have Kit Kats.
we
Halloween
only,
Kit Kats.
only
People
have
need-
3
we can
left.
give,
we forgot.
pins.
I know.
So you're
magnets.
gonna have to figure that out.
We'll do make goods for everybody's here except for
We do have-
Bill,
I mean, we do have-
who's on the internet,
we do
And
have
Adam.
and Adam.
donuts.
We can get one to
We
Adam.
still have donuts, a ton of them.
What are you going to do with that Kit
Someone
Kat?
in the chat called out this framing.
Yeah.
It's very 24.
Oh yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. You know, this is
We need to be doing something different
and it
in
is
each
24.
frame, though.
holy
We
shit.
need 3 different plots going on.
We did a whole season of 24 today, guys.
We basically did. Everything that you saw happened in real time between the hours of 12 p.m. and 12 p.m.
I'm just gonna keep doing
I
that.
could be on more than one though, so this is.
Tell me the location of the base.
There's some good gift material here. I think.
driving the drill truck.
You know.
You need
Chloe,
different
open
action.
a port.
You need
Chloe,
different action in each window.
Open a port. We need a port to the NSA, Satellite 7. I need to know what's on Jeff Green's phone.
iOS 7.
Wow.
I don't even know what's going on here anymore.
You're shitting into a Dyson hand blower.
Right. No.
Getting
I
pee in
think
his
shitting is
face
better
on
than
the cliff.
pissing into the Dyson hand blower.
Does anybody want to knock out these last 3 Halloween special edition Kit
They
Kats?
turn your
What do
pee
they taste
orange.
like?
They're white chocolate and they're bright orange.
Oh hell yeah.
Someone's got to.
They turn your pee orange.
Holy shit!
We need a super slow-mo on
Can we
that.
cover what then?
Super slow-mo on that.
Joey's going to come yell at us all now.
That's it.
And
That's
show's
it.
over.
I've been nailing the Kit Kat throws all day, but nothing like that.
Holy shit.
Nothing but net.
He's
Wow,
gonna
that
fucking-
was
That was
Isn't that
something
music
special.
from Vinny?
No, that's magic. You don't wipe out magic. You leave that.
Joey will yell at
I
us.
can't- right.
You taught Joey to yell at us if we spill stuff on the
Oh
set.
my God. That's not a spill though.
Serious,
that is a glorious-
serious
That's art.
content.
That's art.
Stuff.
All right.
No,
Are you falling asleep in front of me?
no. That we thought about rolling the green screen all the way out so we could put a high shot down and have Norm flying in space as he drove in Euro Truck Sim 2
Okay.
with the Oculus on last night from what is it, Munich to Minsk?
No, that's
It was a young girl's magical journey.
Nope.
From
We've done
Milan
this
to
before.
Minsk.
We've done this before.
You
Nope.
didn't? Oh yeah, it's a recurring bit. Okay, we didn't roll it out because we were afraid he might chunder,
Like throw up?
throw up.
I was close.
Also, I watched Wayne's World last
The plan
week.
was
Okay.
Okay.
the plan was originally for Norman to eat a habanero and then do Rift.
Or at the end of Rift.
Yeah,
I didn't reach the point where I could do the habanero.
The Rift itself, though, just took way more of a toll than I ever anticipated.
Really?
Oh yeah,
The thing we
Norm
found,
almost had a breakdown.
Norm,
I mean,
Norm-
Like the truck.
both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Both.
We said this earlier. He was literally pulled over on the side of the road
Like
with the
gasping?
window wipers going. It wasn't raining.
His heads
just
were down.
slumped over the wheel like this. Over the
can't do
steering
it
wheel.
anymore,
I just
We
can't do
were-
it anymore.
we were
I can't
having-
go on.
Do it to him.
Yeah.
Do it to him.
We were having a conversation with Phil Broughton, who, if you don't know Phil, he wintered in Antarctica, which, if you know, like living in scary places, like the only way you can do better than that is to live in like an undersea base or go to the space station. I think those are the only two more dangerous
Wait.
places.
Where's the undersea base?
Off the Keys in Florida,
Is it really?
60 feet
Are you not going to
underground.
fish that out, or are you just going to are you
Right,
writing it
Right,
off?
right, he's going there. Yeah, he went there last year.
This is
Huh?
real?
The undersea base.
Yep.
It's not like the abyss.
Wow.
It's like a trailer.
Probably still edible.
It's like a
It
trailer
should be.
that
I
they
mean, the
sunk in the
packet's
60s.
watertight, I would think.
But they can, because they can, they're compressed. You know, they get to compression depth. They can stay there and do really long dives at 70, 80 feet.
Like how long?
Like it's as if they're diving at 10 or 20 feet normally.
Wow.
So they can stay down for a really long time and do a lot. Anyway, there's an undersea base.
Okay.
Or going to the space station. Those are like if
The
you want to get
extremes.
more hostile than the South Pole
Yeah.
base, which is as remote as it gets.
Or the Caravellas at Christmas time.
The Caravels at Christmas time is a whole different kind of dangerous.
Winter in the Antarctic.
Winter, that's okay. Caravels at Christmas.
Yeah.
Winter in the Antarctic.
Undersea base.
base.
Or the
Space station.
Which one would you pick?
A space station.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
Boring.
You
Gary?
get to see the Earth every day.
What's the choice?
I,
What do we
see,
choose?
I already
G.
see the Earth every day.
0G.
Undersea base, Antarctic in winter?
Well,
or
well, if it was during the John Carpenter The Thing, then I'd say.
What are we
Yeah.
doing? Like where
Yeah.
we're spending Christmas or something?
Yeah.
What is this?
Yeah.
I actually
Holiday
kind
season.
of
Would you rather?
I actually quite like the idea of the Antarctic.
Vinny Caravella's Christmas family is kind of interesting. Is this California family or New York family?
I am the California family.
Okay.
So it is a New York family.
Right, so there's an word picture here. Paint us a word picture.
It's a bunch of food yelling and sleeping.
Who's yelling?
The food.
Everybody, yeah.
Grandparents?
People are yelling at the food. The food's
Is it-
yelling back.
Is there an old person that's drunk and or asleep on the sofa all the time?
I hope that's going to be me
Do you,
soon.
It
do you
should
have
be.
the TV on too loud?
Yes, but people are sleeping in front of it.
Do people yell at the Jets and or Giants game?
Where have you been? Have you been there?
Is there a mixture of Italian and American classics in the food table situation?
Yes.
Are there cannolis?
Yes.
I like a good cannoli. Are they big cannolis or little
Big
cannolis?
cannolis.
0 to 10 racism meter.
Like throughout, like an average?
I mean, if you had to average it out.
Average it out?
How many Archie Bunker heads? You know?
That was good. It's
0 to 10.
we're pulling us off the Italian thing.
Thank you.
Well, like
Trying to
I'd
stay
say
classy.
average, probably like 6 or 7.
Okay.
But it's all in good fun.
Sure.
I do love the question. So, how many of your
Tank
Italian
tops?
relatives are racist? It's a great
totally.
question.
Define racism, really.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my line of questioning.
That's racist.
Oh, okay.
I like that my dad will use words he shouldn't, and then when you call him on it, he's like he's like indignant that like
What?
I shouldn't. What? You can still call them Orientals, you know, that kind of thing.
I was at the store the other day. They were selling
Oh.
something. They were selling some kind of like beer nuts product that was, or something around there that was called Oriental Mix. I
Right.
don't know what that even is.
Is it racist?
So-
like
I don't know.
That's not
Oriental
racist.
No, 'cause
Rust?
it's not
Yeah,
referring to a
the-
person.
the
it's
ruling-
fine.
Yeah.
yeah.
Not racist.
But I looked at it and went, huh.
It's from a place,
Yeah.
not a person.
It was a cassette tape that had, awesome music on it.
Right.
I call this my Oriental mix.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
Belongs
it
to
was
Norm. See, that's racist.
nuts with wasabi.
There you go. See, I think there's teasing, right? So, we tease each other.
It's because we like each other.
It's because I'm saying even at Christmas in the family,
Oh, this is back to the Caravella family.
back to the Caravella family. But it's teasing. It
When
goes
you say
back and forth.
teasing, are you talking about hey, I noticed that you ate a whole pumpkin pie. That was really funny. Or is it you look really fat in those jeans?
Well, this comes after you eat the whole pumpkin
Or
pie,
is it
right?
like,
You
hey,
ate that
fuck
whole
you, get
pumpkin
off my
pie.
couch, motherfucker. That's my seat. Is that teasing?
No, that's just
That's
get
just,
up,
that's
get
just
up.
the way you
That's-
say,
that's
please
just
move
get
out
up.
of my seat, sir. I'm very interested in this as an anthropological
Just in racism.
expedition. I want to launch a Kickstarter.
We have a very
to
diverse
send
and
a-
mixed family.
Okay.
It's great.
Okay.
It's very
the American dream.
Yeah.
I know.
It's Italian, Puerto Rican, Jewish now. So it goes all
You
around.
bring it all the way around.
It's like New York at a table.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty
good.
much.
So it smells weird.
Okay.
It smells really weird, and it's human feces.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
needles?
On the table?
No, we
Oh.
keep
Keep that
Giuliani
in the
cleaned
back
up all
row.
that stuff.
Yeah.
That's-
Okay. I like a little bit of yelling at the football on a holiday. I feel like without that, sometimes I call up my uncle that used to yell at the football on Thanksgiving when we were out here, and I'm like, "Hey, what do you think about the Lions game?" And then he lets me know, and I'm good. I got the whole thing right there.
Do people fire guns at your holiday?
I've stopped going to the relatives that regularly bring loaded firearms to some place that they're going to get that drunk.
Really?
Yeah.
Has anybody ever
No
gone out
one's-
back?
I have a cousin who shot himself, or was shot accidentally, but it was a 1 in a million shot that passed through and missed all major organs, despite cleaving a path through where he should have hit 6 or 7 major organs.
my God.
And he was back in the hospital the next day. He was like, "I think I'm done drinking, guys."
Oh wow.
So it was
that would about do
he
it.
took a positive outcome. He learned from his mistake. Everybody makes mistakes. We learn from them.
Well, been there.
Yep, and he stopped drinking in mornings after that, so everything good now.
It wasn't carrying.
Wait, he only stopped drinking in the morning.
Yeah, well, I mean, the mistake.
That's when guns are most dangerous.
Yeah, the mistake
yeah.
was that he had a hangover and was also drunk. I think is where the problem.
Can
is.
you have both?
Well, you drink to cancel the
Yeah,
hangover.
he was working on the morning, the pushing
Yeah,
through,
Darren's like, perfectly
and he
logical.
hadn't quite gotten there.
Makes sense to me.
And where did the gun fit in then?
Well, one of his friends had just got a new gun. This is what happened. See, this is back east, and back east, firearms are a frequent topic
Whoa,
of
whoa, whoa.
conversation.
Yeah, you don't.
Hang on.
This is in
Near the south.
No, this is in Northern Virginia, which is real borderline, depending on who
Yeah,
you
that's
ask.
right. Yeah.
It's the northern south.
Sure.
They don't have accents.
The slightly less dirty South.
Yeah, so it's
like the, I need a
dirty
shower
south is
south.
Georgia, man. You got to get if
No,
you got mountains, then it's not the dirty south.
Yeah.
It's just the south.
It's all
We're in
dirty
the
to me.
Appalachians.
Yeah.
No, it was real bad.
Okay.
There was a helicopter in the whole thing. Shit was real serious for about 18 hours, and then the doctor was like, "It was a miracle. I had no idea how you didn't die from this. I've never seen somebody take a bullet through the gut like this. And they were in the hospital for 6 weeks with all sorts of gnarly stuff, and then he was back home the next day.
Goodness.
It was good.
Well, I guess he's already anesthetized, so that pretty helped.
I don't think they do that when you have gunshot wounds. I think they're just like, you got to tough it out because we might have to put you under. And
They just pour some vodka on it and just go like,
Yeah.
yeah, you'll be fine.
yeah,
I got enough,
stitch it up,
Doc.
glue it up.
I'm good.
Combat medic. I was
Yeah.
a combat. Yeah. Anyway,
Norm, what's a family reunion like for you guys?
Reunion?
Yeah, like get together.
I don't know.
You
don't
don't
have
have
family
them.
reunions?
Do you not get invited?
I choose not to go sometimes.
The emails everyone but
Yeah.
Norm.
Smart.
No, it's a big restaurant. They take three big tables, 10 people, 30 people.
Wow.
Wow, that's a big family.
that's a lot of people.
Is it quiet?
No,
It's loud.
it's a point of pride to be loud.
Nice.
Yeah, you got to be loudest in the restaurant.
What
and,
kind of-
and you got to get the most free desserts.
Like by saying
Wait.
it's everybody's birthday.
No, by knowing the hookup with the restaurant owners. If you're not offered the free desserts and all of
You
them,
have failed at that.
then you got no
Shame.
face.
So you think this is
Yeah.
built into the? Wow.
What kind of restaurants?
Chinese restaurants.
That's racist.
It's only appropriate.
I'm offended by that on your behalf.
Well, you only eat at Italian
It's my,
restaurants,
it's my
right?
only
Yeah,
sometimes go.
totally.
Yeah.
The Olive Garden. That's where all our
I
stuff
mean,
is.
you know, that salad and breadsticks thing is a really good deal.
Sometimes
Good
they get
deal.
that bottomless pasta
you
bowl.
get
Yeah.
all of that you want. And
I
you can
do,
get
I
that, you
do,
take
I
it
do
home.
like that tour of Italy.
At the Olive Garden.
Oh yeah.
I like how they get trained specifically in Tuscany, of course. Like
Oh, yeah.
every single chef.
They're
Oh
imported.
yeah, at the Culinary Institute in
Culinary-
Tuscany.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
So while we're going down the holiday traditions, I'm interested in Mr. Gladstone's holiday traditions.
Well, in true Jewish tradition, I have a bacon double cheeseburger.
Okay.
And well, mostly
Kosher, right?
Totally
Yeah,
kosher.
okay.
No, well, my whole family's back east, and we kind of, I guess this would be Jewish. I don't go during the holidays because it's
Well,
cheaper to
you-
go when it's not.
Yeah.
You know.
And traveling at the holidays fucking sucks.
It's insane. I tried doing
Yeah.
it once or twice, and it's just a hassle and a half. So
Everybody's assholes. It's all people who don't fly ever. So it's like, I have a 45-pound bag that I can't lift up into the overhead. And oh, by the way, it needs to go 3 times sideways. It's never
You're
gonna
super
fucking
mean.
close.
You're the meanest person alive. Some old lady with a big bag and
that
you're
was
just
that
standing behind her like, oh, I'm so old and can't lift my bag.
That wasn't my old lady voice.
he was impersonating me, actually.
Yeah.
Move it, bitch.
Jesus, I want to sit down.
Trying to make a fucking connection
I
here.
had the fucking window, man. Get out of the way.
I mean, but they should not anybody that's got the hard cases. They should know better by now. Those
I
giant hard
carry a
cases
hard
that never.
case on. It's
Grounded.
it's a roller size though. It fits in.
Well, as long as it actually fits, like
confirmed.
if you could like put it
I
in
can
like
wheels first, man.
There you go. If you can do that,
If you
you're
can't
good.
go in wheels first, you should be kicked off the fucking airplane.
Exactly.
Yes.
Age be damned.
Yes.
I'm with Will.
Yeah.
I support this.
You fly all the time. Of course you support it.
Totally.
What about people who recline in the airplane? Fascists
Fuck
or
them.
not so much?
Kick them off the plane.
Right.
Whatever.
Reclining-
The social contract is you do not do that.
They need to put a knife in the seat pocket, and as soon as someone leans back,
Yep.
you are legally just you pull the knife and just
Yep.
and then
Motherfucker.
yeah. Like don't wake my
Call of
friend, he's
Duty.
dead tired.
We Call of Duty.
I think
Yeah.
that we either all agree. We either all
Yeah.
agree as a plane. We're all now going to move back.
Yeah.
Right.
Or we don't.
'Cause if
when you
somebody-
have the one guy who just does it, it's like fuck you.
I,
Why are you doing that?
I always get the one guy who does.
I
You know,
always get the one guy.
I've had this happen. Like I just stiff arm the seat, so basically
Really?
I just shove it forward.
Just push it as
I do the passive aggressive.
I do the
kicking.
thing where I just
Yeah,
whack it with
I do
my
that
hand
a
about
lot.
every 10 seconds.
Yeah, just
and
like
I don't
oh my
even beat.
shoulders are bouncing off this
Yeah.
seat, I guess.
What,
Weird.
What about? Hold on, this is a good one too. What about the guy? This is my favorite actually. Is the wrestle for
the
the
leaner?
shoulder space?
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're 2 big shoulder guys and you're a little dinky airplane, then it's like who
oh,
gets
yeah.
the back and who gets the front. It's
It's always this awkward like I'm gonna fight you for the.
like
the
I'll
one
give
half.
you
I'll
I'll
give
give
one
you
half.
the back of the fucking armrest, but you can't take the whole thing. You only take
you-
the front or the back, not the whole
Do you
thing.
immediately put
Yeah.
the armrest down?
Of course, it's
Yeah.
shields.
Yeah.
Shields.
Shields up, shield down.
Sometimes I'll leave it up just to see what the other person's
Yeah.
into.
Oh,
Like,
that's
how
some
far that
fucked up
goes, like-
shit.
Do they want to be intimate with me?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you
Yeah.
get your leg over there and do a little
Yeah,
five?
put myself out there a little bit.
Drink.
These ladies in the middle seat.
Right, exactly.
I sometimes do the headphones off option, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna tune out for the rest
Yeah,
of this
yeah.
flight.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Headphones.
It'd be
is
interesting to have it up, and then they
Revolutionized
come and
flying.
sit down, and they put it down, and then you put it back up.
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't that be interesting to
I
see
mean,
what
it-
happens there?
I'm
No,
gonna,
sir. I want to be a little closer.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you an asshole secret right now that I
Yep.
learned flying.
Tell me the secrets of your asshole.
Yeah, please.
If you hit the call button, if somebody reclines on you hard, you're
Yeah.
trying to use a laptop, you're
Guys
eating
recline on me
dinner,
hard.
they're back all the way back on you,
Yeah.
you can't get your shit done, the guy beside you can't get out to go to the bathroom without whacking into everything, you hit the call button and you narc those fuckers out, and the flight attendant will come up and say, "Excuse me, sir. You're impacting the experience of the customer behind you. Do you mind reducing your recline a little bit?"
Really?
Yeah, so you look like a bitch.
What if they say
Right,
no?
because they
The
know
flight-
you
nobody
tattle.
says no to the flight attendant.
But they
You
know
can't-
you-
when the flight attendant makes a request, you don't want her to make it an order.
It's not a
Or else,
request.
or else the fucking air marshal's going to come out and say
Yeah.
plastic wrist cuffs, and next thing you're laying on the floor of the bathroom, and you do not want to be on the floor of an airplane bathroom.
That's why. That's why as soon as
No.
Did you know that
Too much
the airplane
splatter.
bathroom behind the sticker, there's always a front
Camera?
unlock?
wait, a what?
Yeah,
you
of
can
course.
you open the door from the front.
There's no
behind the
security
sticker.
there.
Yeah,
Really?
it's not really locked.
Really?
That makes sense.
That's good to know.
Yeah, that does
Yeah,
make
that's good.
sense.
I feel good about. Sometimes there's
I
a
thought you were
little
gonna say there's a camera.
hole in the hinge.
And there's the camera.
Jeez. You know, when I sit down,
And here's the Ustream channel. For
I
it.
just immediately start telling the guy next to me, like, "Oh man, this is my 5th flight today. I am an air marshal, and you know, I hope nobody fucks with me on this flight. I hate when people recline seats. One guy, at a time, I busted a guy out to turn a flight around because he put the seat back right in my crotch. But I'm just gonna go to sleep.
The
man.
other thing you can do is grab the seat in front of you and just start air humping. You know, just
Uh-huh.
pull
Oh, you're
back
saying
on
instead
it.
of pushing it back the other way,
Instead
pull
of
it
just
into
pull
you.
it into you.
Yeah.
Let it know you
Be
want
like, I didn't know
Come
you were
on,
into
baby.
this. This is
Yeah.
kind of God.
Bring it. I'm going to weird places. Hey, speaking of weird places, let's talk about why we're here. This is our 24-hour
That's the best segue yet.
charity podcast. We do this every year for some inexplicable reason. It's Oktoberkast. 24 hours of This Is Only a Test.
And we're down to the last hour and a half.
This hour, for the last hour and a half, we have an all-star panel of the you guys are the closers now.
Oh, really?
You have to do this every year.
Yeah.
Darren Gladstone, Vinny Caravella, Jeff Gerstmann, Jeff Green, as always, Gary Whitta, Norman Chan. Joey Famelli is in the control room. It's
Hi,
over
Joey.
there. It was
Joey, the
gray a while
unsung
ago.
hero of this whole enterprise.
Joey works. We just sit here and act like assholes for 24 hours. Joey's acting real work
working.
in there. Yeah.
Hi,
Hey,
Joey.
Joey. I would tell you to come in, but we don't have any more mics. We've used them all.
Whoa.
Oh,
Here I
look
am.
out, what's happening?
I can pipe you through them. I think you're being piped. I don't know. Maybe if we work this right. Whoa, new stuff. New shit is
Hello.
coming to light.
Well,
Now I'm over here.
Joe's
Silent-
been having
silent
fun
timer.
in there.
hi.
I'm totally off camera. I can do whatever I want. I could just start stripping
Don't leave
over
your
here.
pants on,
God,
Jeff
that
Green.
thing is huge. What the fuck are you eating?
Yeah.
It looks like a goiter.
Sorry. I'm back on.
Oktoberkast for charities. Child's Play, we supported them last 2 years. It's a great charity. They give toys to sick kids around the world in children's hospitals. You can donate to them by going to tested.com/kids.
Slash those kids.
Doctors Without Borders. They send doctors around the world.
Doctors Without Orders sounds
To-
really dangerous.
Doctors, medical professionals, all sorts of people who do good things. They send them around the world to emergency hotspots, places where there's natural disasters, wars, really gnarly stuff, because people need medical care there and they can't get it. And then you can go to donate to them by going to tester.com/doctors.
Do you have a preference?
We no avowed preference.
Oh man, Will, choose a side.
And then the third one is the EFF. As they said in Tron, they fight for the users. And, fighting for digital freedom is much more important now that we're all dumbasses and carry around this little NSA black box in our pockets.
No, man, just turn off the privacy settings and everything will be fine.
No. You can't even take the fucking battery out of an iPhone, man.
Yeah.
And the chemtrails are watching.
That's why I keep a lead-lined bag and keep my phone
Does
in
that
there.
work? Is it Faraday cage, too?
Yeah.
So they can't, no signal. What if somebody sends
No
you a
signal
text?
in and out. That's what text? Who's gonna? I don't.
So what? You
It's
just
the
pop
perfect
up
cell
here
phone
and there, and they
cover.
just like connect the dots.
No, I just leave
They
it.
leave it in there.
Yeah.
What if you need to take you put your head in the bag?
Sometimes I put my head in the bag, but then usually there's like something else in the bag too. That I just need a little.
Okay.
Doesn't
Sometimes
matter,
I have to
man.
recolor the
'Cause
inside of the bag.
Wherever
with some
you
paint
go,
or something,
there's a
and just-
fucking CIA air blade.
Yeah.
There's cameras everywhere. So the EFF, all joking aside, the EFF fights to keep us free of things like patent trolls who want to make podcasting a licensable offense, and destroy the internet, copyright, unjust copyright laws, and things like NSA spying for reals. So they do great. You can donate to them by going to tested.com/electrons.
If anyone's gonna destroy the internet, I want it to be us.
Yeah, I mean,
Here today.
we've
Doing
been
a
trying
pretty
for a
good job,
long
yeah.
time.
So right
yeah.
now, Doctors Without Borders is the most popular charity, but not by much. EFF and Child's Play are both kind of even right behind it. So it actually worked out pretty good. All three
Yeah,
charities
that's
kind of
good.
coming out
We're spreading
roughly
the
the
love
same,
this year.
with a slight preference for Doctors Without Borders.
And of course, if you're watching this pre-recorded, if you didn't make it to the live show, we're leaving the donation widgets open for
20 more days.
21 more days. 20 more days from now. So donations will close on November 15th. Last year we got quite a bit of money after the
Yeah, we
live
did.
show.
And
So
we'll be doing giveaways.
I can't believe that people can't watch 24 hours of podcasting live. I mean, that's shocking to me. It's only 20.
It's actually kind of inconsiderate.
It's
though.
12
Yeah.
weeks of normal content in one day. We're giving them a gift.
Exactly.
What else are they doing on a Friday
Where are
night?
they?
Right.
Ingrates.
I mean,
no,
you're
hold on.
sitting there doing it.
Let's not get crazy, Jeff, because they have given like $22,000, $23,000 right now.
Have all of them given that one?
right.
I'd say there are some freeloaders, but usually it evens out. This year, we talked to a great guy at about 4 o'clock this morning from Australia who didn't have any money last year, but gave twice as much money as he would have given this year.
That's the spirit.
Because he couldn't cover it last year. So, we understand there's ebb and flow. There's good times and bads.
yeah.
You take the good and you take the bad.
Go on.
Take them both.
That's it. I don't know where we're going with this.
And I completely forget, like that 4 o'clock hour is just, I can barely even remember.
I drove from Germany to England and back.
Yeah.
And I went to Rotterdam and Amsterdam.
Yeah.
How was it?
That game is amazing.
Euro
you
Truck
drive-
Simulator 2 is actually pretty badass.
Yeah.
How do you drive from Germany to England?
You take a ferry.
You get on a ferry
Oh,
at
okay.
one point.
Get on a boat.
All right.
How much does the boat cost?
I have no idea. I couldn't read any of the text on the Oculus.
Were you listening to like Finnish
Yeah, he had
shoutcast
the,
stations?
Yes.
the
entire
radio
time,
was
too?
being piped in.
Yeah, it was that's the best part of the whole thing. I
Yeah.
had to turn it off after a while because I couldn't hear Norman Gary, and then I turned it back on because I couldn't hear Norman Gary, so it was
Right.
pretty good.
Yeah, that sounds all right.
The horror games. We had some legitimate scares out of those horror games.
Yeah.
Dreadhall's finally got us a couple of times.
So they were a little bit
Did
less
you say
scary.
dread holes?
Dreadhalls. I beat
Halls.
Dreadhalls.
Okay,
I made
all
it
right.
through the Dreadhalls.
Halls.
Halls.
Dread
Dread
holes
holes.
sounds
Dread
like
horrors.
a
Some
way
Stealthy
scarier
maneuvering
tagline.
seen that movie.
around that gargoyle.
Welcome to Dreadhalls.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I have a question.
Yeah. Vinny
Where were you
Caravella.
going with the wintering in Antarctica thing?
Well, we had a dude here who was talking about wintering in Antarctica.
He used to work at the South Pole Station.
Yeah. Who is a nuclear safety expert? So he watches. He makes sure that people are safe with equipment that uses nuclear isotopes, so nobody accidentally irradiates themselves or makes a lab unusable for infinity,
For Infinity?
for forever, basically. As long
okay.
as the like, there's places in ORNL that has Oak Ridge National Laboratories. I understand, it's the Y12 plant, that are so irradiated they can't even demolish the building around them. So the buildings have to remain so that these rooms can be contained within them because
Like, 'cause
somebody
the rooms are
because some
containing the-
dumbass picked up some plutonium and tipped over the shavings bucket,
Yeah.
and then they had to evacuate. They sealed it off, and nobody's been in for 35 years. So I think it's got a thick layer of
You
dust.
should get that guy on.
He also
He
makes
was on.
The guy.
Oh
who
no,
tipped
we
it
don't.
over.
No,
the
that
guy who
guy's.
actually spilled it.
The guy who's
he also
glowing.
makes Black Blood of the Earth.
Oh,
He makes Black Blood of the
okay,
Earth.
Okay.
And he makes
A
this the
reasonable
Stein of
job.
Science.
Got it.
So
Wait, what's that?
That's the Stein of Science. It's a dewar, like the nitrogen dewar that I used to make ice
Is
cream.
that foam part of it?
The foam is the lid.
Okay.
And you can put beer in there now, and it'll be cold still at 6 p.m. tonight. Maybe even 10 p.m. tonight. 12 hours of cold.
Well, the beer has to be cold, right?
You
When
put a cold
it
beer in first.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about hot coffee?
It'll keep hot coffee warm.
But
for
it
a
does
long time,
cold
too.
better than hot.
Ah.
Is one of the things that we learned.
What if you put a Zojirushi in
In
there?
theory, I don't think a Zojirushi would
Inception.
fit.
It creates a black hole.
Oh my goodness.
A singularity begins.
Then they can't even tear this building down.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't think I could put the lid
You just have to
on.
pour liquid concrete over the whole thing.
I feel like without the okay, I lost the thread.
Then it becomes something, thousands of years from now, some fantasy like knights unearth this thing and unleash a
Yeah,
great
like,
evil.
what was this
Metro
used for?
2035 takes place.
Yeah.
God, what if all
They
those
dug too deep and unleashed an evil.
and it was like a
Don't-
nuclear
don't
waste
open
dump?
it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, we've deciphered it. It says Black Blood of the Earth.
So we had a super interesting guy on.
Yes.
And he was transfixed by watching Norm try to back a trailer into a parking space
It was.
in Euro
It
Truck
was.
Sim.
It is kind
wasn't?
of hypnotic.
He
wasn't?
couldn't stop because Norm would drive at about 5-6 miles an hour probably, and then he'd just kind of stop, put his head down on the wheel. I assume close his eyes.
No, you look up the side window.
Okay, look out the side window, and wait for the wave of nausea to pass.
Jeez, is that bad, huh?
Just like real trucking.
There is,
Yeah.
something strange, compelling, and hypnotic about these ultra banal.
Oh,
That's
wow.
when he,
That's
that's when he
great.
lost it. That's when he totally lost it.
He's shaking his head, and every shake of his head makes it
traffic
worse.
is just passing him by.
I wonder how many truckers have that same look after like 35 years or something.
Yeah.
I'm still driving.
He's
You
still
did,
confused.
you did
We
yeoman's work.
were begging him to take the goggles off and come back to us, but he would not throw in the towel. It's like, I gotta do
Pop
it.
more reds, man.
This is the worst lawnmower man ever.
I'm
Yeah.
10-10 and doing it to it.
Do they talk like that in Europe? I don't think they do.
On
They
10,
must
10.
use yes.
Come
They must-
back,
they
Lefty.
You
have-
think
they
they
must
use the
use-
signal?
They must use 10 code.
You're staying on the road pretty well.
The windshield wipers we couldn't figure out how to turn off for a while.
Yeah, they wouldn't turn off. It was like a special hell.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
The best part was watching everybody pass him.
Wait, you're drifting, man.
Norm,
That's great.
There was one moment when it was daytime, but he was literally just pulled over, stopped at the side of the road.
Why don't you?
and just-
Why don't you? Why do you keep driving? Why don't you just stop?
Because I gotta keep on trucking.
that's
What were you hauling?
That's right, convoy.
We don't even know.
We can't read the text. You can't see the text in the Oculus. There's no way to
We
read
don't, we
it.
don't
It's
even.
tiny.
That just added to the pointlessness. We didn't even know what we were supposed to be doing or where we were supposed to be
We were
taking.
clicking at missions on random and then
was a-
following the red line.
Human heart ready for transplant. You're sitting there falling asleep at the wheel.
Honestly,
A
it was
human
a
heart in an 18-wheeler.
Just
It's
sitting,
a
it's a
trailer
big
full of
heart.
hearts.
just sitting there having an existential crisis.
We made a lot of runs.
We did. We kept playing that much longer than we should have.
I got really good at weaving through traffic. It turns out if you are nimble, you can split lanes with an 18-wheeler.
Yeah.
Even though it's probably not against the law. It's not
weaving
illegal.
in and out of traffic with an 18-wheeler was probably not.
Felt okay
There
about
are
it.
no road rules in Europe. I think you can just
Right.
go
Yeah, on the
wherever you want.
autobahn, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Arcade, it's crazy
I think I
18-wheeler.
saw Road Rules Europe. You can you get a mod that turns the cap on the speed off too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The governor.
yeah. You take off the governor.
Yeah.
That's
There
pretty
is
good.
something strangely compelling about these ultra banal, ultra realistic European simulators. The one I want to get that I read about recently is it's a German street sweeper truck
Yeah.
with the little
right.
brushes,
Yeah.
and you just have to keep it up to the curb as you go and
Definitely
do
need
all
to
the
try that.
curbs,
That's-
and you can't ever go over like 5 miles an hour because it's a
Yeah.
brush truck. Brilliant.
This
It's
sounds
great.
like
They're super popular too over there.
Yeah.
it seems like something for people who abuse Ritalin. Like you really,
very calm and
really
Yeah.
incredibly
Just
focused
super
attention.
focused.
Right.
The
You
kids,
get
the
fucked
kids
up on
love this
Adderall,
stuff. Yeah.
and you're just like, I'm gonna.
I gotta
street
do
sweep
this.
until I
I was saying
can't.
it's
I missed a spot. I got to do it all over
I feel like
again.
you
can't
just,
blink
you just
or I'll get off
uncovered
the
the
curb.
secret reason why Minecraft is so popular.
I think that's because of kids.
Yeah.
They-
Kids
ADD kids.
that are all on fucking Adderall.
Yeah. That's exactly what's going on. Just
Perfect
fucking
for an MMO.
bashing away
Yeah.
at those
Right.
bro-
Someone's
blocks.
doing a farm.
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm driving truck, and someone's on the air balloon, hot air balloon.
And I'm
I'll
just
be in
making
a
a mess.
Zamboni.
I'm taking a dump on the street.
Darren, you have a Mario on your watch. Oh, that's a Pebble.
It's a Pebble. Yeah, it's one of the
okay.
faces.
Do you like your Pebble?
You know what? It's mostly push. So I have it tied to my iPhone.
Okay.
But I mean, for the most part, it lasts for 5 days or so without needing a recharge. And,
Okay.
I mean,
I-
yeah.
It's good.
Yeah. I mean, all my
I'm not going to give you shit about it.
Another
We're
successful
friends.
Kickstarter.
texts, emails,
That's
stuff
true.
that I need to get pushed to me. I get notified on my phone.
Three
on my watch.
people, I think. Jeff, did you buy a Pebble?
Yeah, I wore it for about a day and a half and
Jeff,
said,
too?
"Oh right, watches
I
are
don't even know what
fucking
the fuck it
terrible."
is. What
Okay.
is it? I don't even know what it is.
You don't wear watches, Jeff,
I'm out of the loop.
No,
because it's
I
a
don't wear
symbol
watches.
of
It's
your
a high
oppression.
tech
my
watch.
freedom.
Yeah, I don't want to know what time it is.
Exactly.
Right.
Time is
Yeah.
fascist.
Yeah, totally.
Time is fleeting,
Vinny,
buddy.
I can't help notice you're wearing. You got a Pebble, right?
Yeah, I do.
You're not wearing a Pebble.
No, I'm wearing an actual watch.
You're wearing a real watch.
Uh-huh.
What happened to you? You couldn't handle the charging. Max destroyed it.
Yeah,
It
like
gave you wrist
having
problems?
to charge a watch. Just
It
didn't
felt
work with my
surprisingly
lifestyle.
flimsy to me too. Like I didn't like the feel of
What
it.
was Jake
I-
Rodkin's thing? He said he felt like he had to get a watch because if he was talking to someone and checking the time on his phone, he worried
Yeah,
that
he
people would
was
feel
like-
like
No, no,
he was really
the other
looking
way
at his
around.
emails.
He got
Other
stuck
way
in the
around.
Twitter loop if he pulled out his phone. So he'd pick up the phone and see what time it was. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna check Twitter and see what."
Oh,
if
right.
anybody and then he'd be like, "Oh, I got messages." And then he'd read Twitter. He'd put his phone back in the wallet and he'd take
So
his
he
phone
needed-
back out of the pocket
'Cause he didn't
to
know what
check
time
So
it
he
the
needed a new
yeah.
kind of device on which you could. All it did was tell you the time, which he was able to find.
in a
For-
watch.
They-
for- yeah,
they
in
do
wristwatch.
exist.
for
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
For now, they still
Yeah.
sell
It's a
those.
thing that you can use.
I,
to tell the
I have a
time.
ton of like old, I used to work at a watch store a long time ago, so I just got a fix for them, and I have like 12, 15 watches.
Okay.
But when I got this one, I'm like, you know what, it's nice. I can change the faces when I feel like I just changed the face just
Yeah,
now 'cause
just
I felt
now.
like it. But yeah, it's been really
It
handy.
looks like a Tron face now.
It is.
Okay, I like that.
Thank you. It's for the user.
They fight the users, yeah. And pairing that, you have the fuel band.
Yeah, I'm still a sucker for the goal points.
You like the juice?
Gamification. See, we
Yeah.
were talking about that earlier.
These are all recurring themes on Oktobercast this
Well,
year.
it's-
Oh, yeah,
it's-
very
it's-
popular
it's
thing.
forcing-
Watches.
It forces me to get off my butt and reminds me like
Yeah.
I got to go do stuff. Although I got to say, yesterday there was a diaper catastrophe. I almost forgot to take these off when I was going through the process. So that was a close call.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, the miracle of breastfeeding is that I'm never exposed to the poops that I've seen from your children. Gary's child made a terrifying poop once. It almost scared.
More than once.
Well, that I witnessed a poop that kind of opened my eyes to what the horrors that are in there.
Yeah, Will walked in because I'd seen it 100 times before, so
Oh
I was
my
just kind of
God.
casually dealing with it. And Will walks in and thinks, because I'm not freaking out, there's nothing to see, but there was something to see.
Oh, sweet merciful Jesus! It was everywhere. It was in every place that there could be poop inside that diaper. There was poop.
And outside of the diaper as well.
They don't come out for us. They stay mostly in.
Oh,
Give it
you haven't had
time.
a real blowout
Give
yet.
it-
we don't
give it time.
get, dude. We're into solid foods and everything. It's real poop. It's like human poop
Yeah,
now.
you've been quite fortunate with the poop.
Yeah,
I think.
we've had lucky poops.
Is that a new cereal coming back, dude? Yeah, lucky
Guys, it's that time of year again.
It's not
lucky
the same
poops.
as it used to be.
General
though.
Mills Lucky Poops.
Now it's like honey poops instead of
They used to
super
do
sugar poops.
full size poops, but now it's just bite size poops. They took away the full size. It's complete horseshit, man.
No, the
That's
complete
another
horse
cereal.
shit is a
That's a
different.
whole other
That's
cereal.
the, that's the fiber one for
Oh.
adults. You
It's
don't
the
want that one.
Kellogg's version.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
the-
organic.
Frosted.
Fuck that.
frosted complete horse.
Has everybody here played the Stanley Parable?
Yeah.
Haven't finished it. or if there is a
I don't
finish,
think you
but
can finish it.
Yeah, you can't ever truly finish it.
It's so genius.
Yeah, it's great.
Can you really not finish it?
Well, there are a set number of states
I
that
don't think you can ever really arrive at a reasonable amount of certainty that you have seen everything there is to see.
there's an agreed upon, like, there's a flow chart out there that says, like, kind of here's everything, but maybe there's something else.
I played
Maybe
it to
there's
death,
something
and I
else.
felt confident I'd exhausted every possibility. And then, like, the next day, someone said, "Oh, did you?" And I said, "No, I fucking
Right.
didn't do that."
Did you climb
No,
out the
I-
window?
right.
Like,
yeah,
oh,
no,
Do you
shit.
spend
I
5
get it.
hours sitting there waiting for this thing to happen? No.
I was wondering about the waiting room, living room sort of area where
we should warn.
Yeah, there might be spoilers ahead.
Well,
if you-
this is something I don't even know, so I'm just
Okay.
asking.
Okay.
There's a room where it says, and
The employee lounge?
narration says, the lounge.
The lounge,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where if you don't move at all, if you stay in the room, he starts prompting you like to leave.
Yes.
And I waited it out like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
To see, like, do you guys know if you just wait it out, will something happen?
the game can be much.
I don't know.
The game will wait for. I mean, there's a sub game in there later on that
Oh,
you
yeah.
can play for 4 or 5 hours before it
Yeah.
will pay off.
Have you done that
And
one?
it's the most
Holy
deeply
shit.
monotonous
I watched.
game.
I watched.
Did you watch the video of it?
I love the way it gets, because you could rig it up so it's automated if you
Right,
wanted to,
sure.
but then they change it halfway through
Yes,
to
they
something
do.
that you cannot automate.
They change it up on you.
which is brilliant.
Yeah.
That is maybe my favorite part about that thing is its willingness to say, like, no, fuck you, at every step of the way.
It's really amazing. It's I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think every little design aspect of it is in some way kind of a meta-analysis or commentary on player behavior, player
Yeah.
expectation, design tropes. Like some of the achievements and some of the things that it encourages you to do, I think are its way of saying, like, don't you feel kind of silly that you're willing to do something this not fun and this stupid just because the game has told you to do it, or just because you really want to have this worthless achievement? The achievements themselves are absolutely genius.
that door achievement is
I do like.
Great.
I got to send a
fantastic.
calendar. I got to set my my phone calendar
Right.
to go off to remind me in 5 years to play it.
Or you could just set your system clock ahead and do it
That's
now.
not. Keep it real, man.
There we go.
Very sinister. And apparently the achievement that just says this achievement is impossible to get is possible to get.
Of course.
Oh, damn.
I figured it was a lie.
Yeah, but I don't know how you get it.
There's a console command for each achievement that will unlock them, but if you type in the one related to that one, it just says, like, don't even think about it. Yeah. So they thought of that.
Well, so Jake Rodkin was on last night. From Idle Thumbs was on last night, and he was telling us that there's a whole other set of game inside the developer console for that game.
yeah.
Wow.
Like, you can get deep down a weird console line
Yeah.
hole.
And now I've got to go
command
play
line
the
hole.
demo because I didn't realize the demo is completely different.
Right.
All
content.
different
Yeah.
stuff.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
The demo makes it a
A
lot
demo is a
easier
commentary
to hear.
on game demos.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to hear the 8 sample over and over again in the demo than it is in the main
God,
game. So it's worth it just for that.
I think I'm going to do it all over
Where's
again.
the 8 sample? On the button?
It is on the keypad, yeah. But it's more of a reference to the demo where you get a lot of 8 out of it.
This game is so meta. Do you think it actually would be of interest or enjoyable to anyone, not us, like not
so
gamers?
I was playing. I was playing while Gina was in the kitchen, like chopping stuff to make baby food or something, and she was laughing. I feel like she was enjoying it probably as much as I was. Just 'cause she's like, "Really, you fucking died again? You're back at the start." I was like, "No, it's not exactly," but it is funny and enjoyable even without the game meta humor because the dialogue's really good.
Dialogue
It-
is
Yeah,
great.
I think even with no standing in games, you'd appreciate the humor. But obviously,
Yeah.
if you're well versed in games, you played a lot of games, you'll appreciate it that much.
And
more.
just to be clear, Gina's not like she's not
Yeah, yeah.
versed in
Yeah.
games, but she's definitely not hardcore. She hasn't played Assassin's Creed 2.
It's just very sharp.
Is that
writing,
what
and I
makes
think
you
it's
hardcore?
very
No,
sharp.
I'm just
Yeah, you're on either side of that line.
that.
Did you play Assassin's Creed 2?
Assassin's Creed
I
2.
did, motherfucker. Slam a dude.
you get your hardcore badge.
You want? I
did my time, man.
Fridge if you want.
I
Da
would,
Vinci?
That-
mean him.
yeah.
she's aware of things, but hasn't necessarily played them. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, I
You
keep-
could have just said that. No.
I was looking for an example rather than a statement because statements are hard right now. And examples less hard. It's not. I'm not using my
Words.
words as a crutch. Pass it. Take a magnet and pass it down.
cool.
One of our awesome users made these to give away to podcast guests.
Oh, nice.
It looks like we have some more left over.
We do.
So
We
I
have
think
a- we have a baggie
Nice.
of them.
we'll put some in the raffle.
Can I put these in my mouth?
Don't
No,
put it,
no,
don't put it in your mouth. It's deadly poison.
Can I put it on my
What?
can I put it on my
It's a
pacemaker?
magnet.
Yeah, put it on your pacemaker. That's
Okay,
fine.
there we go.
It is a copper, and some copper compounds. Don't give it to Max.
We have some other good things as well. There's still Count Chocula if anybody wants some of that, and we also have these.
Should we send the guy who paid
Hard-
$175 for that box some Count
should
Chocula?
No, I think he just wants the box.
Whoa.
I mean, there's plenty of Count Chocula left. We only had 2 bowls of it so far.
We should put at least one of these magnets
We'll
in the
chug
box.
a fresh
Roll
box
back
in
to the
for
part
him.
where these are poison.
Copper compounds, which occur naturally when they're exposed to air and water. It's only poison if you put it in your mouth.
What if I put my fingers in my mouth?
Yeah, what if I have rubbed it a bunch with my hands
It's fine.
and then
You're
lick
cool.
my fingers?
No, it's cool. It's as long as you saw Speed 2. Do you remember?
I
what,
lived Speed 2.
Do you remember what? Do you remember what? It was Willem Dafoe. It was a bad guy in Speed 2, right?
Was it?
I want to say it was Willem Dafoe.
Maybe.
I want to
Just
say
go with it.
That
yeah.
sounds right.
I saw it the one time.
Who was the bad guy in Speed 2?
105 feet.
Please rephrase your question.
Shiny.
Charmander.
Speed 2 cruise control.
I think it probably was Willem Dafoe.
Well,
I'll be glad when we have this cleared up.
Yeah. And nothing can continue until. All right.
nope. The podcast fucking stops.
Stop everything.
Willem Dafoe, I was right. We're
Right,
good.
let's move.
Everything
Thank
checks
God.
out.
Everything's good.
He had copper poisoning, and it's caused. Not. I think that was a completely fake thing.
What, in the story?
In the story, he had copper poisoning. That's
You
why
remember
he took
way
over
too much
the
about
cruise
Speed
ship.
Yeah,
too.
seriously.
There was a period of time when Speed 2 was on HBO a lot.
And you watched it every
I
time?
watched a lot of Speed 2 as a result.
Why didn't
what
you
the
do
fuck
other...
is that?
What was
What
that?
is
That was scary
Hold on,
looking.
What was
That's
that?
the
giveaway.
Asian poster for Speed 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's right.
that's
Malaysian.
amazing.
So don't put this in anybody's mouth.
Don't put it in your mouth, but it's a perfectly safe thing to put in your fridge above height of children reaching. So
want to
like,
give more shout out to giveaways since these are leftovers are part of the raffle. We're
Yeah.
raffling a ton of giveaways when the donation period's over.
Yeah.
What Joey's going to show on screen is a longboard that one of
skateboard is
our
pretty cool.
one of our users made.
that
Andreas
is awesome.
Eckberg from
This
New
is the
Jersey.
There's the
He made
finished
this
one.
yesterday.
Oh, that's
he made it
nice.
yesterday
That's
during
awesome.
the
That's fantastic.
while listening to Oktobercast and just finished it this morning.
That's
it's
beautiful.
2 guys and Norm and me.
And I think there are wheels on it even, and he wrote it this morning to make sure it works.
That's rad.
That is awesome.
Okay, so we're giving that away. Scott Johnson from Extra Life? No, from oh fuck me, I'm such an asshole. Go on.
That's a weird name for a thing.
Phil Broughton.
Funradium Labs, Phil
Funradium
Broughton,
Labs.
who sells these Steins of Science on his website along with Blackwood of the Earth.
It is Extra Life. I was right. I thought that was another thing, but that's my Extra Life is Scott.
Okay.
He's an illustrator.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead and do Funradium Labs, and we'll come back to Scott.
Okay. Is giving away this Stein of Science.
Which keeps things cold.
Very
hot.
cold.
Or hot.
Or hot.
You can put
For
liquid
long
nitrogen in there?
times.
If I put something in there that's room temperature and then move to a different room.
Yep. Is the room hotter or colder?
Maybe.
Because it'll stay the room temperature of the room you were in at first.
Okay.
No matter what, if you go into ice super deep,
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
cold,
Or there.
Yep.
yeah, or if you
I've
go
been
into
there.
the furnace room,
That's where I'm heading.
either way, it'll stay room temperature.
Okay.
And this Space Blaster pistol,
Yep.
sci-fi pistol
Yep.
prototype,
One of a kind.
one of a kind, made by Punish Props, Bill Dorn.
Yep.
Not this Lego sign.
No, the Lego sign stays with us.
Stays with us,
It's
but-
for the users.
It's pretty badass.
It's pretty
That is
bad.
pretty
Made
awesome.
out of Lego.
Pretty badass.
Good job.
The copper refrigerator magnets.
Yep.
There's Lloyd Case brought a board game. It is
Yes.
a copy of Smash.
Oh, yeah, the Cthulhu
Smash Up.
board game.
Smash
It's over
Up?
there by Gary there.
Yeah, it's somewhere here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and we have the zombie makeup as
And
well.
we have zombie makeup.
Zombie
which
makeup.
we
Norm
saw applied
demonstrated so effectively earlier.
Norm, can you?
during the podcast.
We need to find somebody to give that away to, like during the show, because we got to get that out before Halloween. Also, Scott Johnson of Extra Life, and many other things, has donated a handful of prints, I guess, of his work. I don't know if Joey can get those up, but they are games and comic inspired stuff. This is obviously a blue shell from Mario. And
The
it has
hated blue shell.
it is the bullshittiest of power ups. This is Breaking Batman.
Got it.
That's fantastic.
I thought it was really good. And then the last one is I can't remember what this one's titled, but it's you
It's
get the
Wile E.
gist.
Coyote with a portal gun.
He can't miss is the gist.
Also awesome.
So yeah, those are all going to go in the raffles, and we're going to decide most of the raffles at the end of the 21-day donation
right.
window.
Yeah.
You know what I could offer for the raffle?
Oh, God.
I can offer a printout of the Madden Conversation Guide.
I think that's an amazing.
That's super
It can get you
helpful.
laid. The conversation.
Really?
Wait,
is
oh,
that
yeah.
tested?
I'm entering this raffle.
you could probably get him to just email it to you. You're sitting right next to him.
I'll email it to you.
All right.
Okay.
It works, Jeff.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
Can we role play this situation?
Ladies love the
I'm in a bar.
conversation guide.
I'm a lady.
You want to see my truck stick?
There's a
Done. Sealed
okay.
deal.
Let's go to your car, sir. I like truck sticks.
All right. I was run stuffing gang tackles.
I've never seen the inside of a van.
Gonna do a button pattern.
And you've never seen the inside of a van quite like this one.
I've never seen the inside. This doesn't look like a van that I want to get into.
You're gonna get into this van.
I don't
Then
wanna
you're gonna get into
this
this
van.
van.
I'm looking for my sister, Will Smith. Have you seen her? She's been missing for like 4
I-
days.
I don't want to put the lotion on my skin, or else I'll get the hose again.
Wow.
Where are we?
This took a dark turn in the
Wow.
final
Sure did.
hour.
So
So Madden.
I just wanted
Got
to
it.
talk about
Yeah.
Madden.
In
it's
stores
all
now.
about Madden.
So Infinity Engine.
Coming soon
Yeah.
to
Truck
EA
6.
Sports Ignite is launching on next gen. We're very excited about it.
I heard the grass looks really good.
The grass.
I don't think that was
is
a talking
on the
point.
field.
Do the players sweat? Do they really
Oh,
sweat?
they sweat.
Give us another talking point
Yeah,
from
that wasn't a real talking point, Vinny. Point.
We've got the real ones.
Don't mock the talking
got the
points,
real-
motherfuckers.
Sorry.
I had a
We've
full
got the
night's
real
sleep.
ones right here.
It is 11 a.m.,
Oh my god.
which means
Home stretch.
if my
Only
math
3 more hours.
is right, we have 68 minutes to go.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause we started at 12:08. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Are
we
these
do it.
real talking points?
Oh yeah, these are
Yeah,
legit.
these are-
I feel
this
good
is-
to drive back home.
You were here for
What's
this
that?
part.
I feel
were
good
you?
to drive
Good
home.
fucking stuff. This makes the
You can write.
this
Oh,
makes
actually,
the
you might
book
not
with
be able
all
to
the
go for it.
profiles on journalists that I got a hold of.
Oh my God! Really?
Oh yeah.
I got
You got the
implementation-
deep file
I got
from
one.
who? From which? Oh, I want to.
got the-
Yeah, you don't want to ask that question.
You got the knock
seriously,
file.
No, I was
it
gonna ask the wrong one.
It was custom tailored for a specific event, so it was not the full deep file.
Oh yeah. You seriously, you don't want
But
to see
it's
those sometimes.
pretty
Oh
good.
no, I do. I have a file at Microsoft. I know.
It is kind of
Actually, Mike.
Everyone does.
It is
I
kind of
saw
scary.
my file
we
a
do.
long time ago. It was
Yeah.
scary.
It is
Yeah.
kind of scary to think that there is a file. I don't know if it still is, but there certainly was at one time.
I think
a
there's a
detailed
baby out
file
there.
on me
Yeah.
at
Oh,
more
yeah.
than one of these places.
my
Oh,
Fine.
absolutely.
At one point,
Yeah. No, I'm
like
just-
at one point, EA was convinced that I really liked hockey, so I had a couple of there was a 6-month period where people were like, "So, how about them Red Wings?" Like people were like starting conversations with
Yep.
me about hockey, and I'm like,
You can canary trap this shit. Just before you go to an event, you start doing some red herring tweets. So you get some topical information that you don't give a
Yeah.
fuck about. You bust out 2 or 3 tweets, maybe say a month before and 2 weeks before, so that the intern who has to look all
Right.
this shit up can be like, Jeff Gerstmann is really into K-pop and.
accurate.
That would be legit.
Okay.
But at this point, everything.
Korean board games.
They're the best.
German
North Korean
board games.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Old German board games. Yeah.
It's just a blank piece of
Hotter
paper.
board games, yeah.
And you've gotten deep into watches.
So deep.
Watches.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No, at this point, there's so much nonsense on that I write on Twitter that I don't think there's anything to.
It would be
from
hard
it.
to put together a
other
coherent
than just, like-
profile based on your
K.
tweets.
Yeah, it's just fucking chaos. It
K.
would just be like, this guy is an asshole. Is what it would probably say. We think he might like hockey. I don't know.
Can I hear a real talking
Yeah, let's
point?
hear a real Madden
All right,
talking
I gotta
point.
put these back.
How many are there?
Well,
One?
they're not in bullet points, which was
no.
sort of dumb of them.
Why did they not put it in bullet points?
know.
Everything has to be a list these days, didn't they tell
Yeah,
them?
it's BuzzFeed. There should be.
They're
GIFs.
making me read
God.
paragraphs.
One weird trick you can use to work Madden into a conversation.
In fact, you could just they shouldn't have even put it.
Other
it,
software
it
companies
basically
hate
reads like a
him.
press release, and what they really should have done was offer contextual sentences.
Yeah.
You know,
If your
Well,
buddy
just
says this,
stuff that you can just recite word
exactly
for word.
right. You're
if
out to
the-
dinner.
Yeah.
If the
Like a
turkey
phrase
is
book.
too dry,
Right.
you say, "Oh, this reminds me of that time that Madden made a 12-legged turkey, and it
Exactly.
was a little bit dry in the Pro Bowl in 1987."
Which is accurately recreated in the
Yeah.
Hall of
Game,
Fame
yeah.
Right.
mode.
Like when
in
my
Madden
dad,
25.
so Thanksgiving
Speaking-
dinner, when my dad talks about like losing his bowel control, I could say, that reminds me, Dad, the implementation of two-step player motion provides unprecedented ball carrier control.
You press up to hold your bowels.
Yeah. Or actually, ball carrier control could come up in a different
Yeah.
way. Right?
Yeah.
We could talk about the hernia exam or something. I don't know.
That's
That's part of the combine.
It's a tough gig.
So, doctor, you wouldn't believe it.
The thing that weirds me out is
One in a
that
million shot,
this
dog.
is actually somebody's job was to
generate that document.
to think it up
They
first.
think of the number of meetings that were involved
Oh,
in
a lot of
generating
meetings.
that
You
document.
should, I think you should try. For Thanksgiving, you should seriously give this a try.
Try conversation.
Just have everything.
Yeah.
Come,
I'm gonna do it.
all conversational roads lead back to
I
Madden.
should do it. I should stealth film some of this.
Yep.
When
Yeah.
everyone goes around the table, what the things you're thankful for, all the new features
right.
in Madden 25.
You know what I'm thankful for, Grandpa. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try too.
Wow. I got nothing. I can't.
Well, maybe I need to bring out a guide.
I'm good.
I'm thankful my Xbox Live account hasn't been hacked with people trying to buy Madden Ultimate Team Packs. That's what I'm thankful for.
Is that a thing that
talking point
happens?
on there?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, it happens for FIFA because
Oh, yeah,
people that
yeah.
like soccer know no law.
Can you convert those FIFA things into money?
No,
They just want accounts that they can play the game with
you
all
can
the shit
trade
on.
the cards to other players. So the theory was you
Hey,
get
is
into
all
an
my-
account, buy a bunch of packs.
Is all
sell
my
them.
shit gonna get transferred over to Xbox One, like my points and gamer score?
all
All that all goes over.
All that stuff's
Is there
going
going to be
on.
massive inflation where like my 30,000 gamer points are completely useless, and now like the first game gives you 10,000 points?
No, so
Well,
they're
change
letting
those to dollars?
developers they're letting developers update achievements a
Oh,
lot
no,
more
score,
easily
gamer score.
Oh, Gamer Score.
on the Xbox One. So theoretically you could have timed achievements, you could have like community things like that. So I'm not sure how the numbers will work out, like what they'll do on the math side.
Does that stuff even matter?
No.
Do you feel like it matters? I mean, I know you guys got kind of deep into it early on,
Yeah.
but it petered out pretty early in the
It did.
generation,
And,
right?
well, yeah, it was one of those things like if you had someone locally to compete with
Yeah.
that would go down that hole with you into the darkest of dark places,
Yeah.
it was a lot of fun.
Hey, do you have a copy of NBA 2K6?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You want Avatar? You want to get the 1,000 Avatar
No,
points?
I got
You
that
can
one.
get-
Yeah, King Kong, that's pretty fast, right?
Not as fast as you
6,
want.
6,
'cause
what
you have
about
to really
Avatar: The
King
Last
Kong.
Airbender?
Yeah,
You got that one? That one's
that's
really
a-
easy,
that's
right?
That's
five
that's the
minutes.
one you can
Yeah.
just bash out in 5
Yeah.
minutes.
You just hammer a button and then
Yeah.
it gives
Okay.
you all the points, and you're like, "This is great."
That'll get me another 5, 6,000.
Yeah.
That's
I
good.
played
That's what I
all
wanna
of
do.
Open Season, the cartoon bear game based on the movie.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
That was an afternoon.
that movie's not good at all.
I
How's the
don't
game?
I don't
Pretty
get
good?
it. I just don't get
Yeah,
it at
it's
all.
really
Like
good.
it
Okay.
might, but the process of doing that in itself is not fun. And the achievement points are worthless.
Yes.
They can't be traded. It's just a number that sits on the screen.
Sure.
Yes.
They can't be traded in for
No, they
or
cannot.
used or spent in any
They
way.
started some
And
kind of
yet-
rewards program where they
They tried at the beginning, didn't
yeah.
they?
So the problem is they did not secure the system. You can hack your, they've tightened it up a little bit since then. But you could download game saves, re-sign them to your profile ID, and unlock all the points and like
That's
cheat.
some fucking next gen hacker level shit there. You got to break codes and break IDs and sign shit.
That's- I mean,
they made a bunch of very
that's
easy
even-
tools.
that's
that-
You got to
even-
get something
that
that
is even-
converts
That's even
memory
worse than just
cards,
playing
computer
monotonous
talk.
games.
I agree
Yeah.
with Gary. Yeah. So what are you hacking? What are you doing there?
to get worthless points.
winning.
Yeah, winning.
It's a meta competition.
But yes, you have uncovered the dark secret behind all of gamification.
I see
and
it all the
I
time.
bought an automatic. The car.
I have one of those. It's awesome.
It's fucking terrible.
It beeps when I go too fast. My gas mileage has gone up 3 miles a gallon.
It beeps when I have to drive normally. Like, think about the danger once you've retrained your
Oh,
brain
yeah.
to
Oh,
not
yeah.
slam on the brakes because you want a higher score, and then you plow into someone as a result.
I'm gonna go and tell you a secret. You should not retrain your brain to not slam on the brakes.
That's
when
what the
somebody
beeps are
fuck-
doing!
No, the beeps. Those beeps are just to let people who brake too hard regularly know. If you brake too hard once in a while, you're doing the right thing.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but
you're don't listen.
but
turn
if
those.
you get obsessed with the score.
do you? How often do you hear the beep? Like once a day?
I drive
Once
over
a
70
week?
regularly.
Okay,
So
so over 70 beep is a
the speed
lifestyle
beep feels
choice.
good.
That means you're winning.
I was like, yeah, fuck these guys.
We should explain what this is. It's a thing that you plug into the data port on your car,
Yeah.
and then it judges you via an app.
Yeah, it's Bluetooth to an app, and then so the real problem with this is that I had like a John Drake tracker like moment of
Oh,
like
God.
it's telling me how many hours I'm spending
I
in
know
the
everywhere
car
I've driven.
every week, and it's like
That's
you
not
spent 13 hours driving this week, and then I'm like, I want to die.
I know. The thing I like is it tells me how much it costs to drive to work every day. It's $2.45 each way.
Mine's like
every
6
day.
or 7 depending.
You live
on,
way the fuck
yeah.
further away than I do.
Yeah, but
You
also,
got a toll.
yeah,
Oh,
well,
they
yeah,
don't
well,
do
it does not take the whole toll into
Oh
account.
God,
yeah.
I didn't even think about that. But it makes you the thing I like about it is that it puts a dollar figure on commute, because then it makes me think, oh, maybe I should take the.
Do you know if it is
train.
pulling get real
It
gas
pulls
prices
regional
from where
average
you are
gas
stopping?
prices,
Okay.
and I think for me, since it knows what kind of car I have, it just says get the cheap gas.
But how much is the train for you?
Huh?
The train's gonna be more than your $2.
It's like $9 a day.
Yeah.
So it's wear and tear on the car,
Yeah.
plus it's $5 in gas.
Oh, you're saying your driving is $9?
No, train is $9. Driving is like $7.
Okay.
But I have to walk down this shit and needle-infested street. So
Parking.
and I have to pay another $9 for parking.
But you're not actually going to change the way you commute.
And you,
No, God,
because
no.
you get
But
to
I
come,
know,
you
you're
get to
just
come
gonna
and
be
go
more
as you
depressed
please.
about
Yeah. And 3 miles better gas, miles per gallon better gas mileage
Then what?
than what I had before because I'm not
because you're
going over
driving
70. Yeah. It's literally, I haven't done anything. I still accelerate too hard. I
Yeah.
still brake too hard. I do not drive over
I
70.
just don't do that a lot anyway. Like,
Yeah.
That was the thing I discovered is that I actually drive okay. I just drive fast.
That's good. Positive confirmation.
But for
$100.
me, it was literally like, here are the number of miles you drive in a week. Here's the amount of time you spend
Yeah.
in a car, and I don't need to see that. I already know it's a lot, and seeing it it damn near broke me.
Here's the thing about automatic that's good. If you have a relative that's elderly and forgets where they are sometimes, or maybe leaves the car someplace and can't remember, which is a thing that happens as your parents get older. Not my parents, but it happened to my grandparents. This would be great because you jam it in there. You put an iPhone in the glove box on your $10 a month data plan. You don't tell them it's in there. Plug it into the charger so it's always on, and then just you always know where their car is.
The other thing you could do is just take away their license.
Well, that's what you should do.
Couldn't you just?
But have you ever had that that conversation is a bad conversation. That was a traumatic conversation for everyone involved.
Just steer it back to Madden. It's
I'm
all
sorry,
Yeah.
we're talking about serious, real shit here. The automatic thing is if your insurance company offers that thing and you don't want those bastards spying on you because that's what that's for, so they can jack up your rate.
Yeah.
Get this instead because they don't report it to the insurance
But
company.
couldn't you just track the iPhone?
It's not quite the same. This also tells you when your check engine light is on, why it's on.
Really?
Yeah.
I wish it just offered more straight up data
It's
out of
It's
out
the
of
same
that
port
port.
the
Like,
mechanics plug in.
yeah. So it's like, what are my average RPMs? Like just straight up like
I would
gearhead kind of data. I
So-
wish they surfaced more of that.
As I understand that is dependent on the car, the make and model of your car. Newer cars from certain manufacturers surface like that. Like I know Ford, if you pay for their proprietary data stuff, you can get all of that shit
Right.
at like a engine computer level, all the way down to like fuel air
Wait, but
mixtures.
you have to
my
buy
understanding.
it?
I know
no,
my-
the automatic has to pay for it. They got to get into the API. So
I know
Ford,
my car would provide that data because that's what those ports are for.
Right.
Weird.
Mechanics get to look at all that stuff. And,
but they don't
and
always
all
do
that,
it
but-
real time, do they?
Or
Or are they designed to do it real time?
They are often designed because normally you want the car running, so
Yeah.
you kind of check the RPMs, make
put
sure
on the
you're
spinny thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like car DLC.
I know. How'd this happen?
But it's gamification. Like they have
That's-
gamified
yeah.
driving. They've literally put a score on your driving.
If I can get
Yeah.
a force armor for my
And
car, I totally would.
It's,
There you go.
it's kind of
$3.99.
disgusting.
I got it for work, obviously, because we'll do a video about it.
I got it
so-
because it sounded kind of rad.
I
and
thought
then I
it
got it and I
sounded
was
cool.
like, nah, this was not.
I like the mileage thing, and I feel like the braking too hard. If you have a person in your family that brakes too hard, it's probably going to break them of that, or accelerates too hard. Like who does the race from one stoplight to
Oh,
the next?
I used to do that all the time. Like when I was,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, when you're 18.
17 or
Yeah.
something like that, and then I totaled a car, and then thought, okay, I'm gonna.
I understand why this is bad. My
Not
dad
gonna-
used to yell at me.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are 58 minutes from finishing Oktoberkast. Do we want to take a moment and?
When
You're
do
gonna
we
make
eat
it this year,
When do we
Gary.
eat the peppers?
What's that?
You're gonna make it.
I mean, I think I'm going to make it.
Yeah, you're no. children
Last
have
year I didn't
exploded.
make it. I had
guys
to
are in really
leave.
good. You guys are in good shape this year. I gotta
Noon,
say.
man.
No.
Noon's the
Way
key.
better than last year.
Last year, you were here for the whole last finish, right? I don't even remember anything after 4 p.m.
Exactly.
We had Gary had to punch out because his
I
daughter
had to
was
punch out.
sick.
We had a sick baby, so I had a good excuse to go. And I ended up. We had to go to the emergency room, so I was up for like an extra 15
that
hours.
sounds
Wow.
It was epically bad.
I think Jason Cross was here. You were here.
Yeah, Patrick was here after I left.
Patrick was here.
I was in the back at
You were-
that point.
okay.
I remember Jason and Patrick.
It
both.
was that last couple hours from 6 to 6 was a real drag. What's our total at? Maybe somebody in the chat can tell me because I don't think
someone
I can
needs
do
to
the math
total it.
right
I can't
now.
do basic arithmetic at this point.
How many peppers do we have, Gary?
Oh, we have.
Peppers are safe.
I think we should finish strong.
Do you want to do this now, or you want to
I
wait?
think-
I think we should do it in the last 10 minutes.
$30,000.
We are not at $30,000.
Gotta wait.
We have
hit the 30K mark.
we have a bunch of them. We've got like 7 or 8. I think.
Wes went big on the peppers.
No,
as
we've
I
got 1,
understand
2,
it.
3, 4,
Actually-
7 left over.
I need to grab my phone for 1 second.
Yeah,
I have
go.
to re-up on the meter. Thank
Go.
you. Thank you
Oh.
for that.
Oh man.
Pay by phone. is
The
the
pay by
best.
phone thing is a miracle.
If you
I
park
like
in San
it.
Francisco, Pay by phone. If you ever do street
So
parking
good.
at all, you know those.
How
There's
does it work?
There's a 3-digit number and then like a 5-digit number underneath it, so it's 8 digits all together.
Yeah.
Is that right? 3 plus 5. Yeah.
On
Math
a-
checks
on a
out.
meter?
Arithmetic.
They're on every meter in the city, whether
Each
it's an
meter has its
electronic
own
meter or not.
Serial code.
Really?
Yeah.
And you go to the app on your phone after you've set up the credit card information, and then you put the location number in, the 8-digit code. If you use the same meter all the time, you can just in a drop down.
favorite?
You can favorite a meter. You hit how long you're going to be there. You put the last 3 digits of your credit card, and then you press next, and it says, "Okay, your meter's good for the next 120 minutes."
And
It's not going to show. It's going to
a bit
show
worrying
it's
because the meter
expired.
still says expired, so
Oh.
they're meant to put stickers on saying even though it says
Boo.
expired, it's all
I've
good.
never gotten a ticket
Yeah,
It-
the
it's
meter
totally
the meter
defensible.
person comes by and
They
knows.
all have connected systems.
because you have data.
and it will even send you a text alert when you're like 5 minutes from running out,
Yeah.
and you can
But
reload
how
it.
does the meter person know?
They have a computer.
They have
a
some
wireless
kind of
system.
thing.
They
that will
like
tell
scan
them.
it?
It,
No, no,
it
no,
has
it's-
to be a big annoyance for them, is the way I look at it. That means every meter
Yeah.
that's expired,
You gotta-
they have to look at the number for that and see if some
Yeah.
assholes pay by phoned it.
Well, this
It's-
is a
it's
great
their
byproduct
GPS
of
system.
that.
It's a what?
It's a GPS system because they can also use it to tell which on the block are
Like, which
actually
ones have actually
expired.
expired.
That also
yeah.
is-
So they don't even have to look at the red thing anymore. They just glance at the block and they know which
So why do
slots.
they have a meter person?
Why do they have a meter person?
Yeah.
Because
Because they-
actually
they
write-
can't get
they need
the
to
license plate
visualize.
on
Why don't they just have a camera?
They
by
need
the
a
meter?
robot that just runs underneath and takes license
Or
plates.
just little cameras on the meter. Just
They'll get
looking
there.
At, yeah,
They'll
just
get
looking at your
there
license
because
plate.
eventually the cars will emit that data anyway.
You hear that, Rita? They're coming for you.
That's
The
right.
bell tolls for you.
She's retired. She's been-
$23,000.
So we'll have
Almost.
machines judging us on how we drive,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cars
telling us
talking
where
to
we can and
meters.
can't park.
How many steps we're taking a day?
In a perfect world,
Yeah.
we won't have to have the car telling us where we can and can't park. We'll just hop in the loaner car from Google. We say, "Google, take me to the office." It says, "Yes, Mr. Caravella." It drives you to the office. You roll out on the curb, go into the office, and then it just drives off and picks up some other schmuck.
Yeah.
And then it realizes you've been torrenting movies, stops, seals the car,
And
fills
then
it full of sarin gas.
Yeah, until you realise one day it's driving you to the fucking meat processing plant.
The real
We turned into some kind of
my
slurry.
chips turned black.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Yeah.
The real problem with the self-driving cars is that they are essentially person-killing machines.
Why are they person-killing machines?
Because
like me.
just like normal cars, but without a conscience.
But
Imagine Jeff without all the human
Bless you.
instincts
That
that,
sounds
he
like a
has.
software
Yeah.
problem.
It is a software problem. The software takes over and kills us all.
how?
They're at ground level. They'll run us over. We have to step out on a sidewalk at some point. Once you do, the Google street cars will be there waiting for you. They have street view. They know where we live. They know where we are. They know where our home and work is.
I bet someone
They
said
can
the
come
same
find us and
thing.
just wait.
What
They'll
if-
camp the front door of your house until you step out and then run you the fuck over.
What happens if they run out of
Sounds like
gas?
a video game.
I want to be a cyber hitman.
They can get more gas. They
How do
have,
they get more
have robo
gas?
gas stations. They have robot attendants at the gas station. The hose comes out. It's all
Or they'll be
dynamic.
electric.
And then the hose
jams.
wraps around
yeah,
your neck.
Or they're electric.
They're
They
solar
plug
powered?
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Tesla's you drive over the plate and they'll swap out the battery.
There's induction.
What?
Yeah.
Like automatic?
You drive
Yep.
the Tesla over because the battery's just on the bottom of the car. Drive
Just-
over their new centers. They like dig a well underneath,
Uh-huh.
and a battery comes up and swaps it.
Wow.
30 seconds.
It's a battery pancake.
Dude, that's awesome.
There's some weird stuff about that though.
What?
You have to go back and get the same battery back from them.
Oh,
later.
you like deposit on
like
the
you
battery?
can't drive. You can't go from here to one station.
Yeah.
And then go from like there to Vegas and get another battery, and then
Yeah.
go from Vegas to Kansas City and get another battery. You have to come back to the place where you
Seems
let
like
your
a
battery off.
really weird intermediary step while we figure out
we're-
electric cars.
We'll get there. Supercapacitors, man. They're
Yeah.
the future.
Just
Charge them in an instant, drain all day.
apropos of nothing, and I point this out
That's
just as a-
exactly the right attitude for this podcast.
Go
Gary
on.
Whitta.
the
Subtitle,
number
yes.
of peppers remaining is
Yeah.
equal to the number of people at the table.
If we
right
get
Oh,
50
boy.
grand,
Oh,
I'll eat a
boy.
pepper. That's the
50
that's,
grand? What did you say?
50
We're at
What do
like
you think?
20, right?
So basically, come back next week.
Yeah, he basically was saying he's not
I'm
going to
good.
do it.
I've set the bar high. I hold the
Yeah,
users.
yes, impossibly high.
I hold the users to the same standard I hold myself. When I said 50
Impossibly
grand,
high?
we were on track to hit 50 grand if they could have kept it up through the dark nighttime hours.
That's how it
but
works.
they all whooshed out and went to sleep while we were here pulling hard time,
Providing
driving
slam
from Milan to
bang
Minsk.
thriller minute
If
entertainment.
you hit 50 grand, I will just put raw habaneros in my eyes.
Don't do that.
Wow, don't even.
High standard.
Really?
50 grand. I hold myself
Wow.
to an
That-
impossibly
I don't-
high standard.
I don't think
That's
anybody
crazy
wants
Is that
to
by
see
the end of the show?
People, the money starts going down, is what you're saying.
People start taking their money back.
How long can we get a kick? How long to get a Kickstarter going? Like we could get that today, right? We got 48 minutes.
The number of times I love habanero peppers, and the
Yeah.
number of times I have forgotten to take my contacts out
Oh.
before.
Oh, God.
so bad.
Yeah.
Even jalapenos are bad with the
Yeah.
eyeballs.
I put a habanero. I have a habanero pepper plant in my backyard.
How'd that work out for you?
It's great.
Does the child like it?
He does not eat from the habanero tree. The tree of knowledge.
the tree.
It is
Tree
the
of fire
forbidden
knowledge.
fruit.
Tree of fire, yeah.
Do not eat from the tree of fire.
I ate from the tree of fire. I know
Daddy,
everything.
Daddy, I taste knowledge.
I
Burns.
Yeah, that sucks.
I'm a man now.
Yeah, I know too much about life. Yeah, it's painful.
Nightmares. Nightmare
Kind of
grooves.
sucks.
You've learned a very important lesson today, my son.
I did. Speaking of tree of knowledge, watching Max get up in the morning and do have no idea what life is gonna be, but get up. His whole life is get up, play with mommy, do something, play with trucks, has made me reevaluate, and then thinking well, what is he supposed to do? What is the end goal, right? Is he supposed to be learning to get a job, to do something? Has just thrown my entire life perspective into chaos now, being actually, what are you supposed to be doing? What is he training for at some point?
I don't think you need to think that far ahead right now.
Utopia.
I think it's okay for him to just be a little kid.
Sure, but to what end, right?
Well, not to
mean,
put a bummer on the whole party here, but
hopefully, ultimately, to be a
death
productive
is kind of
member of
the-
society.
It's kind of the end game, right?
the end game is kind of death, Vinny. I hate to say
Yeah,
that.
the
but
end
that-
game ultimately
that's
is the same
basically
for
all
all.
we're
You
waiting
want him to
for.
die well.
Right, but
I think
Right.
ultimately it all goes back
Here's-
to us getting someone to change our diapers and feed us and bathe us.
Well,
but the in between.
I mean,
part, right?
if you really want to chart the end game all the way, you should be thinking of the most awesome and glorious possible death. It's like the way to
Exactly.
just go out in an absolute blaze of glory.
I think the
If
goal,
you really want to chart the complete
hold
long
on.
game,
I'm gonna give a serious answer to Vinny's
like
heartfelt
pushing
question.
the button on the asteroid that saves Earth or some shit like that. That would be the
Or
way
the
to-
would
one
be cool.
that
Yeah.
dooms
Or
her.
that launches the
Yeah,
asteroid.
either way.
Yeah.
I think you want to leave the world a little bit better than you left it,
Sure.
than you started with.
Overrated.
I mean,
Shrug.
call me an idealist.
What difference does it make, really,
Right.
in 1,000 years?
But well, I don't know. It depends. There's people that made big impacts, memorable
There's
impacts.
like a handful of people.
It's
If
harder
you say,
to
yes,
do
if you want
it.
to say make an impact, I say
Yeah.
absolutely. Whether
You
that's
think the
positive or
asteroid-
negative,
I think maybe
You
one way to
you
look
take
at
a
it.
chance. Sometimes, if you win, everybody thinks it's good.
I just want people to remember what I did.
Right. Of course, you're still
I
dead.
was there.
One way or the other. They saw that shit.
I think one way to maybe look
Yeah.
at it is to relieve yourself from any sense of obligation to leave the world in a better way that you found it, because now you can just defer it to your offspring. So,
Pressure.
He'll
push
do it.
Yeah, pay it forward.
and that,
Not my
ultimately
problem.
comes back to me. So
Because
it's
you left
still-
it in a better
yeah,
place.
Yeah,
By leaving somebody
yeah,
else
by
who could
leaving
leave
someone
it in a
else who
better
did
place.
it. Yeah.
I killed a potential future Hitler, just now.
You did?
Right,
No.
just
What?
sitting there now?
Yeah.
With your
Or,
mind power?
Where does that go? It's like
I realized
Every
that
time I
if I
masturbate,
squeeze
like,
with my mind,
Or again,
someone dies.
you may have spawned the next Hitler.
Oh, man.
She's a nice baby, man. Don't say
well, I'm
shit
sure
like
Hitler
that.
was a
Fuck
very
you.
nice baby.
I don't know.
He had the little mustache babies are evil, dude.
No, I bet you Hitler was a dick even. in the-
Yeah.
He was
His
putting
name was
little
Hitler, come
Yeah,
on.
he was putting little armbands on their
Wow.
he was
Little
buying
yellow-
them all beer and
yellow
stuff. It's
diapers.
like, hey,
Yeah.
Hey, Norm. You've been awfully quiet for the last, say, 20 30 minutes.
Yeah,
How you
where-
doing
that was
over
all right,
there?
though.
You guys
Where
are
do you-
loud enough.
Where do you fall in on this Hitler conversation?
I don't child. I'm all right.
Was Hitler a
I'm
bill-
all right.
Norm's still keeping
be
his
right back.
standards
I got
high. Only A
optimism.
grade
I'm totally seeing a
material.
kid's cartoon right now, like Lil Hitler or something.
It's a litmus test. Was
the
Hitler a
Hitler
cool,
babies.
a nice baby or not?
Not cool, baby. Not as cool as cool, baby.
not
But I
cool
feel
baby.
now that my daughter is 19 and she's already doing good things on Earth, I feel like I'm done.
You
That's what I'm saying.
Your
I'm
responsibility.
done. Now the rest is just gravy. I could just, sit around and just do shit.
I mean, if
That's someone else's problem.
if your daughter discovered, for example, the cure for cancer,
Right.
Don't you think you could just
Yes.
totally check out?
Absolutely. I'm
Like,
already
you-
halfway there. I mean, she spent summer in Africa building schools, and she's doing it again this
Right.
coming
So you
summer.
don't have
So
to
what
do
the hell?
shit because
right, I'm done.
She wouldn't be doing any of that
If it wasn't for me.
Right.
She has helped people on Earth.
Right.
More
and
than
that
I
ultimately has to come back to you as
Right.
credit.
Sure.
It counts for two.
It counts for two.
Only two.
Right.
But
maybe
that's
three.
enough.
There's definitely
was that a baby?
Why do I
in
keep
here.
hearing a baby?
I think it's
Did
'cause
you
my,
do that again with your
my
mind
kid-
powers?
Yeah, I know,
My kid will be
I
fine.
opened
I'm just
this-
leaving him out there.
My daughter has arrived with my wife.
That's
Drive
what
me
it is.
home.
Okay.
And you
That was a little
also,
scary.
Gary.
Yes.
Did you drive?
No, you
No,
gave me a
Norm.
ride.
I
Oh,
drove.
Norm. Norm's going to have to drive home,
Oh,
which
that's
is
so
probably not the
bad. That's
smartest
not a good
idea he's
idea.
ever had.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I drove last
yeah,
night.
your capacity to operate a motor vehicle is in no way diminished.
I got
Put the
automatic
goggles
car.
on. You'll be
You
fine.
are
I don't-
every
there's
bit
no
as
gear
competent
shifting.
as you were 24 hours ago.
No gear shifting.
Speaking of competence, Madden NFL 25 has an all new.
You are hired, young man.
He is a
Turn it
natural.
off, Jeff.
Line.
We are.
Just think the other benefit of going over to the other side is you get to keep the files on everyone else. then.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You get to write those
I haven't
files.
actually seen any files, but I know they exist.
They know you're not to
I've
be
been
trusted.
in discussions where they've been discussed, where the files have come up.
I want mine real bad.
Yeah.
I want to see. I want to see
I would love to see mine.
who's keeping them.
I probably don't, because it probably is a bunch of stuff about
Who
me being
thinks
a
what
dick.
is important?
They'll definitely have conversations where it's like, well, we want Jeff Gerstmann to come. You know, please don't send Vinny
Right.
to see this
Don't.
game because
You
we
just-
know Vinny hates this.
And there are only a handful of companies that will be so
Microtransactions.
brazen as to say that,
They
like, no, we want you to.
they'll
come to
try
this
to figure out
event.
a way to
Yeah.
have it be you. You know, we really want the editor in chief.
Right. Yeah.
You know, whatever.
Oh, well, they always want that. 'Cause
Right,
They,
they
want,
always
they
want
want the
that.
decision maker.
Right.
Yeah.
Then don't bring the editor in chief.
Hey, can I ask?
Right.
Can I
yeah.
ask?
I'm
can
too
I
busy being drunk.
It would be funny if it weren't so true.
Mm.
Why is everybody in the games industry so fucking pissed off all the time? You guys
That's
have
not true.
You guys
Jeff's
have
a fucking delight.
Jeff. Okay, no, I'm not talking about the people at the table. I'm talking about the industry as a whole. Is
We're all
full
exclu-
of
okay.
So everyone in the
thieves.
games industry, apart from the large
Yeah.
cross-section of it
Real
represented
fun.
here.
Yeah.
Do you mean
no,
do you mean the people
upstanding
in the
individuals.
games industry or the people that follow the games
So
industry?
okay, maybe the people that follow. We talked about this yesterday. So I can't remember who, but I have a theory. That the games industry coverage is so fucked up because it's been around longer than anything else on the internet. Pretty much in the old days of the internet, like before the web, you could use Usenet to like bitch about Barney.
Andy Eddy was on there running
porn.
his like Netcom FTP full of
he
facts.
was on CompuServe and shit.
Yeah.
And video games. And like so porn, video games, science stuff, and maybe bitching about TV, like Barney and shit like that. That was a big thing on Usenet when I first got on the internet.
right.
People
Yes.
bitching about Barney.
Will Wheaton, people fucking hated Will Wheaton back then.
They did?
Yeah.
Back then.
Wait, but you're
Alt binaries, Will Wheaton, die.
It was Wesley Crusher.
Wesley Crusher, die.
so,
Yeah.
but you're saying it's fucked now?
I think it is fucked up now because
In what ways?
it is like a generation ahead of every other content type on the internet.
But why?
Like, if
Why
you
do
look
you,
at-
why do you say it's fucked up? I just want to qualify.
Because
why.
everybody's always angry and there's a fucking controversy every week over nothing.
Here's where I
But you
want
don't
to.
think that's been like that
That's,
forever?
that's not unique.
I don't
to,
think
that's
so.
Not unique to
Ever
I
media
think it's been there most of the
I think it's accelerating.
But I think the counterpoint is that now we have the rise of all these YouTube personality types. You know, the
Yeah,
day
YouTube
one
personalities.
guys. But you know, they're drawing millions of fans, and those
hundreds
guys.
of thousands. Thank you.
Well, there's millions in a few cases.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't deny
fine.
that your job is in
And
jeopardy.
millions
Will.
of dollars.
Hey, we're on YouTube. We're on the YouTubes. We're the big hit. We're
Yeah,
on the
but
YouTubes
you're-
right now.
Right, but this is you're a company. You know, this is
Well,
like
that's true.
dudes. This is like 17-year-olds in their
There's no
living
way we're-
room
yeah.
with millions of fans.
And increasingly millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars, right? And the game companies are courting these guys.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
saying, why should we go through the press?
A certain-
Because those guys are assholes.
Yes, a certain company is increasingly cutting journalists out of the loop in favor of creating a whole division designed to
Hey guys,
market
what's
to
going
YouTube.
on with
I've heard
Madden
about that.
25?
Yeah.
And I think you've also got outlets that are trying to cover this in a 24-hour news cycle
Yeah.
for video games
Yeah.
when there's just not 24-hour
So
news.
you think the
Yeah,
24-hour news cycle is the problem?
for video games?
Yeah, it
like
seems
there's
dumb.
not 24 hours worth of news, so you start reporting on every little thing inside or outside of video games.
Yeah.
and it's just not that. There's not that much going on.
It's a neat hobby.
So it ends up that creates a lot of headlines that are designed to generate controversy
Yeah.
with the smaller number of like
Jeff
hardcore
Gerstmann says
news
Kotaku
consumers.
designed to generate controversy. Like that?
I mean, yeah, stuff like
Okay.
that. But I think
Headline.
like a lot of people write headlines. Like it was funny because I saw Patrick getting praised by someone on Tumblr the other day because like when
Wow,
they
I never thought I'd hear you say that.
Hey, man. When they announced the Titanfall release date, his headline was Titanfall's coming out March 11th, not Titanfall release date announced.
Yeah, because like the
Like,
only
just-
piece of
here's the-
important
here's-
information in
here's-
that story
yeah,
is the date.
That is it.
Why bury the lead?
Yeah. Because
lead is the whole thing.
Because there are too many businesses still operating under the notion of like you need these clicks.
Well, right.
And that is what is causing
10
that. and that
facts
is
you
what is
need to
breaking
know
it.
about Titanfall's release date.
Tell me.
Click here to start
exactly.
the slideshow.
Yeah,
It's
start the slideshow.
It's not January.
Yeah.
This is from
not
the team
February.
that brought you Call of
Not
Duty.
April.
Yeah. It's not this date.
Nope.
Valentine's Day,
not this one
so
either.
much.
Here's a
It's
picture
weird
of a
to think.
puppy.
It's really weird to think that not that long ago in our lifetime, when it was the magazine business, and
Blues News.
none of this existed. Like there was no constant update of game information.
And there was
all
no
the time.
real-time
It
feedback
was
from
monthly.
angry people coming your way.
Right.
It was like the letters someone would have to write a letter.
Right.
Or
and-
email.
Oh my God! When I used
I
to-
miss Canadian
email.
Corner.
What is email?
I mean, those of us that are old enough to have worked in print, as many of us were. I mean,
Yeah.
I used to have, because it was one of the menial jobs. Nobody ever really wanted to do
Yeah.
it.
Right.
You had to curate the letters page.
Yep.
You would read the print people letters that people had written in their handwriting
Yep.
or typewritten, and you'd figure out which ones were. You'd
Sometimes
throw
from
away the
prison.
ones that were crazy,
Mostly from prison.
and you'd print the ones that were acceptable and write, nice little responses. And it was civilized.
How many?
Well, I don't know about that. Darren, do you remember the most infamous letter from Computer Gaming World?
Geez, there,
Was it from Derek Smart?
I have to use a.
there's been a couple. There's been a couple.
Well, I have
that
to use a
stuck out.
derogatory, so I apologize in advance. But it opened with "Dear faggots."
Oh wow!
So,
And that got printed.
No, we didn't print it, but we
You
put it
passed
on the
that-
wall
yeah.
because
It
it was
sat
so
there for a
awesome.
while.
Look,
yeah.
I was really mad at you guys, okay? I had to write it.
So look, that meant
Never forgot that, Jeff.
that mentality has always been there. It's just
Yeah.
been greatly liberated by the internet.
And
It's
not
much
just about
easier
video games.
to fire off that
Right,
message.
about everything.
Any sci-fi thing, any political thing.
But I mean, part
Science?
of the reason everybody does it, there's so many game sites, is that at some point, like every game site that exists, except for GameSpot and IGN, I guess, maybe not even IGN, because IGN started as GameSpy, didn't it, or no? Was it something else before?
no.
IGN was,
well,
I
IGN
mean,
started
Oh,
as
it
Imagine
was,
Games.
Snowball, yeah.
Snowball.
yeah.
Okay, so
Well, even pre-Snowball.
they spun out of corporate stuff, but like all of the other shit that
was
was
Next Gen
there
Online for a little bit, yeah.
was like a dude who liked a game,
Blues
and
News.
Blues News and Quake News and Scary's Quakeholio and Redwoods.stomp.com and
Fat babies.
GameSpy.com and all of that shit was just dudes who liked games, didn't know what the fuck they were doing, and started out by copying plan files from John Carmack and John Romero's plan updates.
Plan files.
And like there's always been a very like, hey, we pull people from the community, and the dirty secret is that's because people from the community will frequently work for very low wage.
That's
Something-
never why. I
something
mean,
that
we hired a
every
lot of people
website
in
knows now.
GameSpot out of the community, and it was
You guys
never
were-
about the wage. It was about like people that understood the way we did things.
We were talking
Yeah.
about this back at the beginning. Like, who were
Colin
we
Campbell.
talking to? With
Colin
Colin, we were talking
Campbell,
about the days of like going to Blues News to get
Yep.
all your
still
news.
exists. Blues
It
News
does
still
still
up,
exist.
still updated. It's scary.
It's crazy.
Same
Is it
design.
still blue?
But the internet just seemed
You
like
can turn
a
it black if you want. But
I mean,
yeah.
it
No, is
may
it
be
the same
it
guy,
may be
though?
the
Is it-
rose
No, Blue
colored
sold it.
so.
spectacles,
Blue
but the
sold it to
internet
Hugo.
seemed like a friendlier place. Back
I think it's
then.
still him though.
They wouldn't still be running it if it was.
back
I
in the
think-
days
I
of
think he
Blues
might have gotten
News and
it back or
Shack
something, but-
News and
I don't know.
Voodoo Extreme.
Usenet
Yeah.
was pretty hostile, though.
Usenet was
No,
always has
Usenet
been.
was. I made Usenet a more hostile place.
But Usenet, but part of the magic.
I have
of,
my own Usenet group.
That's
Like,
what you left behind. Congratulations.
yeah.
That's
part of the magic about Usenet and all that shit
No,
about the
there's
internet
no
being hard.
fucking
No,
magic.
listen. Because it was hard to use, the people who were there were smarter and had to follow the rules, or you'd be mercilessly mocked and in some cases banned.
Yeah.
And as a result, there was an ability to have a civil discourse once you got past all the bullshit.
And then AOL added Usenet access
fucking AOL
and
that
ruined
was
the
terrible.
entire internet. Forward was broken from that point on.
I don't know
So
about
fascism.
All of it.
I don't know about
forums.
Yeah.
So basically, when
That's
we
the
let
way.
the riffraff in.
Speaking of plan files,
Should have kept it classist.
I discovered the other day from an interview with John Romero what remember WAD files?
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
What
Absolutely.
what WAD stands for?
What does WAD stand for?
Where's all the data?
Right.
That's
Really?
I never knew, they never once questioned what WAD file meant. It was just,
I assumed it was some
I
sort
just
of
I just
sexual
meant it was
thing.
like, well, here's a WAD of all the information you need, but it means where's all the data?
What about pack files?
I don't know what a pack file is.
It's a WAD file for Quake.
Yeah. They
Oh.
changed it
It's
quick.
a zip.
There's
isn't
zips.
It? With a
You can
different
unzip
name.
Yeah, it's just a zip.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good times.
I do remember plan files though. Man, I used to have fun with those.
See,
We did find Tapestry of Injustice, by the way. I'm going to try and get that running.
Yeah.
Good luck. Quake 2. I ran a Quake server once.
So you think video game coverage is broken?
I don't know about video game coverage. I think that there are some places that do video game coverage very well.
I think the quality of journalism, the quality of writing about video games is better today than it's ever been.
I think there's some,
I don't
there is
understand
some
at all
really
where-
good stuff out there for sure.
The people are smarter and the people who are smarter and reasonable
So they're
are,
just more
Well, I
open.
think
I
there's
just
more
think a lot of
people-
the traditional business side of it is broken.
I agree
and that's
with
leading
that.
to a lot of bad habits.
Right. But I think in terms of writing and coverage, you have more people with professional ability to do writing and
here's
broadcasting
the
things who are
distinction.
also gamers.
Everything above the byline and above where the comments start is better than it's ever been. Everything below that point is worse than it's ever been. That's the distinction I would make.
Well, there's just more of it.
That's a fair point. I actually
Way more of it.
There's more well-written, long-form stories than I've
I
seen
mean,
in a long time.
there's a
so.
reason why Scientific American, why even IGN has had to step in and like
It was
Scientific, Popular Science just shut their comments down entirely. They said this isn't up for debate. We're not going to have anti-science people in here.
Until
IGN has had to get much more strict because their comment section just turned into a fucking scum zone.
they're useless.
This problem is eventually going to solve itself. Like once display advertising is completely dead, then that notion of like, oh, we got to get these page views will go away with it, and then there's no reason to have comments anymore.
Display advertising is never going to fully die because there's always going to be some scumbag that for a 30th of a cent CPM is selling punch the fucking monkey ads where you can win a free cruise to Alaska.
But at some point,
there's an asshole out there. It's like, you know what? If I can generate 45 million page views, I'll get $60 this month, bro.
But at some point, Chrome just comes with a built-in ad block that actually works.
Because Google's going to block ads?
Sure, why not?
except for theirs.
Except for theirs.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm fine with that. That's okay. Whatever. Ad block works. If you don't like ads on the internet, you should pay sites that are good and block the rest.
Yeah, so it's it's going to be one of those big business model shifts that's going to happen. We're already we've been running a subscription business for a while now.
Yeah.
Oh man, Blues News doesn't look that different
Nope.
to how it did back in the day.
Not at
No,
all.
it does not.
This is almost like going to that Space Jam.
It's blue and black.
It's a time
But it's
capsule.
weird. It's weird because it covers a lot of they'll do like daily wrap ups of stuff that just are not classic Blues News topics anymore.
So the
When
bottom
Blues
paragraph got
News
bigger
used to
and
just
Quake
be
2 mods
first
every day?
person
Yeah.
doom and
Yeah.
Because of
remember
that's what became Sugar Shack. Because it had a dumb name, you missed out on it. Like it attracted the people who had the dumb sense of humor.
What does this conversation sound like to a 15-year-old who's never?
They have no
Bunch of
idea.
old
They're playing
motherfuckers
Candy Crush
reminiscing.
right now.
They have no idea.
You know. Oh.
I was going to say we're in the last
it is.
30 minutes. Do you want to?
We should donate one more time.
Finish on a pepper.
No, I don't want to. We didn't get $50,000. There's no fucking way. They
I'm
didn't
not talking
earn it.
about all of you, but
everybody
those
else
who
can.
are those
we
who
should
are
wait
willing.
10 minutes. 10 minutes is where to cut off. I'll take calls during the last 10 minutes while you guys are all screaming for the bathroom. We only have one bathroom.
We have the
remember?
milk on standby.
Wait, does this lead to a bathroom situation?
Not
No,
for a while.
it shouldn't.
How long does it take
I
you to
don't think
drive
I
home?
can
Like
do
an
this.
hour or two?
It didn't in my case.
I don't know. I don't eat a lot of spicy food. This is all really freaking me out.
So
I
some
can't do
people
this.
report upstairs downstairs situation on the spicy. So it's spicy on the way in.
Oh, sure,
Once
sure,
again,
sure. Yeah,
on the
I've
return
eaten,
voyage.
I've eaten like hot wings, but
Okay.
but we're not talking about like immediate. Like I'm gonna eat this and go whoa, and then run away, right?
I don't think so.
Okay,
I
all
would
right.
pay extra for you to do that.
All right.
But
okay.
I'm going to ask.
If we hit $30,000, I'll take a shit on this table. What are we?
No, Jeff, if
in a Dyson air.
just
Yeah.
okay, that sounds pretty good. I think just remember my child's out there. If the bathroom is occupied and there's an emergency situation,
All right.
go to
The whole bathroom thing is so exaggerated. I'd never had any trouble with it. Alexis, as far as I can tell, didn't report any
Wes is
trouble
giving
in
me
that
all
area.
kinds of shit over Twitter, over IM, but I don't care. I'm good.
What is Wes giving you shit about?
Because he
About
thinks
not
I should
doing-
eat pepper, but I made a specific.
You see,
Don't
here's
worry
the
about it.
thing. You
Don't
can
worry.
choose not to do a
Yeah.
pepper.
If we
Or
get,
you can choose
but
to
we
not
should have a
criticize me
reasonable
for not
goal.
doing
if
peppers
we
that
get
are
to
hot
50
enough.
grand over the next
You
2
cannot
3
do
weeks,
that.
I will drink. I will eat
We
pepper.
should have a reasonable goal for everyone that's not 30,000 because we're not going to hit that in 20 minutes.
We might.
Okay.
You should
well.
eat half a pepper if you make it to half the
Oh,
price.
I think that's worse.
Just half?
Yeah, because
Where-
then you
what
get
are we
full
at-
access
what
to
are we
the
at
ribs and
right
seeds
now?
and stuff.
We're at 23.
I think we could hit 25.
That's,
Surely.
I think it's a reasonable goal.
I don't know. I don't know.
25 is a nice
You'll be fine,
round
Jeff.
number.
Jeff, you eat much worse stuff on a daily basis. I know how
But
you
not spicy though.
Is it put the whole pepper in your mouth at one time?
Yeah,
Yeah, you just
gotta
chew it up and swallow it.
And there's milk and whipped cream and meat right there.
Kind of get it over with.
Yeah.
eat. You have to remember,
no one's going to be,
Vinny, not to touch your child.
I know.
You too, Darren.
Or my eyes.
Or your eyes.
Yeah.
Are you wearing contacts?
Well, if I hold it by the stem and just down
The
it.
stem's still a little spicy.
Stem's the best
23,
part.
127.
Let me get some tweezers.
23,
Less than 2,000.
Drop it in.
so that's pretty good.
Who among us is actually willing to do it if we hit 25?
Jeff
Vinny
and,
will.
and Darren. I
Darren will.
believe.
That's good enough for me. If anyone
That's
else
three.
wants
To
to.
amuse you.
I might not be able to drive
I feel
home
like-
right away, but we'll see how it goes.
Lord
Fine,
Gary
we're here for a while.
I feel like that will provide our contributors with proportionate value.
If you would like to contribute to this madness, if you would like to see Vinny, Darren, and possibly Jeff eat
Jeff
A
habanero,
habanero pepper.
Jeff Gerstmann, just to be clear, Jeff G,
Oh, Jeff G to go as well.
Jeff G eating.
I don't know.
a habanero. He's,
The ones
he's on
that
fence.
the ones that are left are actually pretty small.
You can show your support
Alexis
by donating right now
ate
by
the
going
biggest
to
one, I think.
tested.com/kids, tested.com/electrons, or tested.com/doctors.
We also have a can of whipped cream that you shoot into your mouth
That's the
like,
emergency.
like flame retardant foam.
Like you get it up your nose or
Right.
something.
So
what, you just, like,
you
do
can blast
whip
it
it?
up
Yeah,
in
we
the-
do
you
whip it
basically
and
just
then
do a
and then
massive-
you just
No.
forget that it's
No, you
happening.
get the-
like,
it's
wow.
above you. It's above you and not.
I
upside.
wish, I
This
wish,
is
I
the
wish,
bad
we, I
way.
wish we could pull up the clip
This is
of,
the good way.
Will
I can
shooting
hear my
foam
brain
into
cells
Alexis's
popping.
mouth.
I would mess that
That was
up
a special
so
moment.
That was. Good.
I did blast foam into Alexis's mouth. He was having a problem this morning.
Is that secret code?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, all right.
There's another winner. Oh, my
somebody.
goodness.
Oh fuck! I'm signing in the wrong account on Skype on my phone, and it is a there. I don't want to call.
All right, so we have 20 minutes left to make this happen.
We have 20.
I think it's
oh, no.
it's kind of a tall order, to be honest. We need a real late surge.
How many
Of
Stop
generosity.
calling me.
You want one?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
We're gonna eat a pepper.
Does it go away
But
pretty quickly?
I'll split what I'll
Yeah, it goes away really fast.
Does what go away?
Does the pepper? The
Once you drink the milk,
What should we do?
it's good.
No?
It's not going to go. Here's what I learned, and I can give you my hot pepper tips that were passed on
Yeah.
to me by the hot pepper.
Do not give me your
Yeah.
hot pepper tip.
Is it
That
some-
is
some kind of sensei?
inappropriate.
I'm gonna feel that hot pepper tip.
Here's the key.
Just the tip with the hot pepper.
The,
is
fir-
what
the
you're
first tip is
saying.
probably only really it may apply to you. Certainly on their channel they said make sure that you, if it has a stalk, get all of it. Like don't leave anything on the stalk, otherwise the people in the comments will give you grief for being worse than not eating the whole thing. If it doesn't have a stalk, you just pop the whole thing. But that's not a big deal. Number one tip is you're gonna have to chew it to get it down, but just get it down. Don't hang around with it there. That's where I fucked up. I started reviewing the game, and the guy that runs the website is behind the camera going, "Get it down!" And I was like, "Oh," but I left it too long, and I probably got more of a burn than I should have.
Don't masticate
And then
with your hot
yeah,
pepper.
No,
don't
oh, no.
masticate, don't
That's
Like
bad.
one
prevaricate,
crunch
just
and
get
down.
it down.
Try mediate. Try not to hate.
And then be aware that it's not going to get
Well
better.
done, Darren.
Thank you
For
very
like the 5 or 6 minutes, however as long as you're able to last, it's not going to wear off on its own. It's going to be bad until you drink the milk, and the milk takes like 70-80% off it right away.
I think
Instant relief.
25K is possible.
I think it is possible. I'm
I
going
think
to do
it's
another.
in striking distance.
$500, Gary.
It's not as bad. Like, I got so jacked up, like, oh my
Oh.
god, this is going to be terrifying.
Oh right, Gary gives us $500 each if we eat them.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Well, if you two
Yeah.
do it,
Yeah,
then
that's
I will give you
$1,000.
$500 each.
$1,000.
Is it to
right
us
there.
or the charities?
To the charity?
Obviously not.
charity of their choice.
What if you just put it in a donut and eat
What
it?
about $250 each?
That's not.
Oh,
Gonna
that's.
I'll do
good.
250. I'll do 250.
You
each.
should just
try
do
that.
that. You should do that.
No, 250 is less than 500 each.
No,
Well,
no,
if
250
Will-
for charity,
if Will
250
wants
to
to,
us.
if Will wants
No,
to
no, no, no,
bargain
no.
against himself, that's not my problem.
Oh, 250 gets us closer to $500 gets us closer
We're
to
at 20,
$30,000.
23,560 right
I
now.
will probably eat a pepper for $500 to charity of my choice.
We all have to do it. Well, you all have to do it at once.
How many are left? Is it one?
There's,
two,
there's enough for everybody.
everyone.
4, 5? Jeff,
There's
Jeff
7
Green-
left.
Including,
Jeff-
okay, including you.
So there's more than enough.
But I'm not. I don't need to. I have nothing left to prove.
don't-
So,
Prove
so you're
Well,
saying
well you're the crusty veteran at this point, then.
Yeah, you're an American
Is there? The
hero.
question is, I think there'll be enough milk for everyone.
People after it's important that there's enough milk for everyone.
so the
Well, and we also have the whipped cream.
Hey,
That's
would you
something
pass
else.
me the milk, Norm?
Don't go. Don't
You're
waste
just gonna
it.
dump it on the
Don't
floor right
waste
now?
it. Yeah,
He's gonna hoard it all.
yeah. Right after everyone does it, I just tip the milk out.
God, it would smell so bad in here.
So are you saying that, Gary? You're saying the milk is clutch? You're saying the milk is
The
huge?
milk, like I said, will put the fire out. Most of it straight away, almost immediately.
So we should do
The milk provides almost instant relief.
we should do like for
You
every
switch
minute
it
you don't
around.
drink the milk, an extra $100 or something.
I
like
think
that.
it might be fun to see. You could do it as an endurance. See who can. You'll have the
long
milk
can
in
you
front
last?
of you.
Squirming right
The,
now.
the milk will,
Everyone's
the
like,
milk will be in front of you. From.
Yeah.
I think this is the way we should do it. We'll do it as an endurance run, and let's see who's the last to drink.
So all the contestants sit on
fuck.
one side, Yep. With cups of milk and the whipped cream as the emergency in the middle.
And if Jeff's really not comfortable doing, you can be the officiator or something.
Well, the thing is, you know,
Whipped cream is for bitches.
I'm
That's what
not-
I'm saying.
That's why it's only one whipped cream in the middle. Everyone
Who
gets a cup
who
of milk in
gets
front of them.
stitches? What's that? Is that snitches get
Yeah,
stitches?
snitches.
Whipped cream
Snitches.
bitches get stitches too.
Whoa.
I'll go get the styrofoam cups.
I apologize for my language at
we
this
have
point.
cups.
I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
But we still have to hit the target.
I don't want to touch the pepper because I would like to touch my child at some point today.
Touch the. use
Is the
sword
stem
and
not
wash your hands.
spicy?
Well, you can like wash your hands and it's gone, right?
No,
You know?
Do not touch your eyes or any in your face.
under no circumstances.
yeah, I'm wearing contacts.
I'm a big,
that's why
I'm a big face
out.
toucher.
You got to ride a motorcycle.
And I got to ride a
Jeff,
motorcycle. Yeah,
Jeff,
not a good combination.
when was the last time you really felt alive?
Never.
I'm gonna go and tell you something. Right now, there are two ways you can feel more alive than you felt in a long time. Right now,
Yeah.
One, Vinny can slap you in the face as hard as he can.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you that's pretty fun. We've done it a lot today.
Yeah, no, that's.
Two,
I like the rough stuff.
the other option is to eat a hot but not super hot pepper.
So it's hot, but not super hot.
This is not
Super
like
hot.
It's not ghost pepper.
this is not like ghost pepper is orders of magnitude hotter than what we're about to consume.
Let's use that table.
This is mid-range at best.
So like like I'll get wings from the wings place sometimes, and sometimes I'll get it spicy.
You
And I
get
can handle it.
extra hot,
No, this is not that.
This is hotter than that.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
but it's not that much hotter than that.
I think the thing to keep in mind,
I
right?
cook
The milk
with
takes
these.
Okay,
80% of it
okay,
away.
Okay, have you eaten like the
Immediately.
the hot hamburger at like Burger Joint or something? Like, how does it stack up against that?
I never get spicy hamburgers at Burger Joint.
Okay, because they have this one that's like you have to sign a waiver in order to eat it.
I always think waivers are bullshit though.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Reaction like the Monster Hunter guy, you're not going to be like regretting that you did it.
And I think to keep in mind is like there is no actual damage
Okay,
being done. This
I'm
is
gonna-
all, and as much as
It's
it
like
hurts your pain, it's in your
fear-
head.
it's
Fear
all
is- fear is the
psychological.
mind
Yeah,
killer.
if the
Fear is
fear,
the mind
it's
killer.
like anything. The fear is worse than actually
What we should
doing
do
it.
is we should get paper towels to hold the peppers if you don't want to get it in your hands.
Yeah, you should not get it. You should
So,
not
okay,
even
let's-
touch the
let's
skin
I'm,
of it.
I'm going to print out copies of the Gettysburg Address, which we're going to read after we eat the pepper, because I don't think anybody's prepared.
So do you
want
want to
to
do it as anyone can take their milk at any time? But let's
So we-
see,
so
let's
see who
line
can
up
last.
here.
Line 'em
First
up.
of all, we need to reach 25K.
Well, I think we will at this point. I think the audience is pretty psyched for this. I'd be amazed if we didn't hit 25.
All right, I guess so. There we go.
Let's line them up
So
here.
everyone but
So
me
we get
and
a
Jeff
camera.
is doing it. Is that right?
Yep, and you guys will officiate.
What if I throw up?
Yeah, then you
That's
gotta eat
bonus,
that.
bonus points. You have to,
Then you have to eat it
it
back.
counts as eating twice, so you win.
Yeah, don't throw up.
So should I move?
I don't know.
You can come over here if you want.
I'll sit next to Gary.
You and I will be in
As soon as I
support-
said, "What if I throw
support
up?"
mode.
Jeff is out of here.
Should I move?
Like, okay.
I should probably move.
I picked the right seat on this one then.
24.90. So
Oh,
we're getting
wow.
there.
Oh boy, there we go.
We're within
Striking
we're
distance.
striking distance,
All right.
within 1,000. I think we'll hit it.
How long has this milk been out?
Like
I think we
half
just
an
might
hour
die
since
because
I
of
had
the
the
milk.
count, since I had that Count Chocula.
Okay,
earlier.
all right.
There are chunks.
Not
So I'm out. I'm
And
out
again,
of.
we have this. This is also pretty clutch.
You do that after the milk?
You can. I mean, I think that's overkill. The milk should do it.
Don't use water though. It just spreads it around.
Oh no, that's the rookie move right there. You
Yeah.
know. As a former Buffalo resident,
See, I don't like blue cheese at all, but I have had to turn to it in a couple of cases, eating wings.
Conveyance.
I'm willing to bet my wife's gonna kick in the rest of the way just to see me suffer right
Your
now.
wife's gonna laugh your ass off and tell you dumbass is what's gonna happen.
Pretty
You
much.
getting that out of puke range?
The nice thing is my wife's in the other room to do it right here.
Yeah.
Doing this for the
If
children.
you're wearing contacts, you might want to take them out now if there's some sort of.
Everyone in that
disposables.
picture is hot.
Oh, did we get paper towels, napkins for everyone?
We got paper
Oh, there.
towels.
this home.
Jeff was actually kind of a stud back in the day.
You mean Johnny
Green?
Logan?
Back in the
What are you
day.
talking about? Back
I
in
mean,
the
now he's not anymore.
Jeffy
He's
Green?
Silver Fox now. but I
I'm
mean,
a little
this is like
withered.
legit.
If you're just joining us, you're 23 hours and 38 minutes late.
Yeah, yeah.
This is OCTOBERKAST,
No.
our 24-hour podcast
She
for
kinda
the kids.
Right. Oh, here, let me
Yeah,
just
I'm
take.
not-
Okay.
I
never
don't
mind.
think we're gonna pretend to enjoy this.
That should be your Facebook profile page, man.
This?
Yeah, why
Just
not?
cut her
Just
out?
Jillian Anderson. I'd cut you out too.
Really?
Thank you.
Well, I mean, you know,
There.
Just in case.
Don't
Oh.
we look like
Double
we
cup
have-
it.
I
Double
have.
fist.
I already filled.
You know, Jeff, it does look kind of like, it does kind of
cup.
look like
I
an,
wouldn't
You guys
fold.
wanna
You scan and then crop.
Yeah.
it does kind of look like an abduction photo though. You know.
It's
You should put a bunch of like puzzle pieces on your face, like with marker.
Keep it coming, man. I'm a big
My wife
boy.
just called me a dumbass.
Where's the pepper? Can we just do this?
I just like
Can I
milk.
call you a dumbass?
Oh,
Yeah.
did we hit the?
Told ya.
Did we hit our goal?
Pretty much.
But does it matter? Are you going to do it anyway?
Pretty much, because I am a dumbass.
Wes Fenlon is talking big fucking game for a guy that's not eating peppers.
What's he
He
saying?
bought the peppers.
That doesn't fucking give him any powers. He says, stop being a wuss. Everybody eat a pepper. It's fate. There's the exact right number of peppers. It's fate.
It's fate.
It's fate. There you go.
Wes
he saying?
Fenlon believes in fate, apparently.
What's our total at right now?
I can't.
Last I checked 2 minutes ago, it was at 24.90. So I'm going to check again in a second.
24-0.
I just wanna tweet out
If they don't get
this.
to 25,000, I don't think we have to do this. We can just walk away.
Can we get a
And they
one
only
shot
have
of,
13 minutes. Oh, no, they have 21 minutes.
That's where I get started there.
Shit, the math is kind of gnarly on this.
We need to centrally locate that whipped cream.
I'm getting a lot of spam on AIM these days, guys.
The whipped cream is.
On AIM?
Okay, so it's important not
Alright,
to
so
hit
I
your
tweeted
lips
this out
on the
one
whipped
last
cream.
time.
Put it above your mouth, not don't cup it with your
This is
lips.
an emergency situation. These are
No,
not rules.
that is communal whipped cream.
Actually, maybe we should like put it like in front of the monitor, so it's like they have to really
no,
embarrass
too many
themselves.
cables. Too many cables.
This is going to be sweet.
This is such a
Alright,
fucking bad
Check
idea.
the total one more time. I think we should
73.
officially go over 25.
I could talk into this
so
one.
we do
71.
this.
Yeah, are we
How
going
fast is your heart beating?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay.
when was the last time you really felt alive, Jeff? That's what you need to ask yourself.
I feel like Apple's about to announce a real nice product.
75, 69.
You excited?
24,504.
You got a lot of milk there. You guys are ready to chug a cup of milk.
Yeah, Vinny has.
20, I
Vinny
got,
has
I got
a-
like an
I got
20,
I wasn't even
I've got
thinking. I was
24.
just kinda like-
Oh no, I'm not doing
I've
it.
got 24,685.
No. We need 25.
I think we need to hit that number.
It went from 25.
Jeff looks like he's just dreading.
It went from 24,504.
Staring at the barrel of a gun. Just,
I like the Norm. Can you get lined up so you're exactly
I don't
on the
know.
same? I don't think
Joey
it works.
can-
No. Don't make
there a
Joey's
phone?
worked enough.
Right in the
It's
middle?
one camera shot.
I like him in the middle there.
This is such a
maybe it's not.
bad idea.
It's very trippy.
I'll
There you
go on Jeff's side.
Just pick a side.
yeah. Oh, okay. Sure.
We'll share this mic.
You can aim them both. That's
I'm
cool.
up against
We're
like
good.
some cable stuff. I
We're
can't
professionals and
use
shit.
the chair.
Headphones.
No, I mean the
Man, I haven't had whole milk in a while. I feel like.
Yeah, it's
It's
like.
like cream.
Yeah, it's like wow. That's like.
I mean, in reality, I'm probably more likely to have issues because of the whole milk than the pepper.
Yeah, let's be honest here.
Yeah, but you get older, you get less lactose tolerant. I didn't realize that was a thing, but that's true. Fact.
All right, I'll do another check because the number is rising steadily.
What's our goal?
25K.
Okay.
And also, so to be clear, Gary will lay out the peppers on each of our napkins.
24, 744.
at random?
We might as well get the peppers now because
Don't-
it's happening.
Don't
Okay.
complain if you got the biggest pepper.
24,846.
And eat the pepper. You can drink the milk whenever, but it also is an endurance. Are we doing anything after we eat the peppers? Like reading anything?
I didn't print the Gettysburg Address. That was an
So
idle
it's just
threat.
expression. Just look at the camera.
I think you can just discuss.
Four score.
Share your experience.
Yeah. How are you feeling in the moment?
And like I said, you're free to drink your milk at any time. No shame in it if you're the first to go.
Last one wins,
No,
right?
no one will give you a hard time.
Sucks for you, Norman. 5 minutes.
I have a document here called important URLs.
It's like that scene
We hit
in
it, we
Boogie
hit it,
Nights
we
when
hit
Mark
it.
Wahlberg
No.
is just staring off. Just
Oh, hold on. Is this one?
Wait, are you gonna?
What is he doing there?
This is scene in Boogie Nights.
yeah,
Oh.
where Mark Wahlberg is just staring like they're getting ready to rob Rahad Jackson.
Oh.
Yeah, Will was thinking of a
I
different.
thought it was a different
Yeah.
scene.
No, different.
My bad.
Different.
I was ready to go.
25,316. We are well over.
Oh, well over.
And let's just have a moment. We actually, I believe we may have surpassed last year's total with that number.
No, we were $30,000 last year.
After.
Oh,
well, that was
Yeah,
afterwards,
that's
so-
On the
I
day.
think we were 23 on the day, so we are way
Nice,
over
so you're way
last year's
over.
total.
And also,
Congratulations, everyone.
plus
Thank you,
Gary's
everybody.
1,000. Once Will and I both consume these,
I'm consuming a pepper. Fuck you, Gary. You're such an asshole.
it's $1,000 for charity.
Yeah, no, I know. It's worth it for that. I'll suffer for the kids. Do we get to choose? We get to choose which charity puts our $500
You
to.
can and grab it blind if you want.
Yeah, I'll
you
do
just-
that.
Oh, nice.
I'm not.
Feel
I'm just,
free to
I'm just
sponsor
afraid
you.
I'm gonna touch the plastic and I'm gonna get some kind of like habanero cootie that like I can't touch
Jeff?
my kid later.
Oh, you got a small one.
Okay.
I can't remember if the small ones are hotter or.
Small is worse.
Small's worse.
Pack some more peppers.
I
in
got a
there.
medium
Wow,
size.
that's a big one.
That's a big one.
That's huge.
I'm not gonna get a random one. I'm gonna get what's left.
Oh, look at that little shriveled, gnarly.
Seriously, nice
This
pruny.
is not cool.
If I smell it, will I get a sense for what's going to happen?
Like
No.
Oh, look at that.
I was
That's a
expecting
youngin'.
nice. I was gonna say, like, I was expecting like the John Holmes of peppers here. I was just like, oh man.
Fucking here comes the
I
Serrano.
got iPad 1 heartbeat levels.
I think they're all. Vinny, I think, may have got. Vinny and Jeff over here
okay.
may have gotten away with it, but the other two that are left are pretty small as well.
Selling
so.
chapstick for $8 a hit.
And there's
Do you
no
wanna-
and there's
do
no
you
stem
wanna-
on
do you wanna
stem
check
on
that
mine.
out?
No,
so
this
just
one's fine.
The
You
whole
got a
thing
chance
in.
to Swap it out.
No, I don't know.
Smaller is
All in.
worse.
I can't remember if it's better or worse.
I don't-
The hot pepper guy, to me, was like, "Oh, don't worry, the small ones are better." Or is it worse? Yeah, you'll be right.
All right.
I'm so glad to not be part of this.
All right, guys, thank you very much for getting everyone over,
There we go.
getting us over $25,000 for our 3 charities. Now, Jeff, Norm, Vinny, Darren, and Will are all going to
Can I just get punched in the face
raw-
instead? Is that worth $500?
We're all going to eat a raw habanero pepper. It's nothing I haven't done before.
Are you
so
going to do a proper countdown?
The baby's very
And
excited.
it goes in.
Tweet, first
I'm
tweet.
going to be crying in a second.
I was gonna say who's the.
The whole
that?
thing goes
Tweet
in
it out.
I tweeted it already.
It's important when you cry not to touch your eyes. Also, don't use the habanero paper to wipe your eyes.
Good call.
These
I
things,
would
these
say,
are all
this
serious errors.
This is the backup paper right here.
do you want me to give you a countdown?
I'm just going to
Fuck.
fucking do it.
January
Should I just rip the
2007.
stem off now?
You can rip the stem off now if you just want to pop it, but just
Yeah.
try not to touch it with your bare hands.
Oh, that
Do
was
we have to
easy.
eat the whole stem?
Shit, now
you don't have to eat the stem.
No, actually, don't eat the
leave
stem.
anything else. You guys ready to go?
Yeah,
How do
we
I
go.
get the? Okay.
Here we go.
Do a countdown from 10.
No,
Oh,
I'll,
he
do,
just,
Will
he's
done
done it.
it.
Okay, he's in.
I'll do it from 3.
Wait,
I don't
Will
think it's
ate
really
already?
quite that dramatic.
He didn't even want to wait.
Oh, Will's already gone, so you guys should go.
So much for dramatic.
So much for the drum roll.
You just
Oh,
got to fucking go.
shit. All right. Well,
The sound of the fire explosion.
That's warm.
Done.
There we go.
All right, everyone has milk.
Everyone's eating it.
4 score.
Get it down
7.
fast.
It's gone.
All right, good job.
Vinny's just sitting there.
All right.
Looks like nothing's happened to Vinny.
Whew. It's a little
Four
bit
score
warm
and 7
there.
years
Comes
ago.
out a little bit of the back.
Creeping.
That's curious.
You got it in
It's
your
not
teeth, dude. You want it off the
creeping.
gums.
bad. Actually, it's not bad.
4 score and 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition that all men
that
are
was very
created
difficult to
equal.
swallow.
Yep.
Are you still
lot of-
swallowing?
No, it took a while to get down.
Now we are engaged in a great
Norm
civil
is
war.
losing it.
Let it happen.
Just live with it.
It's worth mentioning that Norm is a super taster. He has more
I might
Oh
be-
receptors.
no, it's going out early.
Wow.
Now, at this point, we're in a
Yeah,
race to
losing
not
Norm.
be first.
Norm, don't be a hero. The first hiccup. Norm, don't be a hero. Drink the milk if you think it's too much.
Vinny, it's like nothing.
Oh my god.
The sensation, it's a strong burning sensation, and mostly around my tongue.
Jeff, how are you doing at the end
a
there?
little
Eh,
numb.
my tongue is
It's kind of funny. You feel it like. toward the
Vinny,
back
how are
of
you
the tongue.
doing?
Doing okay.
You're
just
doing
sitting
okay.
there.
Yeah.
Vinny's just
Oh,
sitting there.
Norm taps out.
Out.
So Jeff, you got the hiccups the same as I did.
Okay, I feel like I had an unfair advantage.
Yeah, I did.
Because I used to eat buffalo wings all the time when I lived in Buffalo. And
Norm, how you doing over there?
Yeah.
Pretty much
Switch it
like
around
Ruby
a
done,
little.
right?
Yeah, I should mention.
Will, how are you
I
doing?
did this at home like 3 days ago
in
from
my
my
hand.
habanero plant. Just
Okay.
eat them
Just
raw
for-
there.
Will,
Actually,
how are you
actually,
doing?
how tough is it to grow
I'm
those?
burning pretty
What's that?
good,
How
but it's
tough is it to
not.
grow
It's not
those?
It's
the worst
not,
thing
it's
I've ever
not
felt.
unbearable.
Yeah.
Norm,
It
do you
is.
want some more milk? Do a whip it. I think you might need some.
Jeff's face is looking pretty great.
It's not getting better.
Yeah.
You were right
I
about that.
told you it won't get better.
Have you
It's
done the
gonna-
milk?
it's gonna
Have
stick
you done the
around.
milk? Okay.
My nose started to run.
Hair of the dog, man. Just take another.
Oh man, this is
Norm out.
Norm with the whip it.
This is my new desktop right here. Please save this moment.
Oh my.
Will, Norm, are you feeling any better? No?
I don't think so. This was definitely worth $500.
I keep like coughing up hot bits.
Yeah, I got that. It's bad. It kind of
It keeps
lingers.
coming back.
I'm
And-
going with the milk. I'm out. I'm tapping.
Will,
I'm
okay, Will's the
crying.
second out.
Tears. Actually, a second win. I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All right.
Wow. You
So
talk
everyone
him
is
off
still
the ledge.
everyone is still in except Norm, right?
I still might want to get drink at some point, but I'm kind of like. Just
You're
because-
okay.
Just because I want
You're
to drink.
okay. You
yeah.
look
Yeah.
okay.
So Darren is holding strong.
Darren and Vinny look strong.
Yeah,
Vinny is
yeah,
looking
no,
strong.
he's
I think it's
good.
between Will and Jeff.
This
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Jeff, you want to do it at the same time?
Just
1,
face
2,
is
3,
getting
we're out?
redder now.
No, I'm gonna hold up.
Okay. At this point, they're comedy peppers. Every minute longer we wait, the funnier it gets. You know what I'm noticing now is it's starting to burn in my stomach too.
Norm.
Norm is really going for that
needs
milk.
some medical attention here.
What does a donut tap me out if I eat a donut right now?
yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll.
Oh yeah, a donut will definitely tap you out.
I didn't cushion my system.
Actually, I have one of the donuts I brought is custard filled, so.
Oh man.
Oh my God!
Sweet
What?
release.
Custard is just like milk with egg.
Did you take a donut?
It's more. No.
Don't worry, I'm not going to drink the milk. That's my wife. She's like, don't drink it.
What are we at? What's the total now?
Oh, I haven't even checked the total. I guess I should. Norm, you okay over there?
You get the feeling Vinny could just keep popping them.
So I think I might be a super
honestly,
taster.
and
Is there like
it really
a test you
wasn't
can
that
do?
bad.
Yeah.
I've never taken any tests, but like I have a lot of problems with a lot of
Do you feel super?
all the time.
Do you like
No,
cilantro?
maybe have
I
a
hate it.
donut.
Then probably a super taster. You know, it's starting to recede.
I forgot that Norm was a super taster.
Yeah, I know.
For
I didn't
me,
want to remind
it's
him.
waves. Like it'll fade off, and then
Yeah.
like no. It's like, oh, this is no.
Like when you breathe.
Inhales are
like-
good.
like-
Exhales are bad.
Yeah, that's, I was going to say, like you breathe, you suck in the air.
If I blow out the nose, it's just gonna be snot sickles.
Yeah. I'm
Getting
which no
worried
one
about
wants.
Norm over there.
Norm, go get that custard donut.
Wow.
Sinking
he's
deeper
sweating.
into his
Jeff,
seat
how are you
there.
holding up? Give us a status update.
This is I can handle it. I think maybe it's just my tongue. My tongue's in a
It's-
bad fucking place. This is not where. This is not. You're not supposed to be like. You're not supposed to feel like this. This is not supposed to happen to people. This is like what animals do by mistake, and
it's
then
not-
don't make that fucking mistake
It's
again.
not your spicy chicken wings, right?
No, it is not.
It kind of tastes a little smoky.
Vinny, you are hanging tough.
I'd have no
doing
taste.
all right,
There's no
yeah.
this. I got very little taste from
Do you
this
feel,
other than like fuck
like
you, it's hot.
if you wanted the milk right now, you would take it, or are you totally good without it?
Oh, I'm totally good with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, same here. I
I think Vinny and Darren are going to be the winners.
I want
Yeah,
to
where's
drink
Norm?
something, but I'm just like, I don't know.
I think Norm is eating the cup.
He's still all right. He's still sitting.
I think I'm tearing up from laughing so much.
That may be a false positive.
Okay. This is going.
Oh, what'd you do?
Why would you
do that?
What's
That's a
that?
terrible mistake. He wiped his tongue with
Oh, that's a tap out.
That's tap out right there.
That's not tap out.
I don't
That's a
know if
tap
it was.
out.
That was just kind of
Let
dumb.
me tell you, it didn't fucking help.
Is that the one that
Yeah,
you
I don't
picked
think that's a tap out.
He literally threw in the towel.
No, maybe have a
I
donut.
did throw in a towel. I'm feeling pretty good now. I'm ready for round 2. Who's in?
Jeff looks like he's got
No,
some
yeah,
kind
we
of
do another one?
Zen place.
I don't think there are any others.
It's okay. I'm afraid to blow my nose for fear that pepper stuff will come out, and then it'll make my nose hurt.
Now you put the plastic bag over your head and just start breathing in all
No,
the pepper
what-
oil.
What can go wrong there?
Yeah.
What can go wrong?
Pepper. Are there more, or was that all of
There's
them?
one more.
Do it, Will.
Jeff Green's. No, I'm not having any more.
No.
I'm good.
I'm getting a colonoscopy in a week.
Jeff, aren't you glad that you didn't?
Everything is going to be
Think of it as a
okay.
gift for the doctor.
Was there a moment there that you felt like you might be staring death in the face, Jeff? Because I had that.
Yeah, this is like I said. I don't have a ton of experience with spicy food. It's really only the last like 4 or 5 years that I felt like, okay, I'm gonna get spicy wings, and I had to warm up to that.
Where
you know,
you went to teriyaki or barbecue?
I would get mild. Like eventually,
Oh, that's
like
nothing.
originally, I actually hated all buffalo wings because they were all a little too spicy for me.
Okay.
And didn't I don't put pepper on food. Like it was just I've grown into that a little bit over
Oh, I just swallowed spit. That
the
was
past
bad.
little chunk of time. And
I think we need to check in with Norm. We need like a safe word. Or
I'm
something.
all right now. It was
Okay.
all my throat.
It's possible.
Okay, Norm's
not my
over the hump.
tongue.
All right.
Okay.
It's
So
possible.
who's still in?
I'm
Jeff,
in.
Vinny, and Darren.
Hey.
No,
Hey,
you
I
wiped
just-
your tongue with a.
I wiped my tongue with it. It didn't fucking help. It hurts. It's still really fucking bad. I think it made it
Wait,
worse.
I don't know.
It
You
was-
made-
it was with the towel that was holding.
I think
it
Will
didn't
is
wash
still in, but
away.
with an asterisk.
I don't know. He made effort to find relief.
Yes,
I
he
was
did.
just-
You
That's
sought
kind of a
relief.
I just wanted to feel
Judges,
something
you
that
saw
wasn't
relief.
pain.
Judges rule you.
The fact that it didn't help is irrelevant. The milk might not have helped.
It's an asterisk.
I'll take that. I'll Barry Bonds it. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're
Just
Barry
look
Bonds.
at it this way: if you accept that you're out, you can drink all the milk you want.
I'm not out. It doesn't fucking hurt anymore, except for on my tongue and on all of my mouth. And when I swallow spit on my throat, and also my stomach hurts.
Yeah, my stomach's starting to hurt.
Yeah, I'm feeling like this is going to migrate to the intestine and then the lower intestine, and then it'll visit Mr. Colonoscopy zone. Yeah.
I don't feel anything in my throat, stomach, anything like that. But that's
Have you
So
swallowed?
is this the hottest sensation you've
No.
experienced?
it might be.
I bet.
One time I had a pepper spray thing.
Jeff's pitch is way higher now.
That's
Yeah, for the
He's
first
gone
minute,
up,
there was like,
like-
Jeff,
Yeah.
you'd taking a shot of helium or something.
Yeah.
It was kind of crazy.
I totally forgot. I actually had some ghost pepper beef jerky at home. I forgot to bring in.
Oh, that would have been good.
That would have been good. I'll bring next year.
Joey, you want to eat this last one? Come on. I know, Joey, you like hot stuff.
it'll wake you right up.
I heard a big
Hey,
That
Joey,
is
when
it.
was the last time you really felt alive? That was a fucking. Maybe your food stuff is because
You do
don't,
feel-
Don't let us.
it's
no,
weird that you
no,
feel close
don't-
to
no, we're
death.
Not, we're not gonna.
He's ready to eat it?
Oh,
Joey!
Yes.
Yes!
Get
Someone's
yourself
got to pledge
ready.
more money for Joey.
Take
Jeff,
that and
I
reach in
think
and
maybe your
grab,
food stuff is because you're a super taster.
I believe that may be the case. Like it's yeah. There's a lot of foods like people are all like lettuce doesn't taste like anything, and I say you're fucking full of shit.
Yeah, no, let us
one?
taste like stuff. You should get tested because you
All right,
can
Joey,
change the way
Joey
you
is
eat
joining the
do it on
challenge.
camera.
and still eat good stuff and be
Yeah.
predictable and all
Taco
good.
Bell is fantastic. Get 'em out
Okay,
the
Joe
way.
Framelli,
All right.
while
Good
you're
job.
here,
That's the whole pepper.
we want to thank.
Oh, I got to hit off it right away.
We need to thank Wes and the guys who were helping
Yeah,
yesterday.
thanks.
Don't chew so much, dude. You need to just
Jeff,
swallow
you-
that
Yeah,
fucker.
just like
You
get
tap
it
out, or
out.
are you still good?
No, I'm alright.
All right. You feel like you're over the worst of it?
Yeah.
It's passed.
Oh yeah, it's
For
gone
me.
now. Yeah.
My roof of my mouth when I touch it with my tongue is really hot.
I rarely like any food I eat normally doesn't do anything like throat, stomach. That's usually not a problem. So I'm not surprised that I'm not feeling any of that. Like the whole like feel it way in, way out. I'm not concerned.
I'll let you know tomorrow.
I want to see what. I want to see what our total.
Holy
did.
shit! Doctors Without Borders is above 10 grand now. That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
It's past 12.
Huh?
Hey, we're done.
Oh.
5 more
No,
minutes.
not until
No,
12:08.
12:08. We got 5 more minutes.
Oh, 5 more minutes.
Yeah, we
I
started
want to
late.
see what's happening with Joey there.
Just to be
I-
clever,
he's gonna fall apart at the console.
he's
or something.
fine. Joey's good.
25,991 is the current total, so we did pretty good.
Any effect at
that's
all,
1,000.
Joey?
Plus
Nine
your $1,000
more-
bucks.
plus
In
mine.
here.
Yeah.
$9 more at 26,
$60
it's
from Adam.
27.
Here. A little hot in here.
How
Do
you
you
doing?
feel like in the lips or something?
How do you not get it all your throat? Like,
Yeah. I feel it.
And he chewed a lot. You chewed a lot.
Can I drink Diet Coke? That'll make it worse, but I'm really thirsty.
The big surprise
Well,
for
you're-
me
you're
was
out,
that
right?
it was
So-
very
I have
hard
an
to
asterisk.
swallow
Okay,
that.
yeah, asterisk.
You
Like,
chew a
like,
lot.
there was like, oh, I need to swallow this quickly, but it was so hot. There was like, my body was like, no.
Your
fucking-
natural inclination is to spit it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, which would have forfeited. You
a little
no
watery.
asterisk. Yeah.
I'm very proud of everyone who took part. Joey, how you doing?
Milk it. actually, here, take this.
Going
one.
for it?
Oh, he's going for the tap.
Oh,
That's a
nice.
quick tap out.
Yeah. Well, he's working.
got a
on
No,
it.
he's got
working.
one. That's
Yeah.
fair enough.
He's a professional.
Joey has been pulling yeoman's work back there. Guys, I want to thank everybody who came out for Oktoberkast 2013, starting with Brad Shoemaker, finishing with the closers, Jeff Gerstmann, Jeff Green, Vinny Caravella, Darren Gladstone, everybody in between. Check out tested.com/kids, tested.com/electrons, tested.com/doctors to donate to Child's Play, Electronic Freedom Frontier Foundation, and Doctors Without Borders. Make sure we saw a bunch of people that have great Kickstarters on right now. You should go check them out. Go sign up for listen to the Giant Bombcast. It's a thing that happens on the internet. You guys probably, because if you know us, you know the Giant Bombcast. Check out Idle Thumbs. It's pretty good at too. We like that. Carl Merriam's Kusu,
Laboratory.com.
working Lego microscope. If we get 10,000 votes over there, that dude may get that thing made as an official Lego kit, which is rad.
Yeah,
And
that
he-
would be a
that
great.
would be
That would be a
awesome.
great kit.
Joey
I
goes
saw that
back
earlier.
for the back for the
Joey with another hit.
Double dipping.
Andreas Exberg's longboard.
Yeah.
Tested longboard he made in one day.
Yeah, we'll have
That
a,
looks fantastic.
Carved and painted and etched.
We'll put a post up on Monday with all the stuff that we're giving away. We have a ton of great stuff. Scott Johnson gave us 3 awesome prints. The longboard, the Stein of Science. It's we have one on the shelf behind us. It's super cool. I feel guilty leaving it there because it's so incredibly useful and cool.
Punish props.
Punish Props Space Gun, the prototype. It's something you can't buy anywhere. You just
Had
have
a
to win
busy
it.
24 hours.
Conversation guy. Conversation guy.
Conversation Guide, EA.
Follow Jeff Green on Twitch.tv.
I think.
That's right.
Oh, right, you're streaming.
Black
I
Mesa.
am streaming. I've been streaming.
Is that
Black
any
Mesa.
good? I remember wanting to play that 10 years ago when
It's
they
super
announced
fun.
it.
What?
It's great.
It's the remake of Half-Life 1.
Yes, it is.
For
With
how-
the
Black
source-
Mesa?
with the source-
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
So that means we're about time to get a remake of Half-Life 2 and Half-Life 3, right?
Any
That's,
day. now.
that's going to happen.
Yeah, they're gonna remake Half-Life 3 rather than just
2.
make it.
Half-Life 2
No, they're
episode
going to make
1.
Half-Life 2 in the Half-Life 3 engine.
Yeah, it's a
Why
kiosk
not?
you walk up to and hit
Yeah.
the button and it plays Half-Life
Yeah,
2.
exactly. It's like a mini game. It's
Yeah.
Stanley Parable. Maybe at the end, if you get the right ending in Stanley Parable, Half-Life 3, it's a pretty big game
Yeah.
for what it looks like.
Oh yeah.
Um,
So I think we ended up on a pretty decent number.
everybody who came, Phil Broad, Black Butt of the Earth, Veronica Belmont, Roger Chang. I'm going to forget people
Brad
because I don't
Muir,
have the list. Brad
Lloyd
Muir,
Case, Jeremy
Lloyd
Williams,
Case, Jeremy-
Dave Snyder,
Thank you.
Brad
Colin
Shoemaker,
Colin Campbell,
Campbell.
the morning crew, and you guys for supporting us during this event. Oh, Joey, God help us, Joey.
Joey, come out and take a bow.
So when we first did this, I don't know if you remember, but we had a webcam and a computer.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we used a Panasonic camera. We used a real camera, one shot, because you didn't think we could be trusted with any kind of mixer. We not even had a video mixer at that point. and we sat in the tested bay on the brick wall. We fucked up the sound because we couldn't get it working till the very last minute or something, and it was bad things happened. And I mean, it was an amazing event. We did it with one shot. Since Joey's come on to Team Tested, it's gotten really totally ridiculous. Thanks, Joey. We last year we did like 2 cameras or 3 cameras. This year we have video game capture, green screen, 4 cameras, webcam out there showing the thing. Joey's also the doorman and bouncer. He
You guys are
ordered
spoiled.
food for us. I want to say, like, this in the Whiskey Media days, we've pared that shit down even more. Because back then we would have had 3, maybe 4 producers doing the work of Joey Famelli, and this year he did all that with the help from a couple of friends, and I mean, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. We're very thankful, and of course, like I said, we thank you guys for coming and watching for 24 hours, whether it's on the archive. Gary Whitta, Norman Chan, everybody.
Best one yet.
And to everyone listening on Mixlr.
Because Norm
Satan!
took a full slap, went through what I can only describe as a miserable Oculus experience, and clearly suffered more than anyone on the Pepper. So I think,
Super tasters.
yeah.
Yeah, Norm
Unite.
is really like that Oculus segment last night. It was.
Painful.
Oh,
it
that
was
was. I felt worse for you then than I did just now. I mean, it was bad.
I don't know about that. He looked like he was in real pain this time. He just looked really nauseous and uncomfortable.
That
last
went on
night.
for at least
No,
half an hour. Though.
what was
Yeah.
worse, the Pepper or the Oculus?
Oculus was much
Oh
worse.
yeah, that's what I think that was the low
getting
point.
2 hours
Because you can't
to
eject.
get into the money.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the
So
milk
close.
the milk wouldn't
The milk
help
did
The
with
not.
the
worst thing
Oculus
was he was
Rift.
trying to get a glass of
Oh,
water
make it much worse.
to somehow like steady himself, just to get some equilibrium, and he couldn't even drink the glass because the Oculus goggles prevented him from
Need a
raising
straw.
the glass.
You didn't have a straw in back.
No, we
Like a
eventually
NASCAR
got
driver.
him a bottle that he could drink
Need a straw.
from.
So I
But it
think next year you need to have somebody needs to make an Oculus Rift hot pepper eater simulation that, and then
Well,
he's actually
I mean,
eating
I think
hot
it's
peppers.
clear now. The original plan to have Norm play Oculus Rift and eat a hot pepper.
That
Just
would've-
how foolish that would have been.
That would have
It's
been
just
a real
flames
bad idea.
erupting around, and
Just the goggles exploding.
We have the flames. We can make flames.
Jeff, are you still milk free?
Yeah, I haven't. I have
you
not
did-
gotten in yet.
That's very impressive.
Now I just kind of want the milk because I like milk.
I think at
There you
this
go.
point,
is it fair? Are we done?
I
I'm
think,
just
I think
thirsty.
at this point you three are
I
the
think
heroes.
we're clear.
This,
Let's-
I mean, I think it's a tie for a three-way
I
tie
get
for
an
first
asterisk,
place.
right?
What?
I get an asterisk.
You get an asterisk.
Yeah.
A big one.
I'll take it.
A
I'm
very
good with that.
prominent one.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks everybody who came out. Thanks everybody who watched. Alexis Gadgesaw and Drew Scanlon. Alexis and Drew stole a
was that?
forklift last night.
What?
Yeah, that's what they
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, can I see that again?
Yeah, it's a transition.
Hang on, let me. I need my glasses.
Wait, that's not Photoshop?
No, it's too grainy to be
Right outside our
Photoshop.
office.
That's our office right there.
Wait.
They found a forklift with the keys in it, apparently.
This is,
And I don't pretend to know what happened when, like, the way Oktoberkast works is you come in at noon and you walk out and it's another fucking day. It's like a time machine of content. Look at how happy he
holy
is.
cow.
For the first time in his
He's so
life,
happy.
he seems alive.
Have you
He
ever
grew
seen
a
him?
mustache. He's so
I
happy.
know.
There's a delirium in that look there.
Yeah, he is.
No, there's a I've been drinking for 12 hours in that.
You like Chiron and Lip, so you got to do the
Yeah.
talking for him right now.
Yeah.
Are we watching the Alexis flashback?
I
right
didn't.
now?
I didn't. I don't think we ever got it working. But let's.
Thanks to everyone who got slapped in the
Wow.
face and all the slappers.
Hey, Norm. Oh, Norm's over there. Good job getting slapped in the face. High five.
Air high five.
Next year, it's peppers and slaps.
Next year we're gonna pepper
bite the
spray-
pepper, slap.
I mean, look,
No,
clearly,
the way it
That's
works.
what Alexis had.
Oh, that
I think
okay.
next
He,
year
oh,
we
yeah.
absolutely
Okay,
should
all right.
double down
all right.
on all the things that people enjoyed the most, which is peppers and getting slapped. in
So
the face.
here's the thing that's gonna happen next year. We're gonna slap you in the face if you're a guest, and then you're gonna get pepper sprayed in the eyes
That sounds great.
for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I might not be here
We're
next
booking
year.
slots right now. You guys are committed. You're closing again.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
It's 45 minutes again. Nothing but pepper spray, a slap chain up and down the line.
slap check.
You're gonna until your faces bleed.
Year after that,
That's
Human
where we're
Centipede.
going.
And then a bunch of
Oh, my stomach really
packing
hurts,
tape
guys.
on the chest ripped off. How about just
That's
keep it
good.
going?
Okay, that's good.
And tased and-
Norm, you've spawned some pretty good gifts already.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Oh, man.
Hey, Joey, keep the stream live. I want to take a couple questions afterwards. We didn't get enough questions, and thank you all for coming out. We'll see you next year for Oktobercast 2014.
Bye, hon.
And thanks for supporting us, guys. Bye. My throat hurts. Hello, and welcome to Movie Phone. Gary's been wearing his headphones backwards the whole time. This camera's a little low, but I'm going to go with it. If you want to call, the Skype account is TestedCom. Skype is TestedCom. I don't know if this is going out. Is anybody there? Hello, Bueller? Bueller? Okay, no calls. We'll see you guys next year.